It is time for my first NBA 2K26 franchise video, and we're going to be doing a team that was the peak of the NBA just a few years ago. They went to the NBA Finals in 2021. They were up 2-0 against the Milwaukee Bucks. They lost that series, but they were the best team in the NBA the year later, but they lost surprisingly in round 2 to Luka Doncic, and it's been downhill since. They traded away Chris Paul. They traded away Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson. Now they're a completely different team. No more Bradley Beal. No more Kevin Durant. We are going to be starting the Phoenix Suns franchise right now. So what is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? This is going to be a long first episode of the Suns franchise. And if you guys want to see episode 2, let's see if this can get 2,000 likes. We may be doing a couple different seasons today. We're going to go deep into the first era of this rebuild. And there's a couple reasons why I wanted to do a Suns rebuild today because of this. We do not own any draft pick directly till basically 2032. Just kind of recklessly, the Suns traded their unprotected 2031 first this year to Utah for 3 bad swaps. One of them they used just to get off of the Yusuf Nurkic trade. And yeah, we're not getting this swap best with us in Memphis. We're going to be doing this accurately. So yeah, things are not going to go our way today. Obviously, I mentioned it before, but the Suns made a massive move this offseason, just cutting ties with Kevin Durant. They trade him to Phoenix for Jalen Green, Dillon Brooks, and they also got the 10th overall pick, and arguably the best center in the class, Kaman Maliwatch, fell to them. They also got a bunch of second-round picks in that deal as well, which I'd like to kind of implement on this team. They went out and traded one of their late first-round picks for Mark Williams for a team that had maybe the worst center rotation in the league last year. It's going to be revamped this year with Mark Williams. They acquired Nick Richards at the deadline or a little bit before that. Kaman Maliwatch, the rookie. Oso Ighodaro, the second-year man. We got Isaiah Livers on a two-way. We got CJ Huntley on a two-way. I like them getting Rasheer Fleming with the 31st pick. I thought he should have went top 20, top 25 in the draft. And Ryan Dunn going into year number 2, one of the best defenders from the 2024 class. Still have Royce O'Neal. They pick up Nigel Hayes overseas, who's been killing it there since he was in the NBA for a little bit. You have Jalen Green, Grayson Allen, some solid shooters, Jordan Goodwin as well, and Kobe Brea, who I want to convert, I think, to a full-time contract because he was a nice find for them in the second round. And then you got Devin Booker, Colin Gillespie, and Jared Butler. And this team also stretched and waived Bradley Beal this offseason, so we are going to have his dead cap for a little bit. 2K didn't implement that this year, so we could try to figure out a way to make sure that we're going to have those limitations, but this is a team that's not going to have too much cap. They re-signed Devin Booker, their franchise superstar, to a 2-year, like $70 or $150 million-ish extension in the offseason. I don't even know if 2K goes that high yet, so he's going to be making a lot of money. Jalen Green has that new extension kicking in. You got Dillon Brooks for 2 years. The Grayson Allen contract isn't pretty either. Royce O'Neal still has 3 years left because he had all the leverage last offseason. Mark Williams, Nick Richards, all under 1-year deals. Same with these guards and Nigel Hayes as well. And yeah, this is going to be an interesting team, right? They kind of, I don't know, new owner syndrome, right? With Matt Ishbia comes in, he trades for Kevin Durant in the 2023 offseason. They trade away all their draft picks, Mikal, Cam Johnson. They lose in round number 2 to Denver after beating the LA Clippers in round number 1. A year later, or at least that following offseason, they trade away Chris Paul for Bradley Beal, also give up a ton of draft capital. They get swept by Minnesota. They didn't even make the play-in tournament last year. They bring in Jordan Ott. He's got the Michigan State ties with Matt Ishbia. And this is going to be, I think, a very experimental year. But it's going to be, like, I think, fascinating here because I can't flat out tank. I do not own my first-round pick. I'm pretty much going to get Orlando's first-rounder because Memphis has a swap worse with Washington, as long as Washington's in the top 8. It's pretty complicated. And then we're going to get Orlando's first-round pick. Orlando could be the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference for all we know. So let's just figure out what we want this starting lineup to look this year. Obviously, it's going to be Booker, Green, and Brooks. We're going to go with Mark Williams as the starting 5. I think just because I want shooting around Mark Williams, I'm actually going to throw Royce O'Neal over Ryan Dunn as a starter. So Ryan Dunn can get around 20 minutes a night. Nick Richards is going to play it. Like, I don't even think Kaman Maliwatch is going to play a ton out of the gate. He's rookie. He's raw. He kind of started playing basketball like around 5 years ago. So for a team that's trying to win games because I don't own my first round pick, I'd love to be in the play-in tournament. We got to put the best guys out there. So Mark Williams is going to get like 30 minutes a night. We're going to go about 35 to Booker. We're going to go about 35 to Green. We'll do 30 to Dillon Brooks. We're going to have Grayson Allen off the bench, play like 17 minutes a night. Would love for him to build up trade value. I don't know if it's ever going to come to that. Like, we're not going to have Oso Ighodaro play. Maybe Colin Gillespie. Like, he had a nice end to the season last year for Phoenix. I think since they signed Nigel Hayes Davis, I think I'm going to give him Like I don't even think I'm gonna play Kaman to start off the year. Like injuries will happen and then we'll get him in there. But we'll go some minutes to Nigel Hayes. And I kind of like what I saw from Jordan Goodwin or Jared Butler last year. So I'll go like 10 to Goodwin, 13 to Nigel Hayes, 18 to Richards. We'll do 17 to Allen. We'll do 18 to Dunn. Something like that. We'll do like 25 to Royce O'Neal. I mean, 9 more minutes. I don't really know if I want to go an 11-man rotation to start off the year. Maybe we can. I don't think I want to do that. So let's go a little bit more to Nigel Hayes. Let's go 20 to Grayson Allen because this bench unit could definitely use some shooting. And let's go 21 to Ryan Dunn. I think I also want to make Ryan Dunn, let's see, a small forward because his overall should go up to, oh no, it doesn't. So we'll keep him at a power forward then. Like, Kaman could maybe space the floor. We'll make him a backup power forward, or that's a secondary position. Just kind of messing with these. Like, for sure, Fleming, I'm not going to play right away either, just because I need, like, our best guys out there. And then also looking at the tendencies, like Devin Booker, obviously, is going to have a high shot tendency. Jalen Green, 85 is good. Dylan Brooks, we can up that a little bit. Like, he's going to have a large role on this team. Nick Richards, we can up that a little bit. Like, Ryan Dunn, we can up that as well. Like, he doesn't need to touch the ball a ton, but I would like for him to be more involved this year. Come on. We can up that a ton, even though he's just a rookie. That's fine for Grayson. Let's get that up a little bit more for Royce O'Neal. And then Nigel Hayes, we can get that up as well to like a 63. So we're starting up the season against the Sacramento Kings. Is there like a mock draft that's kind of accurate? So they're projecting us to be not terrible, like around pick 10, which would what we'd be giving up right now. I have the highest downloaded draft class here on Xbox, but maybe I'll change that throughout this, but we'll see. And then I also wanted to show you guys my sliders here today. So we're going to do 12-minute quarters. We're going to play some games throughout this as well, get a good feel for the team. Maybe I'll implement an expansion team. That might be episode 2. Injuries will be on. 55 simulator difficulty, 45 trade negotiation, 100 for these. I also am operating with player progression, 40 for progression, 65 for regression. And we're taking on the Kings to start off the year. I also wanted to mess around with the player mentorship. Honestly, yeah, we're going to have Devin Booker mentor Jalen Green for sure. But I'd like to actually do some of these gold badges, right? Like Devin Booker's elite. Like, so we're going to have him be a good mentor. We're going to have Ryan Dunn. Royce O'Neal's not a bad mentor. Probably a little bit better than, I guess, Dylan Brooks, right? I mean, like, do we want Mark Williams being a mentor? I mean, we don't have, like, a great veteran presence. And then we have, like, still a young core. And this team's young core got better in the offseason, right? Adding Fleming, Brea, and Kaman Watch, adding Jalen Green. I think if we were going to sell at the deadline, like, it's a sunk cost. We don't have a first-round pick. If I'm getting a good offer, like a first-rounder for Dylan Brooks or a young player, I'm doing it. If I'm getting, like, a late first for Grayson Allen, I'm doing it. If I'm getting some nice, appealing second-rounders, I'm doing it. So here we go. Starting off the season, they're hooping in hoodies in the pregame. I don't know how that, I don't know. It's just kind of weird. But hey, this is definitely a winnable game to start off the year. I don't think the Suns and the Kings are too far apart by any means. So Mark Williams does not win the tip, so maybe not good vibes. So here we go. We're kickstarting a new era of Suns basketball here in the 2026 season. Obviously, okay, Zach LaVine gets a 3-ball. That is no good. I also want to make sure that we're playing on Hall of Fame. I don't know what it's going to be on right now. Let me see. Wouldn't it be under settings? Is it not? Okay, yeah, we are playing on Hall of Fame. There we go. So we get a miss. I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, it's just weird seeing Dylan Brooks out there for this team. All right, I want this like Devin Booker, Mark Williams pick and roll to be effective this year. Bang, Devin Booker off the start. Perfect release. He knocks down the mid-range shot. I mean, Booker could average a career high this year. He could get to 30 points per game, and that's what we want to do. I don't want to have to resort to trading Devin Booker. This could be a disaster, and that may be my only way out. That's how I could get some of my first-round picks back, is DeMar DeRozan gets it right back there. But that is like the last resort, right? The last resort is trading Devin Booker. I would like to host the NBA title trophy with Devin Booker on the roster. But hey, it may be tough. We'll see. Devin Booker guarded by Dennis Schroeder. This should be somewhat of a mismatch for us. Let's see. Mark Williams kick that out to Royce O'Neal, swinging in the corner. Dylan Brooks for 3. That's going to be no good. I'm excited, though, for Jalen Green. I just don't know about, like, the defense between Booker and Green in the backcourt. It's probably not the ideal co-star you want next to Booker, because Green is like maybe a poor man's Bradley Beal, and we saw how that worked out here. Booker, though, holding his own on DeRozan. Stay over there, Green. They're going to find some bonus inside. Mark Williams inside. Great post defense there by Mark Williams. Already has 2 rebounds. Somebody that's going to be in a contract year. Run the floor, Royce O'Neal, something. Kick it out there. Let's kick it over to Jalen Green. I'm excited. I'm intrigued about Jalen Green. I mean, it didn't really work out in Houston whatsoever, but the athleticism is really on display. He's going to miss that, but Mark Williams is right there for the rebound and the cleanup crew. Already 3 rebounds on opening night here for Mark. And they're going to try to go, wow. All right, well, Sabonis cherry picked a little bit there, so we're tied 4-4 here on opening night. I see Orlando won their first game of the year. I guess we want Orlando to lose, because if Orlando does not make the play-in tournament, or excuse me, they don't make the playoffs, like, we're going to get a solid first-round pick. Nice screenplay there for Royce O'Neal. Bang, he knocks down that 3. 7-4 Phoenix. Oh my god, man, our transition D is horrible. That's the second time that just happened. Keegan Murray gets the dunk right there. I mean, that's going to be a big identity swing for us, is how is the defense going to look? Double screen here for Devin Booker. Got nothing there. Kick it back to Booker. As Keegan's going to reach in. Jalen Green coming off a screen on the inbound. That is a terrible shot, but maybe that's just Jalen Green's identity. Mark Williams, though. All right, don't get me excited, Mark. I mean, he's got all the athleticism in the world to be like a really solid starting center, like DeAndre Ayton on those Suns teams, but he needs to stay healthy, and I need to see him locked in a little bit more defensively, because there have definitely been kind of lapses in his defensive game in Charlotte. But then again, Charlotte has not really been a winning team whatsoever. They've been one of the worst teams in the league since they drafted Mark Williams in the 2022 draft. That was like the last solid Hornets team when they lost in the play-in, as Zach LaVine knocks down that 3 to make us all tied up at 9 apiece. So I'm going to have my eyes set on Mark this year. Like, I don't think Kaman is going to be a starting center at any point this year, unless we are just decimated by injuries. Just terrible spacing right here. I don't know what you're doing, Dylan Brooks. His second 3-point attempt is no good. He's 0 for 2 to start off his Suns journey here. Green, though, like, I also want to see him be better defensively. Like, him, Booker, and Mark Williams, a big swing for us this year will be their defensive ability. Mark Williams with the block right there. Beautiful help defense. Kick it up to Royce O'Neal. Mark Williams run the floor. Throw it down on Schroeder. He gets the contact layup to go. MVP of opening night so far, Mark Will. But we know Dylan Brooks can be our point of attack stopper. Great defense there on DeMar DeRozan. Mark Williams, I just don't love him like out wide a little bit there, guarding Sabonis. Oh my god, another block there. Hell yeah, Mark Williams. 2 blocks, 6 points, and 4 rebounds here in the first quarter. This is what I like to see. So Jordan Ott at the start here is going a little bit back and forth between Green and Devin Booker as like the main ball handler within the half court. Booker's going to get a screen here from Dylan Brooks. He's going to get downhill, and he's going to throw that down. Blows right by Dennis Schroeder. I guess Sacramento's big free agency acquisition there in the offseason. Devin Booker in transition. He's going to get inside. Floater is no good, but Mark Williams, oh man, he can't get that to go. There goes his perfect night. Let's see how the transition D looks. It has not been great to start off this game. LaVine, throws it down on Dylan Brooks. That one would probably end up on Twitter right away. Not like a full-on poster, but it wasn't pretty. I would like to run like a pin down or something for Devin Booker out of the gate. They want it back to Dylan Brooks. Jalen Green over a screen. We're not going to get LaVine in the air at all. Let's see what we can do. Jalen Green step back. All right, Jalen. All right, that's the shifty scoring that I want to see from you this season. He knocks down a nice jumper there. And I also want to stagger like Booker and Green's minutes in a way where at least one of them is on the floor for most of the game. Like, I could trust like in a pinch, maybe Jordan Goodwin or Colin Gillespie out there to run the rock, but like it's not ideal. I know this team has been in like Kuminga talks. Okay, as DeRozan blows by me there. Like, it would be kind of awkward if the Suns picked up Kuminga this offseason. I don't think that's going to happen. There was like a chance that could have. I'm going to probably call timeout soon, I think. Dylan Brooks coming over a screen right there. Kick back out to Mark Williams. Royce O'Neal's going to set a screen in the corner there for Dylan Brooks, but really can't get anything to transpire. So let's just, I don't know, Devin Booker, get downhill again. Devin Booker to the rim, and he's going to blow that layup inside. I guess I don't really get a shooting bar for that one. So 15-13, Dennis Schroeder, guarded by Devin Booker, who's looked good defensively so far this game. I think no matter the result of this possession, I'm going to get a timeout, trying to get Nick Richards in. I'm actually going to sub out 3 guys here, keeping in Brooks and Booker. LaVine is so shifty, man. LaVine knocks down that 3. We're going to use our first timeout of the season. All right, so I'm intrigued about this lineup out here. We have some shooting because, like, Ryan Dunn in the game lacks some shooting. So I got Grayson Allen out there. Nick Richards is in the game, but I'm keeping Dylan Brooks out there. And then I don't know if I'll go to, like, Nigel Hayes next. We're going to do a DHO between Nick Richards and Dylan Brooks. Dylan Brooks kind of getting shifty, can't create any separation. 0 for 3 for Dylan Brooks to start off in his Suns jersey. We're asking a lot out of Brooks this season for sure. Like, he's going to take the main assignment defensively. I guess, like, we could throw him on LaVine, but I'm fine with him guarding, like, DeRozan. But if we're going up against, like, Shea, I'm putting him on Shea. If we're going up against Anthony Edwards, he's going on Ant. That's just going to be what we're going to see this year. So we're going to have, like, Booker play a little bit, like, the rest of the first, and then we'll go to, like, Jalen Green. I think that's, like, the minutes allocation that I would like to see this year. Let's try the high screen and roll between Booker and Nick Richards. Booker, down low, pull up. That's his spot. 6 first quarter points for Devin Booker. I'm really excited about this rebuild. Like, if you guys were subscribed last year, we did the Washington Wizards rebuild to start off 2K, and you guys really liked that one. So I think this one's a change of pace a little bit. We almost had Booker down low. Like, we can run a floppy set maybe for Grayson Allen. And let's see if we can get a good screen here from Ryan Dunn and Dylan Brooks. Yes, we can. Grayson Allen, 3-ball. That one is in and out. Didn't get the best release, or the feet were planted at all. Brooks guarding DeRozan. DeRozan trying to get downhill. That is vintage DeRozan right there. Gets the jumper. This has been like a pretty good first quarter. Definitely back and forth. I mean, Jordan on asking Dylan Brooks to go isolation on DeMar DeRozan is just like, I don't know why I would want to do that. All right, we're going to basically, a lot of this basically, Devin Booker having to bail us out. He's going to miss that. Actually, almost went in. But that's what we're going to have to do a lot this year. It's just, yeah, relying way too much on Booker, and we're going to miss KD at times, because KD was somebody you can delegate to. Just when in doubt, he's going to get you a bucket in the half court. Nick Richards guarding DeRozan, just don't bite. Oh my God, vintage DeRozan. He's so good, but he's going to miss that. Booker picks up his first rebound of the season. We haven't called Ryan Dunn's name yet. He's going to find Grayson Allen down low. Nice find there from Ryan Dunn. Would like to see him work on his playmaking a little bit. I just don't know how the shot's going to come around. Like, we'll throw our resources into, like, investing into his outside jumper, because that can make him so lethal as a nice pick and roll there from LaVine and Sabonis. Because, I don't know, would like to see the playmaking unfold a little bit. Would like to see him be a little bit more of an on-ball player. I mean, we're going to have a lot of ups and downs this year. Oh, risky pass there by Brooks. This has not been a good Brooks first quarter. He's missed every shot. He just has a turnover. Nick Richards down low, kicks it over to DeRozan. DeRozan's going to miss that. Can we get the rebound? No. Out to Sabonis. Out to Monk. I mean, this is a wild possession right here. Brooks trying to stay in front of DeRozan. He is. Good defense there by Dylan Brooks. That's what we like to see. Oh, Booker, why did you go for that? Booker bit on the pass there. Was a little overzealous. Monk drops a 3. So, yeah, like, we have Dunn at the high elbow. We're going to get a screen here for Booker. I mean, get back up here, Richards. I think we're just going to go Booker mid-range jumper. Just what we do with Booker, man. He's going to get that to go. He's got 8 first quarter points. But I definitely want to get Kaman in here on opening night. Like, he might not be a mainstay in the rotation, but it's the first game of the year. It's kind of like when JJ Redick got Bronny out there. You just got to get him out there. I want to give the fans something to look forward to. Malik Monk, no way. I was going to say if that went in. Grayson Allen with solid defense. Let's get off and running a little bit. Grayson Allen find Ryan Dunn down low. Ryan Dunn's going to get that to go. He knocks down his first bucket of his sophomore season. He's flexing on the Kings here in the first quarter. All right, Dylan Brooks guarding Zach LaVine here. Let's see what we could do. Brooks, yeah, okay. Well, LaVine is just so... Oh, good pet. No, I passed that right away. But Ryan Dunn with the steal. Ryan Dunn turns it over. I had a way clear pass. Oh, man, that is a shame. And Monk is wide open. He's probably going to knock that down. Wow, we get lucky right there. That was just like... You could see the instincts there from Ryan Dunn, which dates all the way back to his Virginia days, where he can really be like this elite defender for us. Booker finds Richards inside, and Booker picks up his first assist of the season. 8-2-1 for Booker in the first quarter. He's going to play majority of the first. I mean, I do have Green going in. He's actually going to play probably the whole first. Same with Dylan Brooks as well. Dylan Jones? Is that Dylan? No, it's Isaac Jones, right? I was going to say, no way Dylan Jones got traded already. I do have trade approval on as well, because I'm going to monitor all the trades that go down around the league. Grayson Allen kind of playing a weak defense in the first quarter. Hell yeah, Grayson. Now, this can get kind of weird with this lineup as well. Like, I have Nigel Hayes-Davis out there, and I got Kaman out there with Allen and Dunn. Like, I don't know. There's going to be a lot of, like, trial and error with this team. Okay, Jalen Green trying to get around Keon Ellis. Let me get a screen here from Ryan Dunn. Can we run a nice short roll there? Yeah, Ryan Dunn gets downhill. He throws it down on Isaac Jones. All right, Ryan Dunn, give me something to be excited about. Former first-round pick from the 24 draft. He's got 3 years of very cheap money left on his deal as a late first rounder. That could be legitimately somebody that we want to build around going forward for sure. So Green guarding Ellis. Oh, Nigel Hayes. Don't get overzealous on LaVine. LaVine takes a wild hook, like underhook shot right there. He gets it to go. I don't even know if LaVine has come out of this game yet. All right, Jalen Green trying to go to work here on Keon Ellis, who we know is a fantastic defender. He really can't get anything to work. Nigel Hayes-Davis, welcome back here to the NBA. He gets around Zach LaVine, and he gets the contact layup to go. The former Wisconsin Badger. All right, we're up to a 4-point lead right now. A lot of lead changes. A lot of ties so far. I'm excited, though, to get come on. Oh, Nigel Hayes, let's go. He gets in front of the ball. Nigel Hayes is going to miss that shot. I just hate how the camera angle turns on 2K camera view. Messes it up a little bit, but that's the second time. That and the Ryan Dunn steal, where we could have had 2 fast break layups and we didn't get it to go. Like, I wonder, we could end up being a bad fast break team this year. Come on, guarding Keon Ellis, not what we want. Grayson Allen, back to Isaac Jones there, guarded by Ryan Dunn. Another stopper on this team. That's what I want to see, from Jordan Ott's defense right there. We just got guys flying all over the ball. We have a lot of good defenders on the team. Jalen Green to the rim. That wasn't good. That wasn't pretty. All right, come on down low. This is what I want to see from him. Their backup center is, I guess, Drew Eubanks. It's not going to be Maxime right now just yet. All right, Levine just plays so chaotically, but he misses that. All right, come on in the post. Let's see what he could do with the hook shot. Okay, Isaac Jones just blocked. Come on, Watch. Really? Really? Jalen Green pushing it. Spin move inside, and he's going to get fouled. I think the first foul this game is going to be by Keon Ellis right there. I like Jalen Green pushing it a little bit there. First free throw. Not good. I will be honest. That might be my first free throw attempt in 2K26. It could be. Oh, okay. We're going to strike that from the record. Nobody ever saw that, right? All right. Jalen Green getting a screen from Ryan Dunn. Oh, see, like his mid-range jumper, not as fluid as Devin Booker's. That's for sure. All right. Malik Monk's got to take a wild three. Can we get Kaman's first rebound? Dude, he's a giant out there. Ryan Dunn. Man, it's just like not a lot of offensive creation from this unit out here. Let's see what we can get. Maybe Grayson Allen involved here. I mean, Ryan Dunn, Nigel Hayes set good screens. There we go. Grayson Allen open. Grayson Allen three-pointer. Slightly early. I mean, just like, Kaman is massive down there. Like, he's going to be really a force to be reckoned with in that paint. Yeah, like, just stay down low here. I got Drew Eubanks, so I don't really have to worry about him. No way Dennis Schroeder hits. Really? Really? Am I getting FIBA, Germany Dennis Schroeder out there? Grayson Allen trying to get downhill. Jalen Green getting... Wow, okay. I kind of got bailed out there. Wasn't a great shot. So, can I make up for my first two free throws with this one? There we go. We knocked down the free throw there. I mean, Jalen Green does have 3 assists already this season or in this game. And I'm going to go 1 of 4 for my first 4 free throws. Or, yeah, 1 of 4. So, not great. All right, come on. Going to set a nice screen. Yeah, for Nigel Hayes. Right on Dario Saric. And Nigel Hayes, nice athlete. Gets downhill. Finishes at the rim. We're shooting 50% from the field to start off the year. Come on. Oh, okay. That's just like the youth, the inexperience of come on. Fouling Sabonis right there. But I like our chances there at the rim. So we're going to get... Oh, as Sabonis misses the free throw. We're going to get Mark Williams in. We're going to get Devin Booker back in. And we're going to see Jordan Goodwin for the first time as well. O'Neal picks up the rebound. Booker in the corner right there. Can I get... Wow, shooter. Great closeout. Booker... I kind of wanted to fade away. Oh, Jordan Goodwin wide open under the rim. He's going to get that to go. So I wanted to get Dylan Brooks back in this game as well. We'll have Booker, Goodwin, Brooks, O'Neal, and Williams for a little bit. Yeah, we haven't seen DeRozan in a minute. Royce O'Neal did not have this assignment in the first quarter. That was Brooks. As DeRozan misses that, Williams picks up his 6th rebound. I really liked what I saw from Jordan Goodwin on the Lakers last year. I thought he was flying all over the place. I thought he's just a hustle guy. He knocked down shots. And I think we need that intensity. As Booker, guarded by Schroeder here. Really underrated point guard defender. Oh, that's on me, but hey, Booker gets fouled by Schroeder. He's going to get to the line. Booker's already got 8 points in this game. He's going to play the rest of the first half for sure. He's going to knock down his first free throw, and he's going to go 2 for 2. So Booker with 10 points, really nice start. They're going to use their second timeout. All right, Sabonis guarded by Mark Williams. Mark Williams, phenomenal job in this first half on Domantas Sabonis. We like to see that. We're running a little bit here. O'Neal, I mean, just clogging the paint, guys. Can we do anything better than that? All right, Mark Williams on Sabonis. He's actually getting him down low. Oh my God, Mark Williams put Sabonis on a poster. All right, we have, I think, our largest lead of the night so far. It's up to 8 points. Keon Ellis comes off the screen, though. He's going to miss that 3. Dylan Brooks picks up his 3rd rebound. He's still looking for his first point as a Phoenix Sun. Keon Ellis got overzealous. Devin Booker for 3. No good. Malik Monk comes off the screen. He's going to miss that 3. Oh, Malik Monk has missed a lot of shots here so far. Can Jordan Goodwin push it? Get out of my way. Royce O'Neal, he should get that to go. Oh, my God, he missed that. Oh, man, that's a tough look. And, yeah, DeRozan's wide open. Mark Williams, though, comes down with the contest. Shout out to Mark Williams. He's going to be really tired because everybody's kind of, like, running all over the floor right now. Mark Williams running the floor. Brooks turns it over. Yeah, let's get Mark Williams out here because he's probably really gassed. Dylan Brooks, though, with the steal. We love to see that. Kick it over to Devin Booker. Devin Booker to the rim, and he's going to get that to the go. It's like that's what Dylan Brooks can provide. That just annoying pest type of defense, and we now have a 10-point lead. All right, so we're going to get Grayson Allen back for a couple possessions, and then I want to get Jalen Green in as well. O'Neal, nice move there by DeRozan, but he misses that. Richards with a nice rebound. Risky pass, really risky pass. I mean, some really bad passes so far. Keon Ellis trying to go at Richards. What are you doing, man? That was not going to work. Grayson Allen with the ball now. Let's kick it over to Booker. He's got the Keon Ellis assignment. Booker's going to get around Ellis. He's going to get to the rim, and he's going to throw it down. 14 first half points for Devin Booker. He is killing it. I also kind of like having the 3 center rotation as well with Richards, Maluach, and Mark Williams out there because obviously they get tired fairly quickly. So let's kick it to Richards there, over to Booker. Can we get some type of screen going here? There we go. Booker pulls up. That's going to be no good. But Richards with the athletic rebound and the throwdown, man. You could see the athletic difference between our centers of like Williams and Richards against Domantas Sabonis, who's more of like a low to the ground post guy. So we got a 12-point lead right now. Schroeder trying to go to work on Booker. I really like Booker's first half defense. They've had Keon Ellis out there for a while, and Monk as well, who can't seem to buy a shot here tonight. They find DeRozan inside. He kicks it out to Schroeder. Long two for Dennis. He's going to miss that. Rebounded by Royce O'Neal. Can Booker cook here? Find Richards down low, out to Brooks in the corner. Brooks needs that, and he gets it. That's Dylan Brooks' first points there as a Phoenix Sun. A nice find in the corner by Richards, who picks up his first assist of the season. We're up by 15 now. We've given up 32 points in the first half. DeRozan knocks down a three. Okay, I can't say that's vintage DeRozan. Basically the opposite. Oh, nice pick and roll. We didn't get what we wanted there. All right, Royce O'Neal, can you go to work here on DeRozan? Inside with the left hand, no good. DeRozan, again, he's going to miss that. Why did he settle? I don't know. Devin Booker, I mean, I don't want to run it too much here, but Booker can get around Keon Ellis inside. Booker, wow, gets blocked by Keon Ellis. I mean, Keon Ellis is a good defender, so that's not super shocking. All right, so we got 37 seconds left. I would like to end off the first half on a good note. We're up by 12. What were we up by 17 at one point? I mean, DeRozan, I don't know if this is a mismatch, but yeah, he can use his elusiveness. He misses that, and we can hold it for the final shot. Booker, get a screen. I kind of want to just go mid-range Booker here. Pulls up. Oh, man, just missed that. I'm slightly early on my Booker shots. Hey, I'll take a 12-point lead at the end of the first half, though. I always forget that Charles Barkley is not in this game. All right, so let's start off the second half here. We're going to have pretty much the same starting five. It's just Richards is going to be out there instead of Mark Williams. Give him a breather. Nice find there by Royce O'Neal to Nick Richards. We're back up by 14. Royce O'Neal is going to knock down a three. They cut it to 4, so now we're back up by 7 here, 60 to 53. I need to get my subs in. Oh, Devin Booker almost got a steal there on Dennis Schroeder. Dennis Schroeder is going to find Sabonis down low. They're going to run the DHO, which is a Sabonis special. Schroeder's going to get that to go. We're going to use another timeout. All right, so this is an interesting lineup out here as DeRozan is going to miss that. Richards can't quite bring down the rebound, but it's Gillespie. I think Grayson Allen's in at the 2, Nigel Hayes, Richards, and Ryan Dunn. Yeah, like, where is the offensive creation here? Like, I'd love to have a Dennis Schroeder running the point off the bench. Maybe then a Gillespie has a beautiful block there by Richards. Risky pass there. Gillespie is going to get to the rim, and he's going to finish that around Malik Monk, back up by 7. Malik Monk for 3. He can't buy a shot, and that's going to be the first one he knocks down. It's a 4-point Suns lead. It was once, like 17. That's just the modern NBA for you. Man, I'm going to ramble a little bit in this just because it's going to be a long episode here. But 2K, or we kind of got teased with, like, the new NCAA game from EA, and now it's going to be a 2K game. It might be, like, a DLC. I just, like, can't wait for those type of rebuilds, and, like, it's going to be so much fun to do, like, a franchise or, like, those dynasties. Gillespie's going to have to hit a tough... Wow, that's the Nova in Gillespie. He knocks that down. 6-point Suns lead. Do I try to build the Nova Suns? Do I get like DiVincenzo, Gillespie, Ryan Arcidiacono, which is like the Timu Nova Knicks? Yeah, I can't get around that. This is going to be a bad possession. Oh, just unnecessary. Foul right there by Nick Richards. I kind of want to see... I mean, I don't have to play Rasheer Fleming yet, and Kobe Bryant's not even on a real deal. I mean, do I want to get Kaman out there? No, I think I'm fine with this rotation still. Sabonis is going to complete the 3-point play. It's a 3-point game. It's not pretty. Oh, they're kind of caught sleeping. Ryan Dunn's going to get that. All right, maybe not. Gillespie's going to get a screen from Nick Richards. He's going to pull up, and he's going to knock that down. Colin Gillespie. Maybe it's going to be TJ McConnell. I don't know why that comp is kind of crazy. Has anybody said that about a small white point guard could be the next TJ McConnell? Monk kicks it over to Levine, over to Keegan Murray. Good closeout there by Ryan Dunn. Good rebound there. Oh, Ryan Dunn's wide open. Can I get this around? Oh, and he steps up. Jesus Christ, that's so bad. Let's double DeRozan a little bit. Actually, we're good. Nigel Hayes defense with grit. That's all you can do on DeRozan, man. Back to a 3-point game. Ryan Dunn rolled to the rim. Good roll by Dunn, and he could throw it down. He's got 6 points. I mean, they've all been close to the rim because we know Ryan Dunn, really not much of a shooter. All right, Zach LaVine for 3. That is no good. Rebounded by Nick Richards. Let's kick it up to Gillespie. Ryan Dunn, so risky throwing these stupid balls, man. I'm like Tua throwing hospital balls over the middle of the field right now. DeRozan, unnecessary, just does... That was so unnecessary to do all that for a brick. All right, Dunn. Can we... Okay, kick that out to Grayson Allen in the corner. That was a long 2, and he's going to miss it anyway. I don't think I've hit a single shot with Grayson Allen tonight. Sabonis inside, and he's going to knock that down. It's a 3-point game. I mean, we're staying, like, afloat here at least with Jalen Green and Devin Booker off the floor. Like, Booker's got... Like, I'd rather... I don't know. Could we get Green in? No, I think I want to keep those guys just, like, energized. I don't think I can get the full 4th quarter out of them, but I would like to get, like, most of it if I can. Kick it to Ryan Dunn in the corner. Oh, I'm so scared to try to shoot the ball with him. Can we maybe back down Keegan Murray? 3 seconds here. 2, Ryan Dunn with the right hand. That is going to be no good. No foul call either. Oh my God, Gillespie's ankles just got broken. Oh no. Oh no. Malik Monk finds the Domantas Sabonis down low. Not ideal. Not ideal. Yeah, I feel like just another broken possession. Nobody's able to create separation. Nobody gets open. Gillespie, though, is going to finish around the rim. Nice screen there by Ryan Dunn, who is a good screen setter. Like, he's a good spot screen guy. And then he can be a fine short roller, and I trust him to have the vision and the patience to make the extra pass in the corner. But we're still up by 3 here. Damn, we were really only up by 1, and I don't like this. DeRozan, okay, good defense there, but DeRozan is just that savvy veteran, man. He's too good. So I'm going to keep this lineup out here for the rest of the third. I mean, it might be crazy to try to play Booker and Green the whole fourth. I might start with Green out there and Booker kind of on the bench. Let me get a screen here. I mean, I don't mind Gillespie taking a 3. I need Ryan Dunn to set a good screen. And it was actually okay. Gillespie to the rim. Woo, that did not get blocked by Keegan Murray. Colin Gillespie with 10 points off the bench. Hell yeah. All right, can we get a stop here? Nobody can really stop DeRozan. I'm trying with Nigel Hayes. Stay in front of him. Good stop defense right there. Come on, let's stay in front. Oh, I'm nervous, man. DeRozan's going to cook me. I mean, let him settle for a 3. Okay, he cooks me. And that, wow, we almost... Good rim protection, no foul, no block, but we get the DeRozan miss. All right, so we're here at the start of the fourth quarter. I'm going to keep, like, most of these guys out here, I think. Schroeder's going to settle for a 3, no good. Wow, that is a fantastic rebound by Nick Richards over Sabonis. My dumbass throws it away, but they get a backcourt violation. I mean, that was just like, he launched over Sabonis there, and that, like, Sabonis is one of the best, if not the best rebounder in the NBA. So I got Jordan Goodwin in for Grayson Allen. I kind of have guys that can cut, slash, defend, will run all over the place, which I'm intrigued about this. Hayes, I kind of want you to get downhill. Okay, I have Sabonis on me. I got 10 seconds here. Let's call an isolation. Hayes, get around Sabonis, please. Please. Okay, you really can't get around Sabonis. This is going to be one of the worst possessions possible. That was embarrassing. Did that go in? Did that go in? I don't think it went in. As long as we can keep this lead, I'm like, okay, having Green and Booker off the bench, because then they're both going to come in to, like, finish up the game. I need Kaman to play some solid defense like that. Like that. Until Mark Williams is ready to go for, like, the final 8 or so minutes. Like, we can call, like, this lineup's kind of like a scrappy lineup, although it would be probably Richards out there instead of Kaman. Like, Dennis Schroeder's hitting that. Come on, man. That is such a tough shot. Like, this is not Germany Dennis Schroeder. This is Sacramento Kings Schroeder. He should not be hitting that shot. I mean, the closest thing was, I guess, like, Brooklyn Nets Schroeder last year. All right, good win. Back to Gillespie. I mean, there's going to be some bad lineups out here, or just some bad possessions. Like, am I going to have to settle for another screen? Like, I don't trust Ryan Dunn in the post. And Gillespie can't throw a stupid entry pass. All right, Keon Ellis driving down the court. And Goodwin, we are now losing. All right, time to get Booker and Green in. All right, it's been a minute. Devin Booker's got 17 points. He's going to play the rest of this game. We're going to get a double. Kick that out to Dylan Brooks, and he's going to miss that. Come on, right there. I didn't green the rebound, I guess, right? I forgot that's the thing this year. All right, if I'm going to get Devin Booker to be double-teamed, I like our chances. It's just that one didn't connect. I mean, Dylan Brooks didn't hit a 3. Maybe I get Grayson Allen out there, but then it's like, can you trust the defense? Come on. Over Sabonis. Okay, good defense there. Sabonis with the rebound, and he gets me in the air. Down by 4 now. All right, Devin Booker trying to go around Dennis Schroeder. He's going to get to the free throw line. There we go. That's Schroeder's second foul. I feel like we haven't gone to the free throw line a ton tonight. Devin Booker's first free throw is going to be good. He's got 18. Like, I need this guy to give me, like, 10 fourth quarter points. I don't... I missed that free throw. I think he played at the start of the third, but, like, I didn't really get to play him that much in the third. Maybe, like, I'm learning here, like, how I want my rotations to look like. And I probably left that, like, Colin Gillespie, Nigel Hayes lineup out there too long. Green posting some good defense. They're going to go... I got Richards back in the game until Mark Williams in. Richards with good defense there, but Sabonis, man. Oh, and then Keon Ellis wide open, and he's going to knock that down. It's a 6-point game. I only have 3 timeouts left, so I don't want to use one, but this is not... I'm like, this is even their best lineup out there. You got no DeRozan. You have no Levine out there. Running a floppy set for Dylan Brooks. Monk doesn't even jump. Like, are you kidding me? Don't step out of bounds, Brooks. I will cry. Stupid pass. I'm making stupid decisions. Stupid decisions. Keon Ellis driving down. He's going to find Sabonis inside. I'm jumping in the air for no reason. My God, we're down by 8. I'm blowing this so hard. Yeah, Jalen Green only 5 points in his Suns debut. There would be some hot takes after this one, but he's going to get down to the rim, and he's going to throw that down. He's got 7 points now. Keon Ellis wide open. Beautiful pass there by Sabonis, and he misses it. Oh, my God, but he get the rebound. All right, we got lucky there. I mean, Keon Ellis and Malik Monk have missed some wide open shots. We're going to have to double. We're going to have to double here. Sabonis knocks that down over Devin Booker. back to an 8-point game. All right, Booker getting downhill. He's going to finish at the rim as well. 20 points now for D-Book. All right, so I pretty much have the starting 5 in left for the rest of this game unless Mark Williams is like dying out there. So we're down by 6. We're still in this game. They have Drew Eubanks at the 5, so they're going to let Sabonis rest a little bit. Dillon Brooks down low, fouls DeMar DeRozan. I mean, Brooks is probably going to be chirping at the refs for that one. DeRozan at the free throw line is going to knock down the first. He might have 20 in this game or something close to that. I know Sabonis has 25. So he goes 2 for 2. They're back up by 8. Booker coming over a screen does not create good separation around Mark Williams, who I'd like to kind of get the ball to down low. If he could poster Sabonis, can we do the same on Drew Eubanks? Yep, there we go. You are a beast, Mark Williams. I might extend you right after this game after that. 6-point game. I mean, Jalen Green guarding Zach LaVine is, I don't know. Like, Jalen Green can have his defensive moments, but just because of the athleticism, I thought he was really good defensively at the start of the 25 season. Kind of tapered off over the course of the year. Off DeRozan with that hook shot, really. Jalen Green coming over screen. Like, I kind of want like a Jalen Green heat check a little bit, but we're going to get downhill. We're going to finish that. He's got 9 now. And Malik Monk drives right by me and he throws it down. Hey, it's tough, man. It's tough sometimes just leaving Devin Booker out there on an island. I don't know if that's our defensive scheme. I don't know. Like, we should maybe just have Mark Williams at drop coverage. Like, why are we worried about Drew Eubanks out there? Let's kick it back to Booker. I wouldn't mind, like, even Jalen Green sending a screen. Royce O'Neal with the screen there. Finds him down low, and he's going to get to the free throw line. Late foul there by Keegan Murray. He picks up his second. Only 2 team fouls in this quarter. Royce O'Neal is going to knock down his first free throw. Wasn't pretty. He's got 8 points, almost the same as Jalen Green. He's going to go 2 for 2. So Booker's got 20. Mark Williams has 10 and 9. 89, 83. I wonder if we're going to crack 100. Shooter, okay. Wow. What a pass there. Finds Keegan Murray. 9-point game. I mean, now, like, I guess the offense is slowing down, but the defense hasn't been as good as it was in the first half. All right, let's see, like, Booker. I want Booker to cook here. Kick that out to Dillon Brooks. One more to Royce O'Neal. Good closeout. Good rotation. I've not seen DeMar DeRozan run that fast in 10 years. What the hell was that? All right, Royce O'Neal dropped down low. Booker on an island yet again of Dennis Schroeder, who I don't think is, he's played for a lot of teams in his career, but I don't think he's ever played for the Suns. DeRozan, Sabonis, pick and roll, and we are screwed. It's now an 11-point game, 4:20 left. I mean, hey, if I had my first round pick, I'd be okay losing this game. At least we showed, like, competitiveness, and of course I had to blow it. All right, let's go down here. Devin Booker, screw it. Let's get the rebound with O'Neal. Oh my God, Sabonis gets in there. Yep, I'm really just choking this game. Down by 11, 4 minutes to go. DeRozan. That might be it. Devin Booker 3-ball. That's good. All right, he's got 23, back to a 10-point game. DeMar DeRozan, too good, man. This guy, he might have 30. He's got 24 in this game. Only 6 from mid-range. It feels like it's a lot more than that. I kind of wanted to try to blow by him with Brooks. I feel like I just didn't do a good enough job getting guys mismatches. Like, okay, Green, can we blow by LaVine, please? Pull up right there. No good. I mean, not the best debut game for Green or Dillon Brooks. Brooks more so defensively was fine. Oh my God. Mark Williams comes in to help. Luckily, LaVine misses that. And okay. Let's chalk it up to me being an idiot. That's all on me. Yep. I want to forget about this fourth quarter. We are going to end up losing by 19, 107-88. So yeah, Colin Gillespie was a perfect 5 for 5 in this game. Jalen Green goes 5 of 13. Booker 9 of 19. For the Kings, Sabonis at 29. DeRozan had 27. If we look at our team stats here, we knocked down 5 more free throws than them. They took 15 more threes. We did shoot 50% from the field. All right, so we start off the season 0-1. That is great. Anybody get injured to start off the year? Or I also want to see, because I'm recording this or starting this on like the 17th, so like Kuminga and Grimes technically haven't signed yet. I'm not going to go out of my way and sign like Russ, although like I kind of want Russ. I mean, I don't know why he wants 17 million. I can't afford that, and I would have to release somebody, and I don't even know if I'd be able to get him. I mean, I would release like Butler and sign Russ. Like Russ could be huge for us to like help us elevate the floor of this team throughout the regular season. Maybe I sign Ben Simmons, just take a flyer on him. Let's see how the first like week goes. So we have a game here against the Clippers on the road. Maybe they don't have Kawhi Leonard by October 24th. We'll see. We're going to lose by 21. Jalen Green played a lot better in this one. He had 30 points in 30 minutes, 12 of 17. Devin Booker, 25 and 8. Richards, 10 and 7. And then a road game here against the Nuggets. We're going to lose this one by 8. Jamal Murray with 27. Jalen Green with 24. Booker with 23. So after the first week, going 0-3, Grizzlies fans got to be ecstatic. They're like, we're going to get a top 10 pick in this draft now. So if we look at the transaction report, Al Horford goes to Cleveland. So you were two-way Golden State. Malik Beasley now Innocent goes to the Orlando Magic. Russ goes to the Celtics. Lakers get Grimes. Kuminga to the Pistons. Craig and Milton to the Warriors. DeAndre Jordan to the Cavs. Cameron Payne to the Sixers. And we fired our GM for, I guess, me, technically. So this could be our first win of the year. It's on the road against the Utah Jazz. I don't know. It's said that our first win may come against the Jazz, who are projected like the lowest win total since like the Trust the Process Sixers. And we are down by 4 at the start of the fourth quarter. We're up by 8, up by 6, up by 3. Let's see if we can pull this one out. I actually love this Jazz court. Is that what it's going to look like next year? I'm in love with this. Okay, we have a bad switch here. And their uniforms, man. I was thinking about doing a Jazz rebuild, so sorry, Jazz fans. Maybe we'll do that at one point this year. They have a massive lineup out there. It's Kyle Anderson at the point guard spot. He's like 6'9". He's going to find Kessler inside. Williams can stay in front of him, both from the 2022 draft class. Offensive 3 seconds, right? Bang, there we go. So I also want to check, did Devin Booker foul out? Or don't tell me he's hurt. So Collier's got 22, Sensaball's got 22. Booker's got 30 and 9. He did foul out. That's unfortunate. Dylan Brooks is 23. That might be a Suns high right there. So, all right, Devin Booker out. Can we trust Jalen Green to like be that number 1 for us? Risky pass to Ryan Dunn, but he threads the needle. 5-point lead. I could have kicked it to the corner, to the strong side corner there. I think it might have been Dylan Brooks or Royce O'Neal who would have been open, but we'll take that. Green guarding. Oh, what a steal there by Royce O'Neal. Kick it over to Green. Back to O'Neal. O'Neal throws it down. That should be it. Just, you know what, I guess a mistake from a young guy. It's what you'd expect. Green and O'Neal might have just solidified the Suns' first win of the year. Also, I like these Suns jerseys as well. I think they have a good color scheme for the NBA. Brooks guarding Sensabaugh. I would love to pick up Sensabaugh throughout this. And Sensabaugh gets right around us. He's going to throw that down on Mark Williams. Still up by 5. I assume they're going to foul us, obviously. All right, let's see if I'm going to choke this on the road. First free throw's good. That was a little scary. Jalen Green, only 11 points in this one. Let's see if he can go 2 for 2, and he will. Bang. 2 huge free throws from Jalen Green. They're going to use their last timeout. We're up by 7 with 19 seconds left. If I blow this, oh, man, maybe I should trade Devin Booker to Memphis right now for my first-round pick back. I don't know why the game decided to put in Isaiah Livers. Okay, and Sensabaugh is wide open. Let's see. I would go for the 3 Sensabaugh. Dylan Brooks is not the guy you want to attack either. Good defense here by Brooks. Okay, and they're wasting so much time. Isaiah Collier, the last guy you probably want taking the 3. He's going to miss that. And yep, the Phoenix Suns are going to win. How about that? I'm just taking a dumb shot for no reason. All right, so we got our first win of the season by 7. Booker with 30. Brooks with 23. Let's go. All right, hopefully we can beat Memphis. I'm sure they want to win this game because they have our first round pick. All right, there we go. A little bit of a winning streak. We win this one at home. Booker with 27, Ryan Dunn with a season-high 18, Grayson Allen knocked 17, Mark Williams, double-double. Brooks did struggle in this game, Royce O'Neal as well. Like, I really need Royce O'Neal and Grayson Allen to play well so I could trade them for something at the deadline. And then we start NBA Cup play here against the Jazz, and we just gave them their first win of the year. They are going to win 127-122. Jalen Green had 24. Royce O'Neal had 19. And another reason why I want to do the Suns over the Jazz, those are pretty much the final 2 teams. The Suns are going to be more difficult. Like the Jazz, you have so many young players. You have so much draft capital. You have your first round pick this year. We don't have any of that. Royce O'Neal at 23 as we move to the Spurs here. Wemby already hurt. Uh-oh. I guess Wemby got hurt already. That's not good. Royce O'Neal at 23, Booker 21 in this game. What is Booker averaging on the year? 23.7, 6.9 assists. Would like for him to be averaging a little bit more. And then a road game here against Golden State. We are going to lose this one by 20. Steph had 38, Green had 34, Booker had 21. 10 assists in this one. Green is averaging 21 this year. I would like for him to be better from 3 and from the free throw line. So far this year, through 8 games, if we take a look here at the standings, the Clippers have yet to lose. We are currently the 3rd worst offensive team in the West, and we are currently the 6th worst defensive team in the West. Not ideal. Not ideal whatsoever. So the Clippers are 7-0. Can we give them their first loss this year? We play them twice now. 3 times this year in the first month. And wow, they're 3-0 against us already. So we lose by 33, 31 for Booker, but Harden had 25, Collins had 21 and 12. And then we lose by 11 here. Booker had 39, Green had 23. All right, so 2-8 is not the start we wanted. I think we're going to change some things here in the starting 5. Obviously, it's going to, or the lineup, it's going to be Booker, Green. I mean, Brooks has been too bad this year, so we're going to go down to 25 minutes a night for him. Royce O'Neal's actually been pretty good, so I think I'm going to stick at 25 nights or 25 minutes for him. I don't think I'm going to insert any of these guys in the lineup, but if Grayson Allen's going to shoot that good, I'm going to, play him 25 minutes a night. Jordan Goodwin, not been good, so no pun intended. So I think I'm going to remove him from the rotation. Let's go 10, to Nigel Hayes Davis. Let's go 20 to Nick Richards. And the final 14, like, I could see what Rasheer Fleming can do. I know it's weird to play Fleming over Kaman. But right now, I just don't know if I want 3 centers in this rotation. So, home game here against the Pelicans, a winnable game. And we are going to win this one. There we go, 115, 108. I'm trying to win. I do not want to give the Grizzlies a really good draft pick. But I just kind of know we have a ceiling as a roster. So now we have 2 teams that were in the 2024 conference finals. And we're in the last 2 NBA finals, but they both lost. Let's see if we're able to beat them. Mark Williams, Chicago for the first rounder. And Kenrich Williams for, so Kenrich Williams for Mark Williams, and I get a first. We're going to decline that trade. Can we beat Dallas? No, we get blown out. Klay Thompson at 23, Cooper Flagg at 23. Home game here against the Pacers, and we end up winning this one by 4. 31 for Green, 29 for Booker. There we go. So that was a nice win. Dylan Brooks maybe getting on track a little bit. 18 for Brooks right there. Atlanta's a good team. I don't feel comfortable about beating them. Yeah, we're confident. We end up losing by 27. Trae Young at 26. Reese Shea, Porzingis, and Okongwu all did well. No injuries so far for us if we look at the entire league. Damn, Carter Bryant ruptures his Achilles. Jabari Smith, spinal injury. DeJounte Murray hurt, I guess, on top of the Achilles tear. Jalen Johnson got hurt again. Is he building that reputation of maybe being injury prone? We do beat Portland there by 16. Dame with 32. Booker with 26. Jalen Green with 26 as well. Home game here against Minnesota, they're 11-4. Damn, it would have been nice to rattle off 2 wins in a row. So I guess we'll just do a little bit of a league update here. Who's like leading the league in scoring? Wow, I did not expect for it to be Kevin Durant. Would be nice to have Kevin Durant on the team right now, won't lie. Booker is number 9 in scoring with around 25 a night. Rebounds per game, Sabonis is number 1. Mark Williams, though, number 5. So we have 2 guys in the top 10 there. No guy in top 10 assists, but Booker should be, not that far down. Damn, Mike Conley, 6.7 assists. Booker, 6.6. All right, and then home game here against the Spurs. We are going to beat them by 2. All right, Booker had 32 in this one. Wemby, all right. Is Mark Williams the Wemby stopper? De'Aaron Fox did not play well either. 6-11. It's just like the loaded Western Conference. I don't feel confident about beating any of these teams up on the schedule here in November. Home game here against the 9-5 Rockets. Maybe I'll hop into this one because it is Kevin Durant's return to Phoenix. Devin Booker in the introduction. Maybe he's pissed. Maybe this is like Russell Westbrook versus the Warriors. It's going to be Devin Booker versus the Rockets. All right, Mark Williams, Şengün, and Şengün is going to win that tip. So Aaron Holiday is their starting point guard. Okay, Fred VanVleet must be hurt. Jalen Green or Amen Thompson we have to worry about. He's a little wild there. He's going to miss his first shot. I mean, I don't feel confident we're going to win this game. I'm definitely going to simcast some of this game as well. I want to see how we do in the sim. So Booker sets a screen for Dylan Brooks. Deep 3. Like, I mean, it's a tough one. Like, Dylan Brooks does not have limitless range. It's not like that's Devin Booker. Even Devin Booker, Damian Lillard. I do need Dylan Brooks to try to chirp at Kevin Durant. Like, be Lance Stevenson versus LeBron. I mean, Aaron Holiday's a fine defender, but I feel like we should be able to, like, I don't know. Like, Devin Booker should be able to have himself a game. Yeah. There we go. Oh, that's such an early release, I guess. Mark Williams, though, gets the rebound. He's going to miss the putback, though. Yeah, trying to guard Kevin Durant's going to be tough. Oh, my God, man. Kevin Durant is so good. It's just, like, impossible to block him. I'm just going to keep Dylan Brooks on him. I feel like that's the assignment to go with. I don't think I'm going to put, like, Ryan Dunn on him at all. Jalen Green, though, I failed to mention this is him against his former team. But, yeah, you have the Amen Thompson assignment defensively, which is insanely difficult. All right, let's just go Devin Booker. I hate that I have to, like, try to do a bailout screen there. He's going to miss that, but Royce O'Neal's right there. A nice tip out there by Şengün. Just smart basketball. Dylan Brooks just glitched out. Thompson misses that, but Eason with the rebound. Mark Williams has to guard KD. I mean, not the worst. Maybe it is the worst. Kevin Durant's 4 points already, or does he have 6? He might have 6. Oh, boy. This is not a good start whatsoever. I just don't trust many people here. Like, I like Dylan Brooks as, like, a bench guy, but he's, like, my third option. Devin Booker to the rim. He's going to get that for our first bucket of the night. And Kevin Durant off a screen. That is going to be no good. Rebounded there by Mark Williams. So, hey, Kevin Durant can miss a shot. Dylan Brooks in the corner. He's going to miss that. I just can't master his release right now. Amen Thompson in transition is a scary sight. I'll let him shoot the ball. Mark Williams, though, guarding him is not what we want. Şengün can shoot the ball as well. Eason, okay, Kevin Durant. Okay, this is just sad. This is just sad at this point. I mean, let's see if they send a double. Mark, get out of my way. Okay, they are going to send the double. Royce O'Neal wide open for 3. Why can't the bar be a little bit greener? He's wide open. He's not a bad three-point shooter. Ah, that is frustrating. Mark Williams, good defense on Şengün. He has 4 rebounds already. I mean, our offense has just been bad. Like, I know the defense hasn't been great, but the offense either. I mean, trying to get Jalen Green around Amen Thompson is obviously difficult in its own right. Let's see what we could do. Just not even a green bar in general, but Mark Williams on the cleanup crew. What? My God, man, this is frustrating. Şengün for 3. No way. Okay. All right. Booker, go right around Aaron Holiday. Thank you. To the rim. I mean, I may just have Devin Booker take 50 shots tonight. Şengün. Oh, wow. Okay. Kevin Durant goes out of bounds. I'll take that. Jalen Green using a screen. Okay. All right. Down 13-4. I'm going to call a timeout right now. All right. Booker setting a screen for, or Brooks setting a screen for Booker. Wow. Booker guarded by KD. It's pretty electric. I don't know how I feel about this. Are they going to double? No, because Kevin Durant's got like, what, bunch of inches on Devin Booker. Booker pulls up. He's going to miss that, but I need Kevin Durant out-rebounding Mark Williams. Okay. He's so freaking good, man. Maybe that's the Hall of Fame for us. I don't know. Jalen Green misses another layup. I'm going early on all my layups. I don't know if I should go to real shot percentage. I didn't want to. I was fine against the Kings here, but Hall of Fame against this Rockets team with this Suns roster is really making me question all my decisions. I can't get behind Şengün. Oh my God. How did they not find Easton down low? He was wide open. He's going to kick it over to KD. KD guarded by Dylan Brooks. Oh my God, man. Why does that happen? He's got, oh my God, man. I don't even want to know how many points Kevin Durant has already. Can we just get to the rim with Booker? Booker to the rim. He's the one that could finish inside, but nobody else can. And Şengün gets, jeez, man. I mean, like, the Rockets are a finals contender. We are far from that for sure. I mean, yeah, they were never getting Amen Thompson or Alperen Şengün in a KD trade. But boy, do I wish we had that right now. All right, I don't know why Devin Booker is sending off-ball screens. He kind of gets around his guy right there. They're going to send the double. Kick that out to Royce O'Neal. Royce O'Neal. Why are you a terrible spot-up three-point shooter, Royce? Why? And, like, the spacing gets so bad. I know I got to make an extra pass sometime. Okay, Booker, you get on Kevin Durant. That's going to work. Okay, how many first-quarter points does this dude have? 14! 14 against his former team. Put me out of my goddamn misery, KD. Jesus Christ. All right, Mark. You want to set a screen? Okay, just don't set a screen at all. Booker. I'm just frustrated. Let's just yeah, we're going to forget this game ever happened. I think I know my lane. I should play teams like the Jazz and the Kings, not the Rockets right now. So we actually made it close with the Sim. Booker at 27-9. Grayson Allen at 22, Jalen Green at 16, 6 of 16, 2 of 8 from 3. Mark Williams, 13 rebounds, but did not score. How many did KD have? He had 36 in 29 minutes. All right, let's see how the rest of November goes. Road game against the Kings. They're 7-10. We lost by 50 to the Kings. Excuse me. Booker at 30. Oh my God, if Booker gets hurt, this team is effed, man. This team is so screwed. Yeah, against a team that won 68 wins last year. We ended up losing by a lot. We ended up losing 108-146. And great. Our NBA Cup game or matchup here is going to be against the Rockets on the road. But yeah, Jalen Green went 7 of 26, 5 of 15 from 3. He's got a 55% true shooting percentage to start off the year. That has not been ideal. Home game against the Nuggets. I got offered Malik Monk and Isaac Jones for Dylan Brooks and Rasheer Fleming. We're going to decline that. And we're going to lose by 2 to Denver. 35 for Booker in this one. 28, 8, and 8 for Jokic. And let's go here to the Lakers. I mean, a team we could definitely beat. I got offered Valanciunas and Bruce Brown for Mark Williams and Nigel Hayes. No, I don't want to do that. The Lakers are going to have, we have the lead here at half. There we go. Are we going to dominate them? No, we're not going to dominate any team this year. Actually, we low-key do dominate them. Okay, we win convincingly. We win by 13. 32 for Booker against the Lakers playing at the Staples Center or the Crypto, whatever it's called now. Grayson Allen with 21. You have Mark Williams with 18 in 23 minutes. Did he foul out? I don't know. I guess not. And then we have 3 days of rest before taking on the Rockets. So here we go. First scouting report. I mean, I'm not going to be picking high. So we can look at I don't know. We're looking for just best player available. That's how you should go about it. But I would like somebody that can maybe just space the floor. Maybe could be a power forward. It's just Jaden Queenance. It is. I know the names get messed up a little bit. We'll scout Cole Pete. We'll scout Kareem Lopez. We'll do Patrick there, Tomislav, Malik Thomas, Elijah Arenas, Alex Condon. I got 5 more visits. Hans Steinbach. I think it changes the name throughout the year as well. Salas Demery. We could scout Isaiah Evans. Nicolas Alvadas. Yep. From Greece and then Virginia Tech. Donnie Freeman from Syracuse. Boogie Fland or Toge Owe. Let's scout these guys and let's advance there. So we are taking on the Rockets. 3 days rest. Can we get revenge after them embarrassing me a couple weeks ago? Nope. They end up beating us by an even bigger amount. They win by 28. Oh my God. We were outscored 25 in the fourth. It was actually kind of close going into the fourth quarter. That is brutal. All right. And then we have 2 days of rest taking on Minnesota on the road. I feel like we have a lot of road games this year, and we are going to lose this game. Jeez Christ, man, by 34. Rasheer Fleming didn't attempt a single shot. All right, 1 of 4, 5 turnovers for Nick Richards. I do think now at this point, let's just start getting some of the younger guys in there. So what I'm going to do is Nigel Hayes. I mean, we'll play him a little bit more. Like, I do want to get Kaman in the rotation. It's just like I have Richards, I have Mark Williams. Road game here against Minnesota on December 11th. We won by 1. A good defensive game. 28 for Jalen Green, 13 for Mark Williams in just 22 minutes. And it's December 14th. We're 8-17. Where are we in the Western Conference standings? So Memphis is 1 game worse, but they have our pick and their pick. The Jazz are 3-ish games worse, 2.5 games worse. Sacramento, 2 games better. Same with Portland. I mean, we're getting out of that playing tournament spot, but that's where I want to get in. I would like to be the 10th seed this year. A team we have to beat to get there are the Pelicans, and they beat us by 29. Jalen Green had 31. Dylan Brooks had 23. Booker had 20. Nobody else got in double figures. All right, then we have 3 days rest. The NBA Cup MVP is going to be Ivica Zubac of the LA Clippers. Okay. I do want to see who they beat. They beat the Magic by 17. Kawhi had 25, Beal had 22, Malik Beasley had 21. And then we have actually been pretty lucky this year with injuries. We have none right now. Looking at the league, damn, Conky Nipple got hurt. Benedict Mather in a big year with no Halliburton got hurt. Jared McCain got hurt again. Cam Whitmore got hurt, unfortunately. And then we have 2 games against Golden State. We lose that one, and we lose that one. All right, so we were 8-20 on the year. Not ideal. Devin Booker's averaging 25. Royce O'Neal is on a slide right now. He's shooting sub 40% from the field. Do I want to throw Ryan Dunn into the starting lineup? There's just not a lot of names here that I like. I'm going to update my trade block real quick. So right now, we're going to throw untouchables is pretty much just Devin Booker. I don't want to trade him. Trade block. I mean, I'll listen for Jalen Green. I'll listen for Dylan Brooks. I'll listen for Grayson Allen. I'll listen for Nick Richards. And I'll listen for Royce O'Neal. I'm not targeting anybody at the moment. And then, I guess, yeah, I think I do have trade approval on. Or I thought I did. Yeah, I think I do. I don't think anybody's gotten traded. So, the Lakers re-signed Reeves to a steal of a deal. Norman Powell got a nice extension. G.G. Jackson got extended. Levine got extended. Okay. Those are pretty notable. Home game against the Lakers. Michael Porter Jr. and Jalen Wilson for Allen and Brooks. Interesting, but no. Actually, that is interesting to get Michael Porter Jr. on this team. He has 2 years left on the deal. So we beat the Lakers a little bit ago, but then we end up getting blown out there. We're currently on a 4-game losing streak. Isaiah Collier for Dylan Brooks is a solid deal, but I don't know if I need another point guard. Back-to-back against the Pelicans, both on the road. Can we win at least one of these? We win. Okay, there we go, by 11. 33 for Jalen Green, 30 for Booker, 18 for Royce O'Neal, 11 rebounds for Richards. Can we maybe win 2 in a row? I don't think we've won 2 in a row. We did back in October. That's the last time we won 2 in a row. Come on, let's beat the Pelicans here on December 27th. Jed Howard for Mark Williams. I wouldn't mind taking a flyer on a young guy like Jed Howard. I just don't want to give up Mark Williams for that said young guy who's kind of like an afterthought. And we need a big fourth quarter to come back here. Down by 10, 8 minutes to go. Down by 8. Down by 9, 4 minutes left. Let's see if we could try to go on a little bit of a winning streak. Dylan Brooks finds Royce O'Neal down low. He's going to get that to go. See, like, why does Devin Booker and Jalen Green have, like, no energy whatsoever? That's unfortunate. I mean, we could keep them on the bench, but, like, 4 minutes left in the game, Jordan. Why aren't you, like, managing the minutes better? Zion doesn't really have that in his bag too much. He's going to miss that. So Jalen Green is like really tired out here. Jalen Green's going to come over a screen. He's got Karl Matkovic on him. That's a mismatch for sure. Jalen Green at the rim. He's going to get the foul call. And Jalen Green is going to knock down the first free throw. Let's see if he can go 2 for 2. He misses the second one. So Green does have 25. Or no, Booker has 25. Jordan Poole, quick trigger. That is no good. Booker with a nice rebound. I don't really want to throw it up to Dylan Brooks there. So I don't know. We're going to kick it to Dylan Brooks. Jordan Ott, please have something in your bag here. Please have some good play calls. It's just like Devin Booker screen. Mark Williams, who's he setting the screen for? It's supposed to be Jalen Green, but we can't create any separation right there. So I don't even know. Okay, well, yeah, let's get to the rim there with Booker. Who is guarding Booker? It looks like Mikal Brown, but obviously that's impossible. I don't even know who that is. Should I know who that is? Zion, pass the ball to this guy. Oh, it's Trey Alexander? Creighton Trey Alexander? Okay. I did not think he'd be in this Pelicans rotation at this point right now. Thought he would be on a 2-way. Royce O'Neal trying to guard Zion. Jesus Christ, this is like impossible. It's like a little kid trying to guard a Mack truck. All right, well, Zion's going to take a wild shot. No good. Brooks picks up his 4th rebound. He's got 19 points. How did you throw that bad of a pass? Why couldn't you just lead Devin Booker, who had so much space right there? We get the steal right back. That's how you throw a pass, Dylan Brooks. Okay, you're just running like so chaotically. But we're down by 4. Everybody's tired right now. Okay, and we're not throwing any good passes. Mark Williams set the screen. Can we get... Okay, well, Booker, let's see what we can do. Fall away jumper, that's no good. I gotta stop taking those. Zion downhill, scary sight. He's gonna get that to go. They're back up by 6. All right, can Devin Booker get around Trey Alexander? I guess not. Well, Devin Booker actually can get around him, and he's gonna get that to go. 29 for Devin Booker, who's extremely tired out there. I thought about going a little bit more youth in the lineup, like Kaman and Rasheer Fleming in the front court, and I'm gonna bring in Grayson Allen in the back court just because I need somebody with energy. I mean, Zion is just like... Oh, God. Mark Williams, try to play help T. Like, don't worry about Yves Missi taking any threes. He's not going to. He's going to make that, though. All right, it's a 6-point game with about a minute left. We have to be kind of quick here. I only trust Devin Booker creating his own shot. Devin Booker to the rim. That's going to be too tough. It's not going to go. I needed more guys around the glass. I also wondered, like, double big lineups that could go this year is terrible transition D. What are we doing, guys? All right, 8-point game. Probably it. I was going to say some double big lineups with Kaman and Mark Williams, but I just don't think I trust Kaman as a shooter whatsoever. All right, Booker, let's see if you could score quickly. Can you get around? I just got to stop taking those fall-away jumpers. All right, and then we have a road game here against the Wizards, in which we're going to actually win by 26, a team we should beat. 36 for Green, 35 for Booker, 13 for Allen, 13 for Richards. Like, we've been lucky this year with injuries. I showed you guys in the beginning. I do have it on 45, I think, injury. Or I don't know if I showed you guys that. So maybe I'll up it a little bit. Maybe I'll just put these on 50 and see how that looks. What I wanted to do, though, is check out the team stats around the league in terms of rating. So offensive rating, we are the 2nd worst offense in the NBA. Oh, and we're like over the tax, so that is brutal. I mean, we should have our full mid-level in the offseason, and we're the 7th worst defense. Jesus, we have the 5th worst point differential. Road game against Cleveland. I think they're going to beat us. Jordan Ott versus former team. We're going to lose by 9 there. Booker at 26, but Jalen Green... It's just like so inconsistent, man. If I look at his like recent games here, 10 points, 36, 22 points, 33, 17, 15, 18, 31. Like he'll go on these stretches and then he'll stop. And that's like, I think always been the thing. Rockets fans know that with Jalen Green is the inconsistency. I mean, the Kings beat us by like 50 last time we played them. We're at home. They blow us out here. So including opening night, they've just dominated us this year. Levine, DeRozan, and its opponents probably just inflate their offensive rating when they play us. Home game here against the Thunder. Oh my God, we lose by 1. I mean, like, we do need another full offseason of, like, flexibility with this team. I see you, Rasheer, even though he's not been good this year. I think what I want to do is also sign Kobe Brea up to the roster for the remainder of the year. I actually have to release somebody. I think that's going to be Jared Butler. He hasn't really cracked the rotation. We're going to release him to free agency. I'm going to call up Kobe Brea for the remainder of the year. Like, I don't think there's anybody I'm going to send to the G League. I guess I could assign Nigel Hayes. Not going to do that. I could assign Kaman Maiwatch to the G League. Honestly, let's do that. Let's just get him reps down there. Like, Iguodaro could be the 3rd string center. So now with this rotation, I mean, like, I like Kobe Brea's 3-point shooting. I just don't know, like, who's going to be the first team to make a trade, and will it be us? Like, we're probably going to lose here to the Rockets. They just blow us out. Kevin Durant, I feel like, just averages 35 in, like, 20 minutes against us this year. Devin Booker at 30. Jalen Green, just 7 to 10. Shoot the ball more, dude. Memphis, you could beat this team, please. You beat them already once this year. Gabe Vincent for Trey Jones. I'll allow that. I mean, I guess the Bulls getting expiring. It's a minuscule trade. I'll let it happen. There's our first injury. Ryan Dunn sprained or torn MCL. He could play through it, but we're not going to let him do that. I think we're going to allow more minutes to Rasheer Fleming. And I'm going to get Kobe Brea into the rotation. I want to see what he can do with his 3-point shot. It's just Kobe Brea is not a good defender. He wasn't at Kentucky. As Devin Booker, bruised left hip. He's going to have to play through that, dude. Like, I don't know who else to go to. Malcolm Brogdon really had 24 against us. Please beat Washington. Okay, thank you. You win by 23. Because I think if they beat us, we were going to have, like, the 2nd worst record in the NBA. Kobe Brea had 6 points here. Rasheer Fleming, 15 in this one. Okay, I see you, Rasheer. So, we're currently 11 and 28. This is brutal. I can't re-sign Mark Williams. I can re-sign Nick Richards to a cheap deal, but I think I'd rather get like 2nd rounders for him at the deadline. Miami hasn't been good. Oh my God. We had an exciting overtime game here. Tower Hero at 44. Devin Booker at 35. Jalen Green at 24. Mark Williams 22 and 14. Booker with 19. All right. It's all right. And then let's see how this one or our next game. Well, I got to scout new players. So, like, I guess I could just scout some guys at the top. You never know. Like, what if I do trade Devin Booker, right? I might as well have all these guys, like Mangun Guat, scouted as well. Just in case, yeah, I make a trade and move up in the draft. And then we beat Detroit by 21, which is maybe our best win of the year. It was either this game or the Lakers game. Dylan Brooks was really good in this game. 8 assists for Devin Booker. He didn't even shoot the ball well, but Green and Brooks got it done. How do we look against the Knicks on the road? We haven't played them yet. We lose by 12. At least it was somewhat competitive. Devin Booker's buddy Cat had 31 and 11. Jalen Green had 29. Booker had 28. All right, so we're 12 and 30 through our first 42 games. Do I just trade Devin Booker at this point? All right, so it's a new day for me. We are chugging along this 2025 season. Just not a lot to get excited about for this team. I don't think we're going to have anybody in the award race. Karl-Anthony Towns, 5th in the MVP race right now, which is interesting. Nobody in the Rookie of the Year race. 6th Man of the Year, nobody. D-Point, nobody. Most Improved, nobody. Clutch Player of the Year, nobody. So, like, when you're looking at this team, like, I had a day to, like, think about this. I mean, in 2K, like the Suns can be a little bit shocking this year. Maybe they're going to be competitive. But man, right now, like the position we're in, if I'm going to take like the realistic approach, I don't want to go over the second apron, which is around 207 million there in the team total salary in the top left. And the first apron's at like 187. So we have plenty of money like under the aprons. But man, like if nobody wants Grayson Allen's contract, which I think I can trade, but I'm going to probably have to get back a bad contract, at least for the next 2 years. I don't think I could trade him for an expiring. Like, does anybody want Royce O'Neal? I mean, 35 from 3, 84 from the free throw line, but the guy is non-existent within the three-point line, but I guess really hasn't been in a little bit. I can't believe after the 24 season, they gave him $40 million guaranteed. I know Royce O'Neal's a fine defender, but still. Just like an ill-advised use of money. Didn't really make a lot of sense. Like Gillespie, cup of coffee in the rotation. Jordan Goodwin, not much either this year. I think I got to just embrace the youth movement in the second half. There's no point in playing some of these older guys. So I think on February 1st is when we're going to get pretty active with trades. Can we like turn this around? Drew Holiday and a first for Manuel Quickly. I just don't think the Blazers would do that right now as we get blown out by the Hawks. Like the Hawks are a good team. They're objectively a good team. I mean, they're 26 and 21, so not an elite team, but they're beating us by what, 46 points. We're taking on the Heat at home. Dull to connect from Mark Williams. Where have you seen that one before? I'm not going to do that. January 25th here against the Heat. Andrew Wiggins and Rozier for Paul George and Drummond. Why would you do that, Miami? Why? I don't think I can let that one go through. So I'm not going to approve of that trade. And Mark Williams gets hurt. We do win a game. We beat the Heat because Devin Booker dropped 48. Jalen Green still averaging 21 this year. I don't even think like I could trade Jalen Green right now. That would have to like maybe come in the offseason. We'll see. And we're taking on the Nets. All right. We just won 2 in a row for the first time since like the first week of the season. Jalen Green at 21. Devin Booker at 12 assists. Mark Williams at 12 rebounds. There we go. So we're going to make some trades after these next 2 games. Both of them are at home. See, like this is an intriguing offer. Like I might go back to this. Like, I feel kind of, I don't know, am I ripping off the Wizards who have the cap space to absorb Grayson Allen's contract, but wouldn't they want to use that for a bigger name? Like, I would love Justin Champagnie on this team. I'm going to decline this right now, but I may, like, try to see if they would do Grayson Allen for CJ McCollum or something like that, get that expiring. Terry Rozier and Simone Fontecchio for Ty Jerome and KCP. So the Grizzlies are shedding some long-term money. I mean, this is too close to, like, I think I'd rather have, I don't know, like is getting Ty Jerome worth taking on an extra year of KCP making 21 mil, or would you rather just have Terry Rozier's like 25 million off the books? I mean, I'm going to approve of it. It's an interesting one for sure. So maybe that's a good trade. The Pistons blow us out here by 12. Not really a blowout. Oh, Kuminga is on Detroit. Look at that. And we beat Cleveland by 5. Maybe the best win of the year. Dylan Brooks at 26. Like he's somebody who could look to move at the deadline. So we're 16 and 33. I'm going to look to make some trades. I don't know. Like I could try to find one of the better Grayson Allen teams. We'll see what we could pull off. All right, so I have one trade idea. If you go to the team stats around the league and you look at the worst three-point shooting teams of like kind of good teams, the Detroit Pistons are a bottom 10 team in the NBA in terms of three-point percentage. So they could look for somebody to help them out there, as currently I believe they are the 6th seed, that said, in the Eastern Conference. They're looking for a little bit of a push. Karis LeVert solid player, shooting 30% from three. I was wondering if I could maybe do a Grayson Allen for Caris LeVert swap. I'm not asking for any draft capital in this trade. The only thing that we're going to benefit is LeVert has 1 more year after this year, while Grayson Allen has 2 more years. So this is going to set us up a little bit better long-term financially. They're going to say no, which I was worried that was going to happen. I don't really want to give you Nick Richards right now. I don't want to give you Ryan Dunn. Like, I don't know if I have another cheaper player to like kind of slide in here. Like Oso Ighodaro is kind of unhappy. I mean, I don't really want to throw in some seconds, but like I'll throw in 1 second. They really don't want to move Caris LeVert. That's unfortunate. So another team that's I think currently the 9th seed in the West, but they're a bottom like 10 3-point shooting team, the San Antonio Spurs. And Vassell, he's out for 2 to 4 weeks. I would probably try to do this for like Harrison Barnes. For some reason, is 2.5 stars. Barnes is shooting 34 from 3. They're going to get Grayson Allen, who's actually a great fit around Wemby and some of these guys. I think just us getting, I mean, LeVert's better than Barnes long term, but Barnes is an expiring contract, and that is kind of huge for us. We get out of like $35-ish million from Grayson Allen after this season, which I think could be crucial. They would want 2 second rounders. I'm also paying 2 second rounders to get off this as well. You know what? I'm going to say yes to this, but I'm going to go back and like retroactively put in those second rounders that we got from the Kevin Durant trade because 2K didn't put those in. All right, so we were able to trade a couple of our seconds because we do have a decent amount, and now our financial cap sheet could look a little bit better in the 2026 offseason. Like there's a chance we could have cap space this upcoming offseason. We get out of the Grayson Allen money long term. Harrison Barnes is still a fine player on this team. Like I said, if I trade Royce O'Neal, it's going to be something similar. I would have to probably give up multiple seconds. Like, I don't think Milwaukee's just absorbing Royce O'Neal. So I'm going to do this trade, I think, with the Memphis Grizzlies. I'm going to send them Royce O'Neal and a 2028 second from Houston. I got to take on John Conchar, who's not like a great player. He's 29 years old, but he's got $12 million remaining, a 1-year, $6 million contract after this year. We get out of Royce O'Neal's like 2 years after. So this is well worth it in my opinion. And we're going to send Royce O'Neal to a team that I feel like would want Royce O'Neal. They set up a little bit of long-term money after the KCP trade. So yeah, some of the veterans are gone. We're going to still embrace this youth movement. The only other player I think that I was going to trade at the deadline was going to be Dylan Brooks, but he's got another year after this year. I think he's a good role player. The value's kind of down right now because of the 3-point shooting being sub 30%, but the defense is still all defensive caliber. I was hoping for a first round pick, so I'm not going to get that. I think we're going to waive Jordan Goodwin here, and then I may look into free agency. So we're going to waive Goodwin. I don't know if I'm going to waive anybody else. Like, we could just technically buy out Harrison Barnes. Honestly, I'm going to do that. So this is technically like a buyout. He's going to hit free agency, and we should have a little bit of money to sign some guys as well. Like Precious Achiuwa still a free agent. Ben Simmons is a free agent. Like, why not? Let's just bring in Ben Simmons on a 1-year deal. It can't hurt. And also, Brandon Boston got waived as well. Low key, I'm going to throw a team option on that as well because Boston is still fairly young. I don't think I could sign anybody else, right? All right, Ken? No, yeah. So we just kind of got ahead of the trade market. We are probably done this year with trades. So it's going to be Booker, Green, still Brooks. We're going to start Ryan Dunn at the 4. I mean, I could still trade Nick Richards. Like, maybe it's not worth it if I'm actually going to bring back Mark Williams. Like, maybe I will trade Nick Richards. So let me figure that out over the next couple days. So home game here against the Clippers. Mark Williams is fully healthy, and we are going to lose this game by 7. Nigel Hayes, maybe for the first time this year, was our leading scorer. Like, he could maybe fetch me a second. Good free throw shooter and limited playing time. I don't know. Like, he's not a bad player. Like, I would maybe attach him in a Nick Richards trade. We'll see. And then February 30th, I got offered Strus and DeAndre Jordan for Kobe Bryant and Dylan Brooks. Like, I'm not doing that. We are going to be Portland by 6. There we go. Devin Booker with 33 in this one. And I like this trade. We're going to send Nick Richards to the Toronto Raptors, a team fighting for a playoff spot, a team that could definitely use another big man, right? Like, it's Jakob Poeltl, it's Mamu Kelisheve, who's a good player, but I think they could look for more of a rebounder as well down below. Scotty Barnes is coming back from an injury soon. I'm going to get Jamison Battle. I also kind of like Battle. He played well for the Raptors in 2025. Good 3-point shooter. He's not in the rotation, but I'm getting Ochai Agbaji, who also is only playing like 18 minutes a night. And I don't think he got extended, correct? Yeah, so it's an expiring contract. I believe I will get his restricted rights. 25 years old, though. I'm good with that. And I'm going to give them Nigel Hayes-Davis, who's on the 1-year deal. Probably better than O'Shea right now. And they're going to get Nick Richards as well. So we are going to do that trade. And that's going to be it for me here at the deadline. So we're going to go like 36 minutes to Booker for the second half. We'll go 35 to Green, 28 to Brooks and Dunn. We'll go about 28 to Mark Williams. Like, I don't really know if I want Ben Simmons in the rotation or John Conchar. I think we'll give Brandon Boston some playing time. But coming off the bench, I want Rasheed Fleming in there. I want Kobe Bryant in there. Like, I don't even know if I want to play Gillespie. I definitely want Agbaji in there. And I think I want to see what Jamison Battle can do. He'll get like 11 minutes. That's good with me. Let's go about 20 to, actually, let's go like 24 to Ochai Agbaji. Let's go about 15 to Kobe Brea, and then we could do about 18 to Rasheer Fleming. Just kidding. I don't think this is going to be my rotation because I need Kaman Now You watching there. Where is Kaman? Oh, I sent Kaman to the G League, so I forgot about that. I'm like, did I cut him? Can I call him up, or do I have to release somebody to do so? So we're going to call him up. I think I'm actually just going to release Ben Simmons after calling him up. Sorry, Ben, I know you really had a cup of coffee here. So we're going to have 14 guys. Who would I remove here? Do I remove Brea? Maybe I give Brea like 10 minutes a night. Maybe I give Boston 15 for now, Agbaji or Rasheer Fleming 15 for now. But I want to get to like 20 minutes a night for Kaman to be the backup center. So maybe go 25 to Dunn. Maybe we scale down Brooks' role a little bit. We'll go something like that. And we'll go 16 to Kaman at this moment. All right, so our first game after this is at home against the Warriors. Gershon for Dylan Brooks now. Although Mitchell Robinson would be good. So yeah, we're going to advance past the deadline. That is going to be it. We are going to take on Golden State here. Booker. I mean, this is a winnable game. All right, so yeah, you can see we're the 14th seed in the Western Conference. The Warriors are currently the 7th seed. A lot of teams above 500. It's kind of shocking to see that the Rockets are currently the 9th seed in the West. Thought they would be more so in the top 4. Yeah, we'll see how this game goes. I'm excited about Ochai Agbaji, though, in our rotation. And yeah, I do think, like, these were good additions at the deadline, like, as I completely fumbled the tip ball off right there. But yeah, or the jump ball. But I don't know. I'm excited just to, like, see what the young guys can do in the second half. More Rasheer Fleming, more Kobe Brea, Ochai Agbaji in the mix, I think is going to be really entertaining as well. And definitely more minutes for Kaman. That's probably somebody I shouldn't go under the screen on. And Buddy Hield, one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA. All right, Jordan Ott, I need you to call a good game for me. I need you to call a good game. I mean, this team does not have a lot of talent. I get that. Booker, pull up. Is that going to be just early? Mark Williams can't fully get the rebound. Ryan Dunn is going to have a tough test today guarding Jimmy Butler, one of the best players in the NBA, or at least at his position, you can say. I mean, they got Moses Moody, Steph, obviously. Oh, God, this is going to be a tough test for Jalen Green. Dylan Brooks, maybe we could switch his assignment. I feel like it's kind of a waste having him on Moses Moody. Jimmy, you have that in your bag? So yeah, if I went to Steph, do I want to put Dylan Brooks on Steph? No, I think Jalen Green is fine on Steph. We'll put Devin Booker on Hield. I feel like Jimmy will throw Dylan Brooks on, and then for Moses Moody, he can, like, Ryan Dunn can get him. I mean, Ryan Dunn is a good defender, probably pretty close to Dylan Brooks, but maybe just not there yet. So, all right, a quick 6-0 deficit to start this game. We've given up 2 threes already. Booker trying to run the pick and roll with Ryan Dunn. We get nothing there. I mean, this should be a favorable matchup. Buddy Hield guarding Jalen Green. Jalen Green go right at Steph Curry. He's going to miss that layup. Okay, kick that out to Dylan Brooks. Nothing there. They're not, like, jumping on pump fakes this year, it feels like. Devin Booker straight to the rim. No foul call. Can't get the rebound. I'd like that. I had such a convincing opening night against the Kings. I'm like, you know what? This team, not bad. Not bad. And oh boy, has it been downhill since. Me playing in these games, me simming these games. We get a lucky miss there. Ryan Dunn likes to kind of get out there off a miss. I feel like Jordan Ott could be a little bit more creative with some of these play calls. Booker, go right at Curry. There we go. First bucket for Booker. Draymond kicks it out to Jimmy. We got switches all over the place here. That's not the player we want to leave wide open, Steph. Oh boy, 9-2 already. This is the team. It's just so tough to keep up with. Like, we have one elite shooter in our lineup right now, and it's Devin Booker. So yeah, it's gonna be really tough to stay up with them. Mark Williams set the screen, and we're not going to complete the oop. I feel like that's my first oop I've thrown in 2K26. It sucks because I would be, like, perfectly fine. Okay, Steph would have taken that. Losing all these games if I had my freaking draft pick. This is probably going to be, like, the last game I appear in. I'm kind of done with this roster. I mean, it's a new roster, right? Like, post-deadline, we're out of Royce O'Neal. We're done with Grayson Allen. They've been here for a little bit. We're done with Nick Richards, who was here for about a year. Like, Jordan Ott, can we run something more different than, like, just a high pick and roll? Jalen Green trying to go to the rim. He's not going to finish. Mark, grab the stupid rebound. Stop tipping it out. 11-2 already. Steph driving. Ryan Dunn stays there. We're good. Booker gets the Buddy Hield assignment, and Curry off a screen. Holy shit, we're down 14-2 already. All right, maybe we'll see what the Simcast can do in this game. All right, they came back a little bit. Maybe I'm not great. Okay. Wow, we have taken the lead here in the third. Thank you, CPU. All right, I want to get some subs in as well. The problem after moving on from some of these guys, we don't have, like, a real backup point guard. Like, I've said before, stagger Green minutes and Booker, but, like, it's kind of Colin Gillespie. Come on, with the block. There we go. Like, we have Rasheer Fleming in the game now. Let's see him getting downhill. I mean, he's just a massive human being. Brandon Boston off the free agency. Misses that 3. That just doesn't look like Brandon Boston, but it does at the same time. I thought it was like Aaron Gordon shooting it for a second. We got Ochai Agbaji out here, somebody I'm excited about. Maybe got to change that 30 number because you're not Steph Curry, man. It just doesn't look that appealing on people. Colin Gillespie, good D on Steph. Rasheer, can you stay in front of Jimmy? Not bad defense, actually, and he gets the rebound. Come on, push it, Rasheer. I want to see you handle the ball a little bit more this season. Can you get downhill, go right around Draymond Green? Oh, there we go. Come on, go up with it. That's not going to go in. When was the last time I've scored a bucket? Rasheer Fleming, though. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Like, Jimmy cannot score over him. Brandon Boston, get downhill. Okay, and we're going to get to the free throw line. And we're going to go 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Brandon Boston with 9 points. I'm glad I gave him that team option. I wonder if I could have given him a little bit smaller of an AAV than 4 million, just so we can, save money on the horizon. But it's okay. We're on the margin, I should say. That's not good. That's not good. That's the last player you need to leave open. Why did I throw that? Okay, we're good. Nice rebound there. Just no spacing. Rasheer Fleming kind of go up there. He's going to miss that. Once again, we're not going to say it's on me, but it's on me. Rasheer staying in front of Jimmy. Holy shit. Can Rasheer Fleming be an all-defensive guy one day? Kick that out to Gillespie. Back to Fleming. Brandon Boston coming over a screen. I mean, this is a nice big lineup. Brandon Boston to the rim. How does that not finish? How? Oh, boy. All right. Still up by 8. Rasheer's just kind of owning Jimmy. Jimmy's getting pissed. No foul call right there, dude. Jimmy's got to be getting frustrated. I almost throw a bad pass there, or it was a bad pass. Moses Moody for 3, though. Rasheer, 6 rebounds for Rasheer Fleming. Jimmy cannot stay in front of him. Rasheer's setting the screen for Brandon Boston. Nice roll to the rim. He could have kicked it out to the corner, but he's got that massive, 7'6" wingspan. I think it was a 9-foot 4 standing reach. If I can remember from my draft prep, just a massive human being. Is Rasheer Fleming the Jimmy Butler stopper? That's what people are saying. We get a stop right there. Jimmy is cold now because of Rasheer Fleming. Rasheer, go down low. Oh my God, Jimmy cannot keep up with Fleming from St. Joe's. Man, we need that excitement. We need that energy. We just need that athleticism. Way more than I was getting out of a Royce O'Neal at one point in this year. Brandon Boston, can you stay in front of Bradley Beal? Buddy Hield. They're trying to get Steph in some type of action here. I mean, Jimmy's cold. Let's go over. Okay, we're good. Steph, hand in the face. No good. Rasheer picks up his 7th rebound. You cannot stop the modern day Scottie Pippen. Come on. Down low. What a pass from Gillespie. We're up by 14 now. And I might run some 3 center lineups at one point for the rest of the year as well. So you could definitely get... That's on me. But, yeah. Osei Ighodaro back in the rotation. I know he was unhappy, but... I mean, you're looking at Mark Williams. You're looking at, Nick Richards for half the year. You're looking at the 10th overall pick. I wanted those 3 guys to at least get some type of playing time. Osei Ighodaro, he was a second rounder in a weak draft, so he was the odd man out. What is this action we're running here? I guess I was supposed to find Fleming a little bit earlier, and this is, the broken part of it. Gillespie to the rim. He's going to finish. He's got 4 points. I think a main, though... priority. I like Colin Gillespie as a 3rd-string point guard. I'd like to find a better backup point guard in the offseason. I feel like we could get a good veteran, even if it's a Malcolm Brogdon. Who knows? I'm Dennis Schroeder got waived. I think he would be perfect as Steph knocks down that mid-range jumper. All right, we got, why are we running a floppy set for Come On Maui Watch, who doesn't even have a green bar? Why am I even taking that 3-point shot? I mean, Come On barely took 3s at Duke. I don't know what Jordan Ott is running up, man. Oh, okay, so yeah, Rasheer Fleming's down low. I'm here. Come on, we need to rotate Boston. You got to rotate quicker than that. I was going to get Ighodaro in, but I'm intrigued about a lineup with Rasheer Fleming at the 5 just because of his size. Boston, throw a better entry pass, please. And we are going to be giving up a lead here. Jimmy gets that dunk. Let me use a timeout. All right, so Jalen Green running point right now. Just missed this quickly. Oh my God, why do I always mistime these rebounds? Because Rasheer Fleming's down there. I did put Ryan Dunn at the 4 as Jimmy. Oh my God, dude, Jimmy cannot hit a shot. I put Ryan Dunn at the 4. I got Rasheer Fleming's big ass there at the 5. Let's call for... I mean, we have multiple pick and roll options here. I kind of like this. Kick that over to Ryan Dunn. Corner Brandon Boston. So... Jimmy Butler, okay, I thought that was Steph closing out. That is just a phenomenal closeout. I need that from my guys. We got Agbaji still in this game. Kind of holding his own on Steph right now. Good defense. Kicks it out to Jimmy. I don't think he's hitting that. He's going to miss that. Brandon Boston with the rebound. Stupid pass by me. Why do I throw these? Can I have some type of patience? I don't need to throw it down the court right away as Ryan Dunn just got his ankles broken by Jimmy. They're obviously going to Draymond on the post. Back out to Jimmy. Over to... Buddy Hield's going to hit that. Okay, lucky miss. All right, let me slow this down because I kind of like this lineup in a way. I feel like it can be intriguing. Let's get, I don't know, let's call for just a high screen. Ryan Dunn, even though, okay, we're good. Jalen Green, get downhill, attack the rim, out to Rasheer Fleming in the corner. That was not the guy I wanted to. Draymond, okay, but Draymond can hit that in transit. Well, I mean, he's a good transition scorer. All right, so we have 2:18 left in this game. I simulated a little bit. I played a little bit, and I want to watch this unfold. I'm not going to watch my terrible skill set to defer or dictate this game. I can't speak. So Booker handling the ball at the top, guarded by Steph. He's going to find Mark Williams down low. Williams with the left hand is good. All right, we're up by 2. 2 minutes left. I want to win. I don't own my draft picks because of the Bradley. This one is from the Bradley Beal trade. Or no, this is from a different swap that the Suns did that people liked it at the time. They basically traded their swap already with Washington. So they were like, all right, Orlando, you could swap again with us, which is now part of this pick. And we want 3 second rounders. So we're still keeping our first. We're just saying that we think we'll be better than you in 2026, and they're not going to be. And we're going to get 3 second rounders. People liked it at the time. And then Orlando used like that swap that they had in the Desmond Bane trade, essentially owning the Suns' first round pick. So yeah, the Suns don't own a first round pick this year because they wanted 3 seconds. And yeah, if like Denver made that with, I don't know, like Denver made that with Sacramento in 2026, I'd be like, that makes sense because you can get, like, Denver's going to be better than Sacramento next year unless Jokic gets hurt. And even if Jokic got hurt, they could still be better. So you're going to be like, all right, that swap's not even going to happen. We're getting like 3 second round picks out of it. And that's what Phoenix thought they were doing. Booker pulls up. Wow, that's a big time shot over Steph. And it's going to come back and bite them. Come back and bite me. I got to deal with this right now before you guys got to deal with this in June and throughout the regular season. So they're going to call timeout. We're up by 2. Huge bucket there by Devin Booker. Everybody's hyped. You know, it's nice to see these guys still into it. Vibes are high, even though our record sucks. All right, so we're up by 2. 52 seconds left. Dylan Brooks is guarding Steph Curry. That's who I want guarding Steph. He's doing a good job right now, staying in front of Steph, kind of knocking him outside the paint. They're going to kick it over to Buddy Hield, over to Jimmy Butler, who's guarded by Jalen Green. I mean, let Draymond Green try to do something, but they get Steph to have that little bit of separation. He misses the 3, though. So we have the time in our favor, and Dylan Brooks turns it over. This is why we're the 14 seed. Buddy Hield, I thought, had a wide open layup there. He's going to kick it out to Steph. Over to Jimmy. 20 seconds, and they take the lead. Everybody knew that was coming. You guys could have just dribbled it out. There would have been like 8 seconds remaining on the game clock, but no, Brooks tries to go like Tragic Bronson. And yeah, we're down by 1, 17 seconds left. I would like for Devin Booker, who's guarded by Steph, to take the final shot. You can slow it down, though. There we go. Waste some time. I don't want them to have a chance, but they do have a timeout. Let's see what Booker can create. Is it going to be a good shot? He goes into traffic. Nice spacing there, Ryan Dunn. Get out of Booker's way. Booker's got to be tired. He goes up with the right hand. Good. Devin Booker, showcasing that he is a max player. He is our franchise star. And he leaves... If you're going to leave time on the clock, that's how it should be. 0.3 seconds. They're barely going to have a chance to get a shot here. Essentially a buzzer beater there for Devin Booker. 96-95. All right, it looks like we're going to walk out with a win, unless it's going to be the craziest game winner I've seen. I don't even think that's enough time to get it off. Maybe it is. I don't think Curry even got that off in time. Either way, we're going to win this game. All right. After Steph hit that go-ahead 3, I thought we were screwed, and it was just not going to happen. But Booker got it done. All right, so that was the February 5th game against the Warriors, which we won 96-95. It's nice to see the defense kind of showing out right there. I mean, an updated stat report this year. Brandon Boston averaging 11.7 points, shooting 44 from 3 in the 3 games after picking him up. I don't know what he was doing in that time, but hey, that is encouraging for sure. Home game here against the 19-31 76ers, and we're going to win this one by 14. Devin Booker breaks a nose. He's going to be affected by that for 4 to 6 weeks. Did he leave the game because of that? Maybe, but he's going to have a mask, I guess, going forward. But hey, another Suns win. Can we win one out of these 2 and get 20 wins before the All-Star break? I would be happy with that. Please beat Dallas. Nope, we end up losing by 32. Our owner, I guess Matt Ishbia, wanted us to win 46 games. Are you out of your mind? You know how hard that would be to do with this team? Cooper Flake really had 44 points in 29 minutes. Get out of here. Like, who was like the best plus minus in this game? Kobe Brea, Ryan Dunn. Come on, Maluwatch. Home game here against the Thunder. I mean, asking to win one of these games is very tough. But yeah, we're not going to get 20 wins before the All-Star break. Going into the All-Star break, we are 19-36. So looking at the All-Stars here for the 2026 season, here's the Eastern Conference All-Stars. No like shocking names. Embiid was healthy enough to get it. LaMelo Ball, healthy enough to get it as well. Ignore, I guess, Jason Tatum, who doesn't have his injury. And I guess like Halliburton as well. For the West, you have KD making it, a former Sun. Devin Booker does make it, so he is an all-star in the 2026 season. J-Dub, Randall gets it. Wemby gets it. Damian Lillard, guess he's playing as well. I guess we're all healing from these Achilles injuries. And we are going to go here after the All-Star break. Come on. We have to win one of these 3 games to get 20 wins. Can we get 20 wins before 40 losses? That would be nice as well. We get, oh my God, we lose by 60 to the Spurs. Okay. Then we lose by 18 to the Magic, which is not good for our draft pick. But then we beat the Blazers by 4. Booker had 27 in this one. Jalen Green had 24 and 8. Ryan Dunn had 12. Yeah, we lost to the Magic by 18. Booker had 36 in this one. Brooks had 15. Mark Williams had 17 rebounds. And then, yeah, we lost by 60. This is just a disgusting performance. Oh, my God. A minus 45 for Jalen Green. I mean, this has not been a great Jalen Green year. Yeah, 49% from the field is actually nice, but 32 from 3, 74 from the free throw line. I know I'm not getting good defense out of him. And I don't even really trust Mark Williams. Great lob threat to be my anchor, my rim protector. I'll sign him for an Isaiah Stewart, a Mitchell Robinson type rookie extension. I'm not breaking the bank though. I'm not giving him $70+ million over 3 to 4 years. I'm just not doing that. I have Kaman, who's not ready, who's 100% not ready, but I'd rather just get a bridge. I'd rather give Mitchell Robinson 2 years, $30 million in free agency and let Mark Williams walk. So then that makes me think, should I have traded Mark Williams at the deadline? Probably. Dylan Brooks, we can extend. We're not going to think about that right now because I think there's a chance I move him in the offseason. Let's see how these 2 games go against big markets. We are going to lose to the Celtics. No shocker there. And then let's see if there's any other guys we want to scout for this upcoming class. Anybody that I'm familiar with. Yeah, Donovan Freeman, Otega Owe, or we already did Freeman. Boogie Flan, Carter Knox. We can do Dame Sarr, Jasper Johnson, Yaxel Lendenberg, Braden Burries, Tonde Yesufu, Tahad Pettiford, Alex Caravan. It's kind of funny to decipher these names because it's a 2K thing. It's not the creators thing. Alex Caravan, Bennett Sturts, Sergio Delaria, Josen Sanin. I'm not sure if these guys are real at all. Henry Visar, or I don't know his name fully, but going to UNC this year. You have Mohamed Faye or Faye. Anybody else I'm familiar with? Malachi Moreno, yes. Cohen Carr from Michigan State, yes, but we don't have any more open. I saw Morris Johnson from Michigan. And then we were going to lose to the Lakers by 11. So here we are, contract extension deadline. Is there anybody that I want to extend? Only person I can extend is Dylan Brooks, and that's not going to happen. So let's advance past it. And then let's also look at the landscape here. If we went to the transaction report, anybody get signed up until the deadline here? So Draymond signed an extension with the Warriors, a 2-year deal. Kobe White is not going to be a 2026 free agent. He re-signs with Chicago. Tamati Kamara gets a 2-year extension. Wiggins got a nice 2-year extension. Lou Dort got extended. Reeves, that's such a bargain deal. We saw that one already. So we got 4 winnable games here in March. 18-43 Hornets, 26-35 Pelicans, 21-40 Bulls, and the 29-32 Kings. Can we beat the Kings once this year? I think we're 0-3 against them. Make that 0-4. Can we beat the Bulls? Nope. Can we beat the Pelicans? Nope. Can we beat the Hornets? Come on, we got to beat the Hornets. There we go. We win by 21. Jalen Green with 30. Mark Williams had a good game, at least box score-wise, against his former team. Dylan Brooks struggled. Agbaji, I would like for him to shoot the ball a little bit more, but yeah, we are 21-43. If we look at the whole NBA picture, I mean, is that the 3rd worst record in the league? We are way too close to the Jazz. Oh my God. We need to be closer to the Grizzlies, 29 wins. And in the East, there are 3 teams worse than us, potentially 4. The Bulls are very close. So are the Heat. All right. I just want to give up the 10th pick, not number 1. We have 6-game road trip here, taking on some Central Division teams, 1 Southeast, 2 Atlantic, 1 Southwest and 1 Northwest. Let's see how this 6-game road trip goes. There's a chance it's 0-6. There really is. We are, oh boy. There goes Ochai Agbaji. No, dislocates his patella. He is out for the year. He was our kind of pseudo 6-man for the rest of the year. That is brutal. I don't know how those contract extensions are going to look like. I'm going to give Brandon Boston a little bit more playing time. I go 28 to him. I'm going to give Jamison Battle some more playing time as well. Kobe Brea a little bit more. And I'll give Colin Gillespie 4 minutes a night. I know he probably should be playing more. So we're already 0-3 on this road trip. Are we going to go 0-6 on the road trip? I mean, Boston, if they have Tatum, beat us by 12. Lose by 25 to Minnesota. Lose by 39 to San Antonio. We are 21-49, folks. Let's just end this miserable season. All right, we beat Denver by 5. There we go. We beat the Jazz by 43. Jalen Green at 30. I just don't even know if I could figure out a Jalen Green trade this offseason. So, yeah, we're going to end this season. Okay, we beat Memphis. We beat Charlotte. Can't beat Chicago. Okay, we beat Houston. Oh, my God. We beat Houston and Dallas. KD had 39. We beat Dallas? No way. Okay. Shout out to us winning that game. Can we beat the Lakers? Okay, now we're playing good basketball. Final week of the season. Booker at 35. Green at 31. You know, Jalen Green likes to play good in the month of March. So, it looks like we're going to end the season honestly with like one major injury, and that was to Agbaji. So a healthy team is going to win 29 games. We beat the Thunder. What? We beat the Rockets, Lakers, Thunder, and Mavericks to end the year on a 4-game winning streak. We beat the MVP like the week prior, but Jokic wins MVP number 4, 25, 12, and 10 essentially. Cooper Flag is your rookie of the year for the Dallas Mavericks, 15, 5, and 3. Russ is your sixth man of the year for the Boston Celtics. Wemby, Depoy, Isaiah Collier, most improved. Shot 37, 27, 62 splits. I don't know how I feel about that. Giannis gets clutch player of the year. Ty Lue with the Clippers, 64 and 18, coach of the year. And what would be, I guess, Rob Pelinka, executive of the year. And yeah, Ivica Zubac's won NBA Cup MVP. So Jokic maybe was hurt in our game against them. He makes All-NBA first team with Cade Cunningham, James Harden, Luka, and Giannis. Second team, you have Ja, Sabonis, Anthony Edwards, Halliburton, and Trae Young. Third team, you have Wemby, KD, Evan Mobley, Devin Booker, and LaMelo Ball. So Devin Booker is an all-star this year and an all-NBA guy for a team that was probably the 14th seed in the Western Conference. Giannis, Gobert, Amen, Mobley, and Wemby, all defensive first team. Jokic, all defensive second team, okay, with Triple J, Sar, Chet, and Asar Thompson. All rookie first team, you have Harper, Edgecombe, Ace, Yegor, and Cooper Flag, who won Rookie of the Year. And then you have Trey Johnson, Conkin Nipple, Cedric Howard, who was good, Jeremiah Fears, no come on, but Rasheer Fleming actually got on all rookie second team. Maybe it was because of the defense. There we go. So that's encouraging for Rasheer Fleming going forward. We did not make the play-in tournament. In the East, you have Toronto and Indy. Toronto with Nick Richards, Milwaukee and Philly over there. Detroit, no. Who did we send Grayson Allen to? We sent Royce O'Neal to the Grizzlies, who were also not great. Who did I send? Oh, I sent Grayson Allen to the Spurs? Yeah, and they're currently the 8th seed. So looking at this season, if we did like a report card, I mean, on the team effort, it's an F. We're going to have, I think, the 5th projected pick, which is not going to go in our possession. So I hope that drops to 7. Like Booker, it's an A, maybe an A+, like all-star, all-NBA. I'll take that. Jalen Green, finish the season off on a strong note. Maybe we could trade him in the offseason. Probably, I don't know who would want him. I'm going to give his season like a B- in a way. Dylan Brooks struggled on offense, so he's going to get like a C. I would say Mark Williams, I still don't know if he can anchor the defense. I would say it's like a C as well. Brandon Boston, off the streets to shoot 41%, probably an A. Ryan Dunn, good defense, but holy shit, he shot 37% from the free throw line. Probably like a C-. Rasheer Fleming, all rookie second team. I would say that's a B, rookie season. Agbaji, maybe incomplete. Jamison Battle, 36 from 3, basically in a Suns uniform, 6'7". I can't believe I said that, but yeah, he's going to maybe be in the rotation next year. Come on. I would say his rookie season was like a C. He might be the starting center on opening night. We'll see. Kobe Brea. I mean, he's known for his 3-point shooting, and he shot 28% from 3, so really not encouraging. Conchar didn't really play for us. Gillespie, limited playing time. Iguodala barely played, and then we have Livers and Huntley in the G League. I'm going to sign some, I think, more intriguing guys on those two ways. So let's see what happens this year. Actually, I also wanted to take a look at our team stats. So offensively in the West, we were the 2nd worst team. Defensively, we were the 3rd worst team. So we sucked. But we ended the season on a 4-game winning streak. So the play-in, the Rockets lose to the Spurs. So Spurs get in as 7, but they beat the Kings, who beat the Warriors in the second leg. You had the Pacers lose to the Raptors, but beat the Bucks, who beat the Sixers in the first leg. So we'll see who makes it out of round number 1. Do both 1 seeds advance? No. So I think the Clippers won 64 games, and the Rockets, who were in the second leg of the play-in, beat them in 5. The Knicks sweep the Pacers. Hawks sweep the Magic. So we're gonna get the Magic first round pick. The Celtics beat the Pistons in 6. The Raptors with Nick Richards take the Cavs to 7. All right, shout out to Nick Richards, who averaged 7 and 7 in the playoffs. Over here, the Spurs do lose to the Minnesota Timberwolves in 5. Did Grayson Allen play a lot in the playoffs? He was good. Definitely was good for them. And then, yeah, Denver swept Dallas. So who's going to the conference finals? It's going to be, wow, OKC just blew a 3-1 lead to Kevin Durant and the Rockets. That's ironic. And Ant beats the MVP Jokic to advance to the conference finals. Atlanta beats New York in 7. Trae Young drops 34. He could be a free agent. And Cleveland sweeps Boston. So Cleveland and Atlanta, Minnesota and Houston. Ant versus KD one more time. And Ant is going to beat him again. You have the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Cleveland Cavaliers in the NBA Finals. 2 teams that made massive trades with the Jazz back in the 2022 offseason. Anthony Davis, he got hurt, so he probably wasn't even in that game. Maybe Chet Holmgren missed that series as well in round number 2. And let's see who wins the 2026 finals. It's going to be the Cavs. They ended up winning in 7. Evan Mobley is your finals MVP. They won by 1 in game 7. Oh yeah, that makes up for like a kind of disappointing 2025 game 7 because of the Howie injury. And at 48, but couldn't get it done. Mitchell at 41. Minnesota was up 1-0. 2-0. Cleveland went up or 2-1. Minnesota was up 3-1. Wow, they blew a 3-1 lead. That's so bad. That's so bad. So yeah, let's try to make our staff proud here. We are going to start off this offseason. I mean, I'm going to lose 3 improvements. So, oh boy. Yeah, the luxury box amenities are going to be going down. Player retirements. There goes LeBron, Suns legend Chris Paul, Kyle Lowry, Conley, Gordon, Jordan, Lopez Batum, Jeff Green, Kevin Love, Garrett Temple. A lot of notable names here. Some former Suns at that as well, but nobody directly on the Suns right now ends up retiring. Anybody else on the current team? No. So Hall of Fame, you have LeBron James and Chris Paul. No Steph, no Jimmy or KD retiring. You have Rose, Paul, LeBron, Lowry, and Thompson getting their jerseys retired. And I don't think I'm going to change anything with the league meetings right now. I don't think I was going to implement an expansion team. So what pick do we have to give Memphis from that dumb trade with Orlando a few off seasons ago? Let's find out. It's going to be, oh my God, pick 1. Holy shit. I'm going to, oh my God. I'm giving pick 1. I'm giving pick 1 to Memphis. So Memphis trades Desmond Bane for the #1 overall pick in the 2026 draft. I don't get this pick. I have Orlando's pick at 18. I mean, 18 isn't bad, but God damn it, man. So the Wizards keep pick 2. Oh my God, that sucks so much. All right, so we are going to have 3 second rounders in this draft as well. I have 36, 38, and 51. We also own the 18th overall pick, but yeah, Memphis is going to have 1 and they're going to have 12. So they actually kind of ended the season off on a good note. Yeah, that sucks. That was the worst possible scenario. We're going to keep Jordan Ott, but I don't feel great about it. So we do need to hire a new CFO. And I'm going to hire Jalen Thomas. Maybe we'll see if he takes my offer. 4 years, $750K. Hey, that's a great job to have. All right, so we are going to host some pre-draft workouts. We have 9 guys incoming. I don't know if I'm really going to look at the center class here. But obviously we want to look at some second rounders. I think Kareem Lopez, like we want size. Like we want like the Rasheer Fleming types, but guys that can eventually shoot. I mean, maybe Nate Ament falls to 18. Maybe Jaden Quainance falls to 18. Haynes Steinbeck, we want to scout as well. Yaxel Lendenberg in the second round. And I want to maybe look, I don't know, I want a veteran backup point guard, I think, than a starter. We'll look at Elijah Arenas, Malik Thomas. I mean, there's a chance, yeah, like we don't have Jalen Green on the team after the offseason. Nicolas Abdalas, and we'll bring in Alex Caravan for a workout as well. Like, why didn't Malik Thomas bench press? I don't know. And Haynes Steinbeck really didn't really shoot the ball. So if we look at the mock drafts, yeah, like #1 could be AJ DeBanza. We'll see. Maybe they go Cameron Boozer. Maybe they go Darren Peterson. All right, so this is going to be a pivotal 2025 draft for us. I mean, there is a chance we can move up and get somebody we specifically want. But if I'm like mapping out the rotation next year, I think #1 let's have priorities this offseason. I'll explore the Jalen Green trade market, but I don't really know if anything's going to transpire. I do want a backup point guard that I could trust playing 15 plus minutes a night. Booker could play back to the 2-guard spot. I think we're going to explore the Dylan Brooks trade market during the draft. I don't mind Agbaji and Battle, but I need another guy in that room. I can't be set on Ryan Dunn. I think Ryan Dunn, I feel better him being like our 10th guy than a starter next year. I think Rasheer Fleming could start, and we'll figure out Mark Williams this offseason. So let's start the draft. Let's watch Memphis use our draft pick at #1, and they're going to take AJ DeBanza. They don't take Darren Peterson, so they take the small forward scorer out of BYU. The Wizards at #2 are going to select Cameron Boozer out of Washington. So Utah they make it the best player in the draft at #3 here, and they are. They're going to take Darren Peterson here out of Kansas. So the consensus top 3 goes. It does look a little bit different. I think even though we do need a lot of depth, I'm going to see if I can move my 3 second rounders to get back in the end of the first, just because I would like to have that 4th year, 3rd year team options on these guys. Like the Wizards who already got a first. I mean, they already have 2 seconds. I don't know if they'd want to get additional first. I mean, like Minnesota, could I go up to 20? I don't know. With these seconds, would that get it done? It does not. I don't even get a counter offer. I have to turn off trade override. I don't really think there's a player I could throw in that you'd like. Maybe Oso Ighodaro. You can't even afford that. But I think we could maybe use that Oso trade. So let's go. I mean, the Thunder have so many firsts, but I don't think they want more seconds. The Spurs have way too many seconds as it is. I'm not getting the 17. The Pelicans have 2 picks, even though they should have 1. What about Denver? 27. Could I go up a little bit more than that? Dallas is at 25. The Lakers are at 24 with no seconds. So let's see. Can I go up to 24? They say yes to that. And I don't even need to throw in Oso Ighodaro. And then I think I'm actually going to move Oso on the draft night as well. I'm going to try to maybe recoup some seconds. Like, let me go to the Spurs. Could I get 33 in a future second rounder from you guys? Give me the Pelicans 2028 second rounder for Oso. Yeah, so we turn Oso into 2 seconds later on. The Bulls take Luigi Siegel from Italy with the 4th overall pick. Can't say I'm familiar with his game. Number 5, LeBaron Philon goes to the Rockets. So the Rockets, I guess, had this pick from the Nets, even though that should be the Nets pick. We see another Frenchman go in the top 10. C-Dub, Caleb Wilson go to UNC, goes to Miami. Thunder on the clock. They're going to take Chris Sinak. Number 10 is, or 9 is Nate Ament. That's a good pick there by the Blazers. And Mikel Brown Jr. wraps out the top 10. I mean, interesting selection when you already have Jeremiah Fears, DeJounte Murray, Jordan Poole. I don't think I want to really get into that trade market whatsoever. Bucks at 11 are trying to trade Miles Bridges, it looks like, for that pick. Yeah, that feels like something the Bucks would do, so I'll let that go through. Hornets are going to be on the clock, and Musa Diabate goes to the Bucks as well, and they Tomislav Ivicic from Illinois. The Grizzlies select Kareem Lopez. They're at number 12. That was definitely somebody I wanted to target. The Kings here are going to try to trade the pick for Paul George. See, like, I'm not getting the Sixers out of this one. I know the Kings want to do something dumb here, but no, that's just idiotic. So they're going to take Isaiah Evans. Jaden Quainance goes from Kentucky to the Warriors. Koa Pete goes to the Raptors. We're up in 3 selections. Dash Daniels goes to the Pelicans. They took his brother in the 2022 draft in Dyson. And Carter Knox goes to the Pistons right ahead of us. So we are on the clock here at number 18. Don't think I'm going to take a center, although Magoon Guath is interesting, but I don't want another raw center, let alone one here in general. JT Toppin, definitely NBA ready coming out of Texas Tech. The one thing with JT, though, maybe a little bit of a back-to-the-basket guy. I don't know how that's going to play. Hans Steinbeck, who was pretty good for Team Germany in the U18s. Like, do we think he could space the floor whatsoever? Didn't really take threes. I don't know how I love that, although it is a different pick. You do have Yaxel Lendenberg, who could win the Naismith Award this upcoming season. I think we could wait on him. You do have Nicolas Abdelas from Virginia Tech coming over from Greece. He could have been in the 23 draft. Elijah Arenas is here, and Malik Thomas. I think I want to go for the athleticism here. So I'm going to take Elijah Arenas, the son of Gilbert Arenas, who was in a scary car accident like a few months ago, and I believe is going to miss most, if not all, of this upcoming season because of an injury. So maybe that's why he is falling here. And I'm going to take, Elijah Arenas, maybe a little bit of a project, but has athleticism, size, ball handling ability, downhill scoring, that maybe he's Jalen Green one day, but maybe he replaces Jalen Green down the line. Daxel Lendenberg goes to the Hawks 2 picks later. There goes Dame Sarr to the Celtics. So we're up at 24. Bennett Sturts goes to the Minnesota Timberwolves. JT Toppin goes. Okay. So I think at this pick here, I do have 12 offers. Max Strus, can't say I really want him. Ty Jerome, I do need a good backup point guard. That's interesting, but I think I'd rather just save this pick, head to free agency. Dennis Schroeder and a former or future first. Let me just make the pick here. I think I'm going to take either Tonde Yesufu, or there's Caden Boozer, there's Darius Cuff. I do like the idea of Hans Steinbeck from Washington. Do I think that Yesufu could fall to the second round? Maybe. And I just took a guard. So I'm going to take Hans Steinbeck here. We'll see how he's going to look for us. We'll see if we can develop any type of outside shot. Braden Burries goes to the Mavericks. Caden Boozer to the Wizards. Malik Thomas to the Nuggets. Nicolas Abdelas goes to the Cavs. The Knicks are going to take Donnie Freeman. Keep him in New York. Pretty cool. Thunder at 30 take Jalan Lowe. Did he transfer from Pitt to Kentucky? Oh, look at that. So we're up 3rd overall in the second round. I'm hoping Tonde Yesufu falls. Isaiah Harwell goes from Houston to the Wizards, and the Nets at 32 take Darius Cuff. So I guess that worked out for us. We're on the clock here, and I'm definitely going to take Tonde Yesufu from Baylor. There's a chance he's a top 10 pick in the 2026 draft. Plays exactly like Anthony Edwards. So that is going to wrap up our 2026 draft class. Another draft where they make 3 picks. Last year it was Kaman, Fleming, Brea. This year it's Arenas, Steinbeck, and Tonde Yesufu. Team player options, Ryan Dunn, we're picking that up. Brandon Boston, I think I'm actually going to pick up that $4.2 million option as well, given how good of a shooter he was in the second half. So James Harden, Trae Young hitting unrestricted free agency, Isaiah Hartenstein hitting unrestricted free agency, Bradley Beal as well, DeAndre Ayton also all hitting unrestricted free agency. Qualifying offers, not giving it to Livers, Huntley, but I will give it to Williams, Brea, and Osha Agbaji. I don't know if I'm going to pay Mark Williams that much. So before we get into free agency, we can look at our kind of contracts right now. So Booker's making a ton. I didn't look at the Dillon Brooks trade market on draft night, but I'm going to look at it right now before free agency. So teams like Boston, Atlanta, Detroit, and Indiana were kind of bottom 15 defensive teams. OKC was middle of the pack defensively. Interesting. So honestly, I can't find anything I like for Dylan Brooks, so I think he's going to stay on the roster. I'm not going to bring back Kevin Durant here in free agency, but I'm looking at the veteran point guard market. Ooh, I mean, he's not a scorer, but can we maybe fix Lonzo Ball? I think I'm going to try to sign Lonzo Ball. I think I'm going to try to give him a 2-year deal, team option. He doesn't have, or no, that's the only offer. Can I get Lonzo Ball and can I get Spencer Dinwiddie? Like Spencer as a 3rd string point guard would be great. So Mark Williams doesn't want like a major contract. He kind of wants like that Mitchell Robinson extension from a couple years ago. We'll see, but I would probably want to front load it and then we'll wait on Agbaji right now. So let's sign Lonzo. Let's sign Dinwiddie. We're going to renounce the rights on Livers, Huntley right now. I do have a $4 million trade exception from Royce O'Neal, but I don't know if I'm going to use that this offseason. So Mark Williams or Agbaji do not get offers here. I'm going to give Agbaji a 1+1 because he's coming off a major injury. Mark Williams does not have a real offer. I think we're going to go a 3+1, but I'm going to front load it. I don't love this contract by any means, but I think it's at least something that can become tradable at the minimum or at the worst. So let's see if we even get him. He does have an extra offer now, but it looks like we're, the only team serious. So we're going to get O'Shea back. We're going to get Mark Williams back. There we go. Gillespie is still a free agent as well as Kobe Brea. So apparently I can't sign Kobe Brea right now, but he is restricted. I did see Brooks Barnhizer here in free agency. Ooh, Tamar Bates is somebody. Can I even try to sign him? How do I make somebody on a 2-way? If I do something, I thought, there we go. I want to offer Tamar Bates a 2-way contract. And I want to offer, if I can, Brooks Barnhizer a 2-way contract. Let's see if I can get these two guys. So they can match their deals, I think. Barnhizer, at least by the Thunder. I don't know about Tamar Bates. So can we get Bates and Barnhizer? Yes, we can. Okay, so those are going to be our new 2-ways next year. Looking at the roster before the season starts, we have 2 centers. I got to sign a 3rd. We have 3 power forwards, but Steinbach can be like a 5 in a way. 3 small forwards, a lot of shooting guards. I may release John Conchar actually before the season. He's got 1 year left on the deal, and I don't think anybody's going to want the $6 million, so let me release him. We have a lot of young kind of shooting guards behind Green and Boston, so let me see if I can at least give a center a camp invite. Bring back Nick Richards, we could do that. Jay Huff is here. Larry Nance Jr., the vet, is here. I would like Larry Nance. I mean, once again, we do not own our 1st-round pick this year, so let's sign Larry Nance, and I guess we're going to get Brea on the qualifying offer. I will renounce the rights on Gillespie. I think I'm going to get Brea on the qualifying offer. There we go, he's back. I don't know if I'm going to have to cut anybody before the season starts. We'll find that out soon. Kaman goes up to his 76. Brooks regresses. Hopefully we could trade him this year if possible. Booker regresses. That's just great. Dinwiddie regresses. That's fine. Nance regresses. That's fine. I think we're going to have to release somebody. So we could re-sign Dylan Brooks before the season starts. We're not going to do that. Nobody else outside of Jamison Battle is extension eligible. So let's see who we would have to release. 2 players before the season starts, which is actually going to be kind of challenging in a way. I may release Dinwiddie, but I kind of feel like we'll use him at one point as well. You know what? I think I may release Larry Nance Jr., but there's a chance we could sign him throughout a season in case somebody gets hurt. And I'm intrigued about a lot of the young guys here. Jameson Battle I'm also intrigued about, so I'm going to release Spencer Dinwiddie going into next year as well. So Jalen Green, I'm going to assume is going to opt in a year from now, but who knows? Like in 2K, he's got a lot of potential, high ceiling. Maybe he doesn't opt in and he opts out. So here we are, a little bit exciting, more exciting of a 2027 roster, but some things will stay kind of the same. This team could use like an Andrew Wiggins type player. So we're going to start Dylan Brooks at the 3. We're going to start Jalen Green at the 2. Booker's going to play like 36 a night. Ryan Dunn, I do not want to start this year. I know I didn't really address power forward this offseason. I don't know about Agbaji there, but I think I'm going to throw Rasheer Fleming as a starter. Yesafu, the 2nd rounder, not going to crack the rotation. Ryan Dunn's going to get like 15 minutes a night. I think Agbaji can get 18. Boston can get around 15. So where's Lonzo in all this? Lonzo can get around like 16 a night. Haynes Steinbach can get around 11 a night. But, I mean, yeah, but I feel like Elijah should play. So maybe Haynes Steinbach will not play to start off the year. We'll give Elijah like 10. Leaves me 6 more minutes remaining. Kaman can get 20. 28 to Mark. Let's do like 24 to Rasheer. And maybe we do 33 to Jalen Green. System proficiency to start off the year is 3-star grit and grind under Jordan Ott. I think I'd like to change that. I would like to go 7 seconds. Why not? Actually, I would like for this to be kind of a run and gun team in a way. And then if I went to my playbook, I mean, can I like assign a different playbook? I mean, I have no idea. I don't know if I could do a 5-out spread offense just because not many of my centers can shoot. Let's do 2016 Warriors. I don't know if this is a stupid idea or not. I've never really downloaded a playbook before. We start off the season at home against the New York Knicks. They have the same starting five you'd expect. All right, so I don't know. New year, maybe new Suns vibes. We'll see how this season could be any different. I mean, we're bringing back four to this. Like, everybody in the starting lineup was on this team last year. We're hoping, like, come on, maybe at one point this year could be better than Mark Williams. We're hoping that, like, Rasheer Fleming can be, like, this unicorn type guy at the power forward spot. Jalen Green could be a little bit better in year number 2 here. I mean, there's a point this year where I could start Lonzo Ball at the 1 and Devin Booker at the 2 and kind of return him back to that role. Devin Booker doesn't need to be our like long-term answer at the 1. So first play of the year is basically asking Mark Williams to handle the rock for most of the possession. Thanks a lot. Okay, there we go. Jalen Green getting off the season with a bang, knocks down a 3. All right, Karl-Anthony Towns, I mean, you got to respect him on the perimeter. What makes him so lethal, and this team could obviously go 5 out, but Mark Williams doing all right. I jumped way too early, but we are going to get a block there. Jalen Green, good job coming in. He could push the ball. He's very quick out there. Mark Williams cannot shoot, which is unfortunate because that could have resulted in some points. I mean, Brunson guarding Booker is what we should kind of use. I mean, I know I shouldn't do these back downs too much, but Jalen Green's wide open, and I suck at this game. All right, Dylan Brooks getting the Jalen Brunson assignment right now. This is still the guy we probably want to put on Jalen Brunson. Brooks doing a good job, but Mikal Bridges is going to create some separation. He knocks down the first bucket that we are going to allow this season. Like, I'm really intrigued what Rasheer Fleming can do on the perimeter. Kick that out to Devin Booker in the corner, and I'm going to miss that. Devin Booker inside with the Euro step. That's no good. Rebounded by Rasheer Fleming, and he's going to turn it over. And Brunson's going to get a 3 in transition. He's going to knock it down. Dylan Brooks coming over some screens. He's going to miss that mid-range jumper, and OG Anunoby's wide open. Why is our transition defense god-awful? All right, Booker going over some Mark Williams screens. Let's see if Devin Booker can knock down that contested 3. Another in and out. I mean, Josh Hart, he'll take these 3s, but, like, he's kind of passive sometimes with them, but I'm sure 2K will allow him to still knock them down. Brunson driving right at Booker. You got to get up on Anunoby, Rasheer. Holy shit. They've knocked down 4 unanswered 3s. We were up 3-0. Jalen Green knocked down the first bucket of the season, and we haven't scored since. All right, Mark Williams giving Jalen Green a screen. Jalen Green's going to pull up, and Jalen Green's not going to knock down that mid-range jumper. Does anybody want to score? Okay. How did we not get the steal there? Brunson's open. They're going to kick it over to Rasheer Fleming or Anunoby in the corner. I mean, I don't know, man. This is a good team. Obviously, this is like a top team in the Eastern Conference. But Jalen Green, oh my God, that's a fantastic block. All right, let's see what you can do in transition, Jalen Green. Find Devin Booker there, and Devin Booker is going to miss the... Does anybody... I'm going to rage quit. And OG in the corner. He's going to, wow, miss a 3. We are lucky. You know what? I'm intrigued about Rasheer Fleming just backing down Josh Hart. He's got like a lot of... I don't know, size on him. Go up, please. There we go. Finally, we scored for the first time since our opening drive. I want to die. Brunson driving. Good defense here by Devin Booker. And he's going to force the miss there. Booker has yet to score this season. Okay, so I get the double. Jalen Green wide open. Jalen Green, please hit this, please. Okay. Does anybody want to hit a shot? Does anybody want to hit a shot? I don't know if that's not real player shooting percentage. That's what I thought I'd put on. But I feel like my last, like, 5 jumpers have just been in and outs. I don't know if that's a weird glitch. Maybe I'm just doing something with the timing there, as Cat's going to get a mid or long 2. Nice rebound there by Jalen Green. Up to Devin Booker. I assume they're going to double. What is this spacing? Dylan Brooks? Can I get a shot finally to fall? All right, come on in the game guarding Karl-Anthony Towns. I just don't know if he's ready for these type of matchups. I'm just scared to like put my hands up because Cat's going to drive right by me. Cat hit me with the 2 low. Are you kidding me, Cat? That is unreal. I mean, hey, if we're ever... I don't know. We got Booker kind of coming down on a pin down here. We actually got the separation, and Booker's going to get that to go. Nice pass from Dylan Brooks. You know what? Good play call by Jordan Ott for once. Brunson trying to go at... Okay, good actually rotation there by Rasheer. All right, you know, I'll take that. I mean, I tried to help D there or play help defense with come on. It didn't work. All right, Dylan Brooks getting a double screen here. I don't even know. Let's get... So the next do have Deuce McBride. He's still on the team. I mean, I'm probably playing Rasheer Fleming way too long in the first. Deuce for 3. They don't miss from 3. They just don't. Might be same old Suns this year. All right, so we're getting our first look at Hans Steinbeck. Elijah Arenas and Ochai Agbaji is on the floor right now as well. We got Booker coming over a screen here. I just don't think I've gotten somebody to bite on a pump. I mean, let's see. Booker back down. There we go. Over to come on. Move over. Oh, my God. Why did you drift towards Agbaji? I don't get that. Come on, just stay above the break over there, and we would have had a wide open corner 3, but instead it had to be contested. Luckily, it did drop. So the Knicks, I guess, replaced Mitchell Robinson with Robert Williams. Come on, trying to guard Karl-Anthony Towns. Get that out of here. Really nice block. Oh, what are you doing, Booker? Why did you run over there? All right, Booker gets around Brunson, and he's going to get his second bucket of the night. And they're running off-ball plays for Brunson. What is their three-point percentage here in the first quarter? It's insane. 7 of 9. Come on. We're seriously about to give up like 40 points in the first quarter. Kind of like this play for Booker. Booker, fade away. I like that. Why'd I take that? I don't know. I don't know if I've even hit one of those. I don't know why I like them so much. Brunson pulls up. Oh, he doesn't miss. He doesn't miss. Once again, remember last year where I was like, yeah, I should play the Kings and like those teams. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't play the Knicks yet. Maybe this team is like way too good for me. DHO for Baji. I mean, I'm not going to get him around Josh Hart. Once again, it's like bail us out, Devin Booker. Let's see. Are they going to send the double? They are. Come on. You want to hit a 3? Over to Baji. I need you. Like, Cats. Okay, he hits it. What a 3 there by Abaji. But Cat does not close out that quickly. I watched like all 82 Knicks games last year. He's not closing out that quickly. So yep, this was not a fun opening night game. We're going to lose by 20 plus in this one. Green kind of struggled. Booker struggled. I mean, just not a lot to write home about. All right, so the 2026 season, not off to a super fun note. I also wanted to look here at the tendencies just to see if this would be any different. So yeah, Booker's high, Green. Maybe we would just lower the touch a little bit. Mark Williams, we could lower that. Dylan Brooks, yeah, let's definitely lower this. I don't want him shooting that much. Ryan Dunn, we could lower that. Come on, maybe up it a little bit. Lonzo, we can up that a little bit as well. Maybe O'Shea, up that a little bit. Lower Boston. Steinbach up. Yeah, like Wise Yesufu that low for a rookie. Battle, we can up a little bit. Like, he's a good shooter. All right, so we are taking on the Clippers, who I believe were the 1 seed last year. Did they keep James Harden? They did. Well, they actually brought in Kevin Durant. So, yeah, they don't have James Harden anymore, but they brought back Bradley Beal. It was a high-scoring game, but Kevin Durant still owns us. I don't think we beaten Kevin Durant. Maybe we beat him at the end of last year's season. Portland here in our third game. A winnable game, and we do win by 1. Denny had 32 in this one. Booker had 33. There we go. Road game here against the Knicks. They're 3-0 to start off the year. Okay. Dude, shout out to our offense. Brunson had 50. We beat them in overtime. I think Brunson has had 50 versus Phoenix before. Booker, 34-10. Green had 31-9-6. Brooks, 25-4-3. 5 assists for Mark Williams. 6 assists for Lonzo Ball. There we go. Home game against the Pistons. Can we maybe have some momentum? 3-game winning streak. The Suns, through 5 games, are over 500. Devin Booker so far in the 2027 season is averaging 33 points and 7 assists. There we go. Road game against Minnesota, that'll be tough. Oh my God, we won by 2. Are the Phoenix Suns back? Brandon Boston, 13 points. Like, the defense has actually, I mean, we've had our bad games, we've had our good games. It's such a small sample size, but 5th ranked offensive team. I mean, the 4th worst defensive team. We still have a negative point differential. For sure, a winnable game against Toronto. I mean, Toronto might be a fine team. I'm not, like, scared of them like the OKC Thunder, Dallas Mavericks, Cleveland Cavaliers. So we're down by 7 in the third. We are all tied up here in the 4th. I mean, another lowish scoring game. Let's see if we can maybe go on a run. We're up by 6 with 4:40, up by 6 with 3 minutes to go. And the Phoenix Suns win this one by 7. Our 5th straight win. How about that? November 1st here against the Lakers. Okay, that would have been sick. Dylan Brooks has an injury, bruised heel. He could play through it. I'll keep him through it. Booker at 25-12. Mark Williams is averaging 12-10 to start off the year. And then I want to see these 3 games against good Western Conference teams. We go 1-2. We lose to the Clippers for the 2nd time this year. Yeah, I mean, they have Kevin Durant. We beat the Spurs, though. I don't know if Wemby did play. Grayson Allen is there. He's playing only 15 minutes a night, it looks like. Jalen Green, 33 in this win. Like, a win maybe because of Jalen Green. And then we beat the Nuggets by 16. Like, you look at, like, Cam Thomas having, like, issues to get a long-term deal. Like, I think Jalen Green has to be very happy he signed that 3-year extension last offseason. So, to start off the year, Brandon Boston has been struggling. But I don't know if I want to, like, completely remove him from the rotation just yet. Ryan Dunn, efficient, but he's not, like, scoring a lot. Elijah Arenas, obviously, it's a small sample size. What is Steinbach doing? Oh, he's not, like, in the rotation, right? So, home game against the KD-less Rockets, but they're 8-1, so they're better off without KD. Make that 9-1. They beat us by 14. Mark Williams at 23 here. We are 6-6 now to start off the year. So, if you also look at our draft pick situation, I think this is a year where we don't own it. I think 2027 is a year it goes outright to the Houston Rockets. So we do not own our 2031 first. I have to give that to the Jazz when I can. But yeah, that's basically a swap horse we got in that Jazz trade. Speaking of the Jazz, they're 2-9. Can we beat them? Okay, they beat us by 30. So a 2-9 team just beat us by 30. Devin Booker had 39. Dylan Brooks had 18. Mark Williams had 16. Markkanen had 26. George 25, and they signed KP. Home game here against the Nets. They're 1-10. Okay, thank God we beat the 1-10 Nets. Jalen Green had 21 in this one. Taking on the Rockets here. They're 9-2 now. Can we go above 500? Nope. We fall one game below. They ended up beating us by 8. Lonzo had 14 points off the bench. Like, I've thought about... Lonzo's just been so inefficient, which is brutal. Like, I've thought about starting Lonzo and moving Booker back to the 2-guard spot. I got offered Lou Dort and a first-rounder for Come On Now You Watch. I mean, one, that Jazz pick is not, like, unprotected, but that's like, a deal I probably would do with Mark Williams getting paid, but I don't want to do that. Big win here against the Magic in overtime by 4. Jalen Green, 32. Booker, 28 and 10. I hope Desmond Bane has been good for you guys since you could have had the #1 overall pick. 11-3 Thunder at home. We lose by 13. I will say, though, we do look more competitive on paper this year, which is great. Chet had 18 rebounds against us here. Road game against the Raptors. We both had the same record. Grayson Allen for KCP in a second. I was like, wait, Grayson Allen, I thought he was on the Spurs. Yes. This I'll allow to go through. I think it's even enough. Dylan Brooks fully healthy, and we get a win by 13. Ingram at 28, Booker at 22. Why did Booker only play 27 minutes? I do not know. He has 3 fouls. Don't tell me he got hurt. That would hurt a lot. Okay. We're good. He didn't get hurt. 8-10 Kings. We could barely beat them last year. Damn, they beat us by 1 point this year. Isaiah Evans at 14. I should have made you guys get Paul George. 32 for Booker in this one in just 31 minutes right now. Has Brandon Boston, like, gone, like, is he improving his shot? Not really. Kind of. So... like, what do I want to do for the rotation? Because I don't mind switching it up. I mean, Rasheer Fleming's been a good 3-point shooter, but struggling around the rim. I may actually go, like, 24 to Mark, 24 to Kaman, because Kaman is showing promise this year. And I think we're getting ready to start him full-time soon. And then we can maybe think about trading Mark Williams at the deadline this year. So we beat the Heat. 26 for Jalen Green and 7 assists. Like, I don't know. I have no idea what he's going to do. Like, I don't know if I could trade Jalen Green in the, like, now. I feel like in 2K, he might have, like, 4-star trade value, but I need him to, like, be very efficient. But maybe I just re-sign him, but I got to figure out if him and Beal will even work. Not Beal, Booker, sorry. It's like the second time I've done that this video long term. Nice game from Rasheer Fleming here, who's now shooting above 40% from the field. Green had 7 assists. Booker had 27 and 9. All right, so we're 11-10. Can we go 12-10? Beating Minnesota at home would be nice. Now we ended up losing by 37. So, like, looking at some of the stats, who's shooting? Like, Lonzo's shooting still poorly. But, like, Elijah Arenas, 45-42 splits. That's fine. Ryan Dunn, 50% from the field. Abaji shooting 37% from 3. Like, I'll take that. Dylan Brooks, a lot better this year, which could hopefully get me a little bit more value if I were to trade him. 4 road games in a row here after being home against Minnesota. This is a real 27 draft class. I'll scout out pretty much the top guys, even though, like, we're not getting a top pick whatsoever. So we beat Atlanta by 7, which is nice. Oh yeah, Trae Young left them. 34 there for Jalen Green. I do want to see where Trae Young, I should have showed you guys, like, the free agency recap. So yeah, Washington, I think I could have given him Grayson Allen, or I forgot what bad contract. Well, yeah, they use that cap space on Trae Young, so you're welcome, Washington. That could be a realistic suitor for Trae Young since they'll have cap. And then who signed James Harden? I think I can actually just check it out here, right? All players, not just shooting guards. James Harden, did he regress or is he did regress? Where's James Harden? Oh no, he's on the Clippers. How did they afford James Harden and Kevin Durant? Wait, what? How were they able to pull that off? They have Kawhi. They did have Harden. I don't know how they were able to pull that off financially. Did Kevin Durant sign, like, the minimum? If so, that's like worse than 2016. No, he got a 2-year max deal. I don't get how that was possible. All right, road game here against the Utah Jazz. Marketing for Jalen Green, and you would give me your 2030 first. Oh, all right, so Marketing's good still. 29. He's got 3 years left on this deal. Green could have 1 year. He could have none. I could maybe ask for just my 2031 first back. They would give me their unprotected 2030. I'm not going to do that now, but I'm intrigued about that idea potentially. If we think Markkanen's a better co-star next to Booker than Jalen Green. We win by 2 after losing to the Jazz earlier in the year. Man, Mark Williams is off to a good start. I feel like I should sell high on him. Can we beat the Kings for once? Thank you. All right, so the second time we've held the Kings under 100. They could say the same thing, but we win this time around. Rasheer Fleming is starting to get going. I like to see that. Kaman had a double-double there. We have 2 home games really spaced out against the Spurs. And we are going to get offered Jakob Poeltl in a second for Dylan Brooks. I don't really like that Jakob Poeltl contract, so I'm going to decline it. Can we beat the Spurs here? We beat them earlier. Wow, we kind of had their number. And Mark Williams gets hurt, a dislocated shoulder. Okay, so what that means is Kaman is going to be the starting center, also play like 30 minutes a night. I think Heinz Steinbeck can be like the backup 5. We'll see what he can do. I'm not super confident that he'll be as good as like Kaman off the bench, but I'm excited to see Kaman as a starter now going forward. Booker had 34, 7, and 8 in this game. Home game here against the Spurs again. I got offered a first round pick. I'm not, okay, like that's too like I don't know. That I think that pick is really top 8 protected. It honestly should be seconds now going to OKC. I could fix that. I would have to eat Caruso's really bad deal, which I don't want to do for Dunn and Brooks, but I'm open to moving Dylan Brooks. Steven Adams and a second for Royce O'Neal. Yeah, bring Steven Adams back to Memphis. We'll do that. Home game here, we do lose to the Spurs, so we're 2-1 against them on the season. I think Jalen Green won us a game against San Antonio earlier in the year. And then let's see who wins the NBA Cup between Memphis and Atlanta. Memphis wins it with AJ Debanta, but Ja Morant takes home NBA Cup MVP. We have a back-to-back here against Portland and Golden State. We beat Portland, but we lose to Golden State. We beat Portland by 4. Green with 24. Brooks with 12 in this one. How's Hans Steinbeck doing? Whatever. Not really great through his first couple games. Then we lost to the Warriors, who signed CJ McCollum. They brought back Kelly Oubre. They have Zach Collins, Jaden Queenance. Green had 14 free throws in this one. So we have another game against the Hawks, who we beat earlier. We're home here, and we beat them by 16. We've had the Hawks number this year. Jalen Green has been on a little bit of a tear lately, which is encouraging. Road game here against the Pacers. They're 18-11. Wow, we won by 18, guys. Are the Suns back? The Suns have been good this year. Jalen Green, 42. Jalen Green, 57, 38, 83 splits in 33 minutes a night. That's what I need as a co-star to Devin Booker. Devin Booker's been all-star caliber this year. Like, Agbaji might need more playing time at this point. All right, we are 18-14. Just, that's really good. All right, so yeah, 18-14. Now I'm like, do I buy at one point? I could look to sign a veteran. I would probably have to release Kobe Brea if I wanted to go out and get like Larry Nance Jr. or somebody like that in free agency. Let's see. 23-6 Mavericks. This would be an crazy win. Yeah, we just got embarrassed by them. So I still feel like we're a tier behind these guys. But hey, through our first 33 games, oh man, we are frauds. Look at that point differential. Yeah, Denver's got a better point differential and they're a game under. We are such frauds. We have a negative 4.7 point differential. Oh, we're frauds. We're frauds. I got offered Santi Aldama and Brandon Clark for Brooks and Agbaji. I don't really love that deal. We lose by 12 to Memphis. Booker at 21, Kaman at 19, Agbaji 18 points in 18 minutes. Rasheer Fleming still shooting 41% from 3. And like with his athleticism and size, like that's amazing. We owned Charlotte a lot last year. Can we beat them right now at home? No, we lose by the 13 to them. Booker had a good game here. Kaman 9 and 8. I guess we are missing Mark Williams a little bit. And then 12 and 19 Philadelphia. We are going to beat them by 4. I mean, our defense is Swiss cheese at this point still. 25 for Booker. 25 for Green. It's like, yeah, if I get, I don't know, if I traded, let's say, what's his name? If I traded, I'm blanking, Jalen Green for Markkanen, like that doesn't improve our defense. Like I feel like you got to get like the Jalen Suggs type player, the Derek White type player next to Devin Booker. We also could get a point guard. I mean, Booker played off of Chris Paul though. It's tough to find somebody like that. Booker 32 and 7. In this one, Green had 17, 6, and 7. It's not like we also have draft capital. We had a nice overtime win here against San Antonio. All right, like Dallas, top tier team on the road, January 4th. We are going to lose by 28. 40 for AD, 26 for Booker. And then on January 6th, just, bad things happen on January 6th as we lose to the Chicago Bulls. By 11. So, all right, we're frauds, right? But I would like to get in the playing tournament. I don't own my first round pick. Green has been solid this year, and it would be wise to sell high on him before there's a chance he can opt out. Now, I would have to go see who is officially on the trade block. So Green, Brooks, obviously I have those guys on the trade block. Anybody interesting? McCollum, Draymond, Oubre? No, not interested in those guys whatsoever. Garland is on the block. Garland is intriguing here, but, it doesn't solve our defensive backcourt issue. Garland is better than Jalen Green. I just don't know if they would want to do that, and they're a very expensive team. Wow, the Clippers are bad. Do we trade for Kevin Durant? Anybody else on the trade block? Kristaps is for the 13 and 24 Jazz. I would be intrigued by Kristaps, but I'd have to look at the contract. Robert Williams is on the trade block. Rui Hachimura is on the trade block. A player I wouldn't mind by any means. Anybody else intriguing? So I will look at the Kristaps Porzingis trade. Like potential. Let's see. What is that? Like if it's like 4 for whatever, I'm gonna stay away. 2 for 60 for these numbers are pretty good. Like I'm intrigued about KP here. He does have a player option. I mean, I'd probably rather have Kristaps than Jalen Green. I think I would because Kristaps is like a really good defender. He's 31. It's a scary contract. It's a year longer than Jalen Green's potentially. I mean, I guess it could potentially be 2 years longer because I'm sure he would opt in. He's shooting 45% from 3. If I wanted to like get there else, I would have to move Dylan Brooks, which basically is giving them salary relief. But I would have to include draft capital, which I don't really want to do. I don't want to include second rounders. I'd rather just throw in the relief. I could throw in Elijah Arenas, rather not. I could throw in Hans Steinbeck, who would be intriguing as an offer for them. I would throw in Ryan Dunn, though. That might get like the juices flowing for the Jazz. So let's say you gave me Filipowski and Kristaps Porzingis for Dylan Brooks, Ryan Dunn, and 2 seconds. Like, what are the chances we can get this to go through? Filipowski shooting 18% from 3, which he has a ton of value in that department. Could we swing this deal? I'm losing a lot of perimeter defense with this trade, but I still get the Jalen Green trade asset. I could flip Filipowski closer to the deadline. What is Filipowski's contract looking like? Filipowski's got a team option for $3 million next year, so it makes a ton of sense. Would they do something like this? Let's see. We have to add in a trade exception. They say no. They counteroffer it with Brandon Boston for Malik Beasley. Now, we do need shooting, right? Like, I could use the shooting. It's not a great contract, and they probably want to get out of this long-term money. I think I'm willing to do this trade. Brandon Boston, I think, is a good player. He might be better than Malik Beasley, but I don't think I'm getting this deal done. I think I'd rather have Filipowski than Ryan Dunn, who's a good defender, but, like, has a limited ceiling. And I'm going from Brooks to KP. Like, I'm taking a lot of long-term money in this deal. But, like, I guess there is a chance I could create 2027 cap space and sign, like, a well-known name. That's what I'm, like, hesitant on. Because I can move Jalen Green. I have Dylan Brooks is expiring off the books. I could easily trade Mark Williams. That's what I'm going back to every time in my head. Like, doing this trade basically removes any chance we had at, like, cap space this offseason. And Kristaps, I've had bad luck with him in 2K. So I think I'm going to actually hold off onto that deal for now. Because if I show you our salary cap breakdown here, 2028, we can have $70 million in cap space, potentially more. Like, I could trade Mark Williams, I could trade Jalen Green, and I have a Gaji, Lonzo, Maluach, like these guys around Booker and a max contract. And like, when you look at the upcoming free agents, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Nikola Jokic. Like, Phoenix has tried to sign big free agents before. They've got in the market for big names. I'm offering those guys deals. I may offer Anthony Davis a contract. I may offer Karl-Anthony Towns to play with his buddy Devin Booker a contract. Like, I want to have that flexibility. So I don't think I'm going to make a trade right like that now. I don't really think it makes us that much better. It makes us better, I think, but I don't know if it's worth it. And hey, I may come back, like, that may come back and bite me. We'll see. So we lose to the Magic. We lose to the Cavs. Like I said, I do think we're frauds this year, in a way. Can we beat the Clippers? No. We lose by 20. So I'm going to just kind of continue to scout out the top players from this draft class. Who knows? Like, we may end up with a lottery pick if I'm able to pull off a trade involving, like, what's his name? Mark Williams. Ooh, I like Dalen Swain, who I think left, where did he leave? Xavier, I think, to go to Texas to play under his head coach, who also left. That's a player I could like. We beat the Jazz by 16. Can we beat the Blazers? Okay, we beat them by 14. So we're 22 and 22 through our first 44 games. If you told me that was going to happen before the season started, I was going to take that any day of the week. And then we beat the Blazers by 14. Kamara had a good game. Dame had a good game. All right, so, I mean, Dylan Brooks has a $19 million expiring. I would trade him, but I'm not taking back any bad long-term money. So, Milwaukee, this is interesting. Like, one last, like, hoorah, or to try to do something around Giannis. I'm actually willing to do this trade. I kind of like this. Kuzma's expiring. I'm fine with that. I don't want Patrick Williams' $18 million next year. Strus is expiring. Okay, these are deals that I am interested in. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, not expiring, so I'm not interested in that one. Like, straight up, I could do this. They really want to get off KP. I'll, like, revisit that idea in the offseason if he's still in Utah. Nick Claxton could help out our defense, but not expiring. Don't want that money. Denver, like, I don't think I would re-sign Cam Johnson I don't think I would re-sign Max Strus. I could get Trey Murphy as well. Okay, that's a great offer. But Trey Murphy in this game is a little interesting. Damn, he's a good player. Trey Murphy's a good player. And I could trade Dylan Brooks for him because they think they like Dylan Brooks better around. Okay, so now I'm going back and forth between Trey Murphy and Cam Johnson. Trey Murphy, not an expiring contract. Cam Johnson is, and Cam Johnson would make a lot less going forward as like a good role player. And we drafted him back in the 2019 draft. I would have to commit almost $90 million to Trey Murphy. Isaiah Stewart, good contract, expiring, gets us a big down low, and I get a protected top. Okay, there's some good offers here. I got to trade Dylan Brooks right now. Devin Vassell, interesting, but not expiring. Caruso, I don't want that contract. I mean, Tumani Kamara is a freaking great player to add, but I don't think they would do this. I feel kind of like I'm ripping them off with this one. Moses Moody and Corey Kispert, no. So it comes down to Kuzma, because I get a first out of it, but it's a swap force between Portland and Milwaukee. And that's in 2030. Kuzma not coming back next year. Strus not coming back next year, but I get their unprotected 2030 first. I don't get a first in the Cam Johnson deal. Reeves, also interesting. I don't get a first in the Cam Johnson deal. I have to give up a second, but it's Cam Johnson, who I'm playing more than Strus. I would re-sign. He's been good this year. I just don't think they would trade him for Brooks. I guess they value the defense of Brooks. That one I feel weird doing. Trey Murphy, I'm going back to this one, who's a beast. And that makes me okay trading Jalen Green. So I believe I could still have cap space with Trey Murphy and Booker if I trade Mark Williams and Jalen Green by the offseason. And worst things worse, I could trade Trey Murphy. He's 26. He would have 2 years left. He would have a robust market. I think I'm going to take like advantage of New Orleans' incompetence here, and I'm going to do this trade. It's going to get the fans something to be exciting about. New Orleans creates some money long term. Welcome to the team, Trey Murphy. That gives us not like a good defender, but somebody that can create his own shot, that could be elusive with the ball in his hands, and then we could delegate to once we eventually trade away Jalen Green. I'm okay with him being like the guy that we could trust in the like as a secondary scorer. So Kaman is still the backup. Steinbeck not in the rotation. Lonzo 15 a night. Fleming, I'm gonna put him into more of a bench role, but I'm very happy with Fleming has done this year. 40% from 3, 9 points a night. We like that. Boston, I need you to be better at the deadline because I was going to hope to trade you. And then the remaining 5, I'm going to go to Agbaji. I'm going to lower Jalen Green's minutes. I'm going to lower Fleming's minutes. And I would like to go at least 31 to Trey Murphy. Now, what is Trey Murphy's shot tendency? Because I kind of want him to be the number 2. I really hope 2K just likes him in this rotation, but he's a small forward. All right, Trey Murphy's first game as a Phoenix Sun. How does it go? We're at home against the Miami Heat. We have a chance to go, wow, we just won by 41. Vibes are high. Trey Murphy with 16 in this one. 4 of 10 from 3, struggled a little bit, but Booker and Green got it going. I wonder if Green is like, okay, my time is winding down, but yeah, he's got a 67% true shooting. He actually finished with the 60 last year, so we'll see if we can move him. That's going to be an interesting one. I don't know if I want that one to be a pure salary dump because I'm not trading Murphy already. Dorian Finney-Smith for Draymond. I just don't think the Warriors would trade Draymond, so I'm not going to do that. We lose these 2 games by 13 each. That hurts. Murphy, 14 points here. I hope New Orleans didn't rob me. I hope they didn't rob me. Oh my God, he's been trash for us. Oh, not ideal. Okay, can we win this game against Minnesota? Can I get a 30 piece out of Trey Murphy? Nope, we lost by 20. Okay, Trey Murphy has been like DOGSHIT for us. He's been that bad. We look at this team. I mean, I'm hindering long-term cap space with that trade, something I didn't want to do, but I was like, I don't want to put all my eggs in. Oh, I might get Giannis basket, right? All right, so what I want to do here is I want to see the trade, just what I could get in Trade Finder for Jalen Green. Zubats, no, I'm not trading, okay. Hero Powell, no. Like, I'm intrigued about this. I'm intrigued about Kristaps and like Trey Murphy and like Kaman in the front court. Like, that's nice. Don't get me wrong. I don't really have a team here that makes a lot of sense. Dallas, I mean, Gafford's a backup 5 at that point. I don't want that. I don't want PJ Washington. I would do that trade for Anthony Davis. Nembhard, I mean, yeah. I would like Nembhard around Booker. The De'Aaron Fox one is interesting because then I'm going like De'Aaron Fox and Booker. Could have happened on the night of the 2017 draft. Kentucky backcourt. I'm intrigued. And we do an Aiden for Mark Will swap. I would not save money with this deal whatsoever. Like this in a perfect world, yes, but I don't think Portland would want to do that. I could trade for Steph. I don't think I'm going to do that, but I will say this is going to be a very intriguing trade deadline. We beat Denver. New Orleans we beat. Barnhizer keeping the G League. Bates keeping the G League. And then can we beat Minnesota? No, we lose by 30. But we beat Denver by 2. Murphy wasn't great. We beat New Orleans. Murphy at 17. I don't think he scored 20 for us yet. And we beat them by 30, or we lose to Minnesota by 30. So we're about to go to February. We've actually been pretty lucky with injuries this year. Mark Williams for Gafford. Better defender, but I don't want that contract. Mark Williams for Aldama. Don't want that to do that right now. Wow. We lose to Dallas. And the game before the deadline, I get offered Keyshawn George for Trey Murphy. I would think about this. Like, I like Keyshawn George, but I'm not going to flip Murphy this quickly. And we are going to beat Dallas maybe before the deadline. Please, come on, can we end the season? Okay, we don't end the first half on a good note. I don't think Trey Murphy has scored 20 for us yet. So if I'm going to trade Jalen Green, it's right now. It would suck to lose Jalen Green for nothing in free agency. Oh, no, I'll probably take that injury off. All right, so it's obviously a different day for me. And I want to, I think, like, go a little bit aggressive if I can at the deadline. I know we have a negative 4.9 point differential. I do believe we are still frauds in a way. It's just like, I don't know where I would upgrade. I don't know if we can make a lateral move like Mark Williams. We sell off the offense, but we try to add maybe a more defensive minded center. Although I do feel like Kaman is ready to take the keys as the starter next year. I mean, I got Trey Murphy. I kind of forgot I did that. So never mind. I think we're good. That was my big move. Jalen Green, he's hurt right now, so I can't move him. But that's frustrating a little bit just because he does have a player option, and I feel like he's gonna opt out of it. I feel like he will. I mean, I would love for him to get opt in and traded, but he could opt out. Now, if he opts out still, we would have a little bit of cap space, right? We can have $41 million. I believe that's not counting him on the books, but all these guys, I mean, I don't know if Lonzo's going to get picked up. Come on, will. O'Shea probably will. So, I don't know. Trey Murphy hasn't been a great Sun so far. I know he hasn't scored over like 20 or 25 yet, I remember. So, hopefully that could change in the second half, and we'll see going forward. So, I got offered DeAndre Hunter for Trey Murphy in a second. And honestly, like, if so, Hunter's on an expiring contract. Hunter would maybe fit this team pretty well, but and he's on an expiring as well. No, I went out, I got Trey Murphy. We are going to continue this going forward. So we're going to go past the deadline. And we win against Memphis, our first game out of the trade deadline. Still looking for Trey Murphy's first, like, really good game. I mean, we're 26-28 right now. The Nets are 10-42. Please beat a 10-42 team. Jalen Green is back, and we are going to win by 7. But Devin Booker suffers a pinched nerve in his back, and it's going to nag him for 4 to 6 weeks. Not ideal whatsoever. There we go, Trey. He knocks down 10 shots. 8 of them were threes. Booker got involved. There's Jalen Green as well. So, oh, man. He's down 5 overall points. I'm probably going to bump down his minutes. They don't think I should even play him. He's going to play through it, but I'm going to give him like 26 minutes a night. We're going to ask Trey Murphy and Jalen Green to carry somewhat of the load going forward. So please beat the 18-35 Wizards ahead of the All-Star break, and we are going to beat them. There we go. We're beating the teams that we should beat. Booker at 20. Green maybe struggled a little bit here. Murphy at 22. And if we look at the All-Stars this year, do we have Devin Booker making it? Jalen Brunson, damn, he broke his leg. He made it. The Knicks had a couple All-Stars over there in the East. Do we get Devin Booker? Yes, we do. Devin Booker was an All-Star yet again for this team, still playing at that caliber of level. Shea is ahead of the MVP race. Cameron Boozer, Rookie of the Year. Jaden Ivey, 6th Man of the Year in Atlanta. You got Miles Bridges in Milwaukee, Mikal Brown in New Orleans, Trey Mann, and Christian Brown didn't re-sign with the Nuggets. He ended up as an LA Laker. Depoy, Wemby, Kobe Buffkin, maybe most improved in Brooklyn. That is pretty cool. Yeah, I think he could deserve that. You have AJ Green, Julian Strawther, Jared McCain, and Devin Booker up there for Clutch Player of the Year as well. So let's go past the All-Star break here. Couple days rest. I mean, that's huge for Devin Booker to actually recover from this pinch nerve. And we're at 500 right now. I still wonder how, like, this team's, like, I don't know, like, if Kaman or Mark go down, is, like, Heinz Steinbach ready to be a rim protector? Probably not. Also, for the second half, I think I may increase, I don't know, like, I'd like to get, maybe I'm going to lower Murphy a little bit down to 33, same with Green. I would like to get Elijah Arenas more involved in the second half, given that he was our 18th overall pick last year. I think he does have potential with the athleticism. All right, we just beat Washington. Let's beat him again. There we go. Beating the teams in front of us that we should. 41 from Murphy and Booker. Lonzo stepped up here. He had 4 steals, 5 assists. Booker played 26 minutes. The Pelicans are worse than us, but I feel like we were due for a loss. I don't know. All good things must come to an end. 42 combined between Green and Murphy, 17 for Booker. And then the Clippers are 6 games under, and we are going to beat them by 12. There we go. They do not have a deep rotation whatsoever. Did they sign Kevin Durant, or am I thinking about a different rebuild? No, they did, but Kevin Durant is hurt. So we still have yet to beat Kevin Durant when he is healthy. Booker at 24. All right, like, these guys are getting going, which is good. Rasheer Fleming, I think, is at a very positive year number 2. Phillies, 14 games under, a team we should be able to beat. Let's see. I do need to scout new players, and we pretty much have most of the top guys here scouted out for the 2027 class. And we are going to beat Philly by 24. Booker, 35 points in 28 minutes, 21 for Trey Murphy, and beat at 21 in this game. Boston, they're 16 games above. This would be an impressive win. Oh my God, we gave up 174 points. That is going to tank the net rating so hard in a way. Oh my God, we lost by 60? Oh my God. Okay, so I guess we're going to have those nights. What did like Boston shoot from three? They went 29 of 44. God damn, 64 of 91 from the field. Utah's 18 and 41. This would be a bad loss. Okay, good. We take care of them. We blow them out. I feel like we're playing exit team, which is fine, right? Like, we don't own our first round pick. Contract extensions. Can't really extend Jalen Green right now because I guess we don't have full bird rights on him, given that they traded for him. They didn't extend him. So we're going to go past the extension deadline, and then we'll kind of fully know who's going to be a free agent at the end of the season, where Phoenix can create a little bit of cap space. I'm going to kind of pencil in as well, like a Mark Williams trade. So if we go to the upcoming free agents here, yeah, you have Jokic, you have Giannis. Giannis is the one where I think I can convince him. I don't know if Jokic really wants to come to Phoenix. Giannis, though, is an interesting one. I mean, a Mitchell Booker backcourt would be a lot of fun, but then again, like two ball-dominant guys in the backcourt. I don't know if he's the shooting guard next to Booker. I mean, Fox can't be a free agent. I thought about De'Aaron Fox just because, like, I can move Booker back to the 2, which he's obviously played with before. Dame could be a free agent. DeJounte could be a free agent as well. Kyrie, I don't think I'm convincing Steph to come here. Hero is, like, kind of a lateral move, I feel like, from Jalen Green. So we'll get there eventually, and we'll see what we're going to end up doing. I mean, having Booker and Trey Murphy around Giannis, I would even go after Anthony Davis, I think, as well. So we're taking on the Bulls. They're pretty even to us, and they blow us out by 21 points. Josh Giddey had 23, White had 22, Buzelis had 22 as well, or something like that. So Booker's still day-to-day. Back-to-back here against New Orleans and Milwaukee. We lose to New Orleans again, and we're now under 500. We just lost to the Bucks by 4 in overtime. Giannis, speaking of, he had 49 against us. Green had 24. Murphy had 19 and 5 turnovers. Booker had 10 assists. So we're going to get Booker back healthy here against Denver. No, but we end up beating them by 12. That's an impressive win. 20 for Mark Williams, 18 for Jalen Green, 24 for Trey Murphy. And then I'm sure we're going to get Booker back by the Celtics game. Yeah, fully healthy again. So I'm going to drop Murphy down to like 32. Same with Jalen Green. And then Elijah, how's he been? He's been fine, but I think I'm going to drop his minutes down because Brandon Boston's been heating up. Ryan Dunn's been heating up as well. I think I'm going to just give, yeah, like Booker, I don't know. Yeah, maybe we just end up giving Booker 34 minutes, just ease him back in, but we ended up losing by 18 to Boston. We should beat Sacramento. They're 14 under. This would be a pretty bad loss, and it is. We end up losing by 30. Sacramento has owned us over the last few years. Spurs are right around us record-wise, and we are going to get blown out. Okay, so we are now the 9th seed in the Western Conference. We are tied with Memphis here, very close to San Antonio and Golden State, but you have both LA teams, New Orleans on our tails as well. So these are games that we should try to win, right? So home game here against the Rockets, we lose. I mean, we actually went up to the 8th seed there. Lakers, big game, and we lose. Okay, we are on a noticeable losing streak right now. Yeah, oh my God, this is disgusting since the month of March happened. We are 1-8 in the month of March. That is not good. And we are losing. Okay, so we're now 2-8. This was a big win against Golden State, who's also near us in the West. So I would just like to be in at the 7th or 8th seed. That's the goal, just so we can get 2 cracks at the playoffs. So we have a very interesting stretch coming down here. Big win there. Okay, 2 massive wins against Denver and Sacramento. Devin Booker drops 47 points. 20 for Jalen Green, he fouled out. 18 for Murphy. Could be a season high, career high for Elijah Arenas in that one. How's Kaman looking? 58 from the field. Not much of a 3-point shooter, but yeah, I think he's definitely ready to be the starting center in year number 3 next year. And then we beat the Kings by 14 or 15. Booker had 35 in this one. Detroit's 5 games under 500, so a winnable game. We win by 10. There we go. We're on a 4-game winning streak right now. 31 for Trey Murphy. That is the player that I traded for from the Pelicans. Can we beat the Lakers? Another team still kind of close to us at home. Bang! We dropped 158. 37 for Jalen Green, 31 for Booker, 19 for Murphy. Double doubles for Kaman and Mark Williams. Back-to-back road games here between the Lakers and the Hornets. Are we able to kind of go 1-1? I'll take a split. So we beat the Lakers, which is probably the more important game, as Booker wasn't even great either. And then we ended up losing to the Hornets by 9. Okay, Booker had 35 in this one. Home game against the Pacers, who are pretty good, but we beat them. And we hit our goal. We won 40 games this year, so we just need to win 1 more to be 500 on the year. And if we end the season 2-1, we're going to go above 500. Let's go. We beat the Bucks. That is a huge win. 34 for Trey Murphy in this one, 13-8 for Booker. And then we are 9 games, or we're taking on a team 9 games under 500 in the Grizzlies. That would be a big home win bang. The Phoenix Suns here in 2027 are going to go above 500. 35 for Booker, 26 for Jalen Green. A lot of guys in double figures. Everybody got to eat. Shout out, I guess, for She Writes for that one. And we end up losing by 5 to Cleveland. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander takes home the 2027 MVP award. I forgot who won it last year. Was it Shea? No, it was not Shea. It was probably like Luka or Jokic, I would assume. Cameron Boozer, Rookie of the Year for the Washington Wizards. He was the 2nd overall pick. Sixth man goes to Jaden Ivey in Atlanta. Wemby, Depoy, Chet, Most Improved. Steph beats out Booker for Clutch Player of the Year. Kenny Atkinson, Coach of the Year. So we lost to a 62-win team at the end of the year. Ja Morant, was your NBA Cup MVP. Here's All-NBA first team with Shea, Jokic, Luka, Giannis, and Halliburton. 2 of those players can be free agents this offseason in Jokic and Giannis. Wemby, Ant, Ja, Tatum, and Şengün, All-NBA second team. And here's All-NBA third team between Harden, Mobley, Zion, LaMelo, and Amen Thompson. All defensive first team, you have Wemby, both Thompson twins, Holmgren, and Mobley. And here's all the defensive second team with Ijax making it, Alex Sarr, Anthony Davis, who could be a free agent, Kessler, and Giannis. All rookie first team, Cameron Boozer, Darren Peterson, Mikal Brown, AJ Debanza, and Chris Sinak. And then second team, Noah, Bennett, Sturts, Isaiah Evans, Dash Daniels, and Nate Ament. So Noah Arenas making it for us this year. We ended up as the 7th seed, so we're going to get 2 play-in games here with a chance to make the playoffs. We don't own our first round pick at all this year. There's no swap, so I'm just happy to be here. And yeah, let's figure out the rotation this year for the playoff run. So I don't think Arenas is going to play. It might be a 10-man rotation. I'm fine with I think it's going to be a 10-man rotation still. We're going to go 38 to Booker. Let's go 35 to Green, 35 to Murphy. I still think we're going to split the mark. Come on minutes. 22 to Agbaji, 17 Fleming, 15 to Lonzo, who actually did shoot the ball fairly well to end the year. We'll give Dunn. Maybe I'm going to lower Boston minutes just a little bit down to 12, and I can kind of up Ochai Agbaji, who shot 43% from 3. All right, so we're taking on Golden State. We have a clean injury report right now, which is huge. Do they have any injuries? Golden State. Zach Collins is dealing with a torn right hand ligament, and Jaden Quaidance is dealing with a bruised hip, but they're pretty much good to go. They have Kelly Oubre back in Golden State. They have CJ McCollum. And they have Kenrich Williams and Trey Lyles over here. You have a Battle of LA in the other playing tournament game. So let's just see how this goes, right? Let's kind of go through the first quarter, which was good. We outscored them by 13. We're up by 11 right now. Jalen Green is going. Wow. Ryan Dunn knocked down 3 threes. Maybe it's meant to be to win this playing game. Second quarter, though, yeah, we give it right back. They outscore us by 11. Jalen Green is 16. Jimmy Butler's got 15. Steph's got 10 and 5 in this one. Quaidance has 9 and 2. Let's see how this third quarter goes. It's fine. A little bit lower scoring in a way, 29-26, but we're up by 5 heading into the fourth. Trey Murphy's 4 of 11. Booker's only taken 8 shots. Nobody's really in foul trouble, it looks like, on our team. I guess Draymond and Oubre are in foul trouble. So let's see how this fourth quarter goes. We're up by 8. We are now down by 1 with just under 6 to go. Down by 2. The offense is non-existent here in the fourth. Okay, we are down by 2, 2.5 to go. Let's watch this unfold. All right, so I'm sure Devin Booker is really tired. We do have Kaman and Mark Williams out there. Wow, that was such a risky pass, but it works. Okay, Devin Booker gets that layup. We are all tied up at 108. So we have double big out there with Kaman and Mark Williams, just eliminating any floor spacing we can have. Trey Murphy, Green, and Booker out there. So at least it's not Ryan Dunn out there, and we would have no shooters. Booker guarding Steph, I don't love. I would love if Jordan Ott made some adjustment. Maybe put Trey Murphy on Steph, probably. But I mean, Booker can hold his own. When he's locked in, Booker's actually a solid defender. We saw that in 2021 and 2022. CJ McCollum, wow, great defense there by Jalen Green. He's got to force that. Trey Murphy with a nice rebound right there. Don't force it. All right, so we just I like having Green, Murphy, and Booker, 3 different shot creators out there. I think getting Trey Murphy was such a huge pickup for us. I don't like a come on. Wow, that was why. Why are we doing a catch and shoot 3? Come on, you shoot 19% from 3. Oh, and Curry's going to hit that. I mean, it's Steph Curry. We are so lucky that he missed that. I tried to jinx it. All right, so who wants to take the lead right now? Trey Murphy's dribbling it into traffic. Jalen Green almost turns it over. And Trey Murphy turns it over. Great. Draymond's running down the floor. Mark Williams. Wow. Draymond should have went up with that. Why did he pass that? I don't know. Bad transition defense there by Mark Williams. But, okay, Steph does not take that. I was like, we're going to give up a 3. We got to put Rasheer Fleming on Jimmy Butler. We know we can stop him. But Kaman gets the massive block. All right, so the Warriors are going to call a timeout. I'm hoping that we make some lineup adjustment, and that is going to be the case. Agbaji comes in. We're going to keep Mark Williams in, which Honestly, I think I'd prefer Kaman's rim protection. So Trey Murphy guarding Jimmy. Booker right in Steph's face. This is somebody that can knock down a three that's going to make you want to rage quit. And he hits that mid-range jumper right in Devin Booker's face. They go back up by 2. All right, Booker trying to go right back at Steph here. He finds Mark Williams down low, who's going to get that over Draymond. All tied up at 110 again. All right, Booker guarding Steph here on the perimeter. I'm just so scared of Steph. He's got so much separation. Oh my God, he turns it over. He throws it right to Mark Williams. All right, I mean, a 2-for-1 would be smart here. Booker, go to the rim right at Curry. And he's going to turn it over. He turned it right back. Such sloppy hoops here. Jimmy's going to take the lead with 26 seconds to go. And Booker almost turns it over. Jalen Green gets it. All right, so if we miss here, vibes are not good. Booker. Oh my God, wow, that is a deep 3 and it's no good, but Mark Williams, cleanup crew, Mark Williams gets a massive offensive rebound. That was not a good shot whatsoever by Devin Booker, and he ties it with 1:12 to go. So we do have a timeout, so if they miss it, we could advance the ball, but they would need to leave a little bit of time on the clock and hopefully miss it. So Booker guarding Steph, and he's not going to get the stop. Booker takes the lead. Or I mean, like, Steph takes the lead with, how much time is left? 4 seconds? 2.4 seconds. All right, I would just like Booker, Green, Murphy, 3-point ball. Let's go for the win. Booker, deep 3. Oh, it's always an in and out. And we are going to lose the 7-8 matchup of the play-in tournament. We're going to be taking on one of the LA teams, and it sucks that we lost this one at home, but at least we're getting another home game. That's why being in that 7-8 matchup is so huge. All right, so we are going to be taking on, let's see, it's going to be the LA Clippers with Kevin Durant, Kawhi Leonard, Bradley Beal, James Harden. They ended up winning this game by 10. Luka had 34. 8 and 9 over in the East playing. I guess we haven't seen anything yet. All right, so let's see what happens here. We're at home, but I don't think we've beaten Kevin Durant yet in the 2 years so far when Kevin Durant has been healthy. So the first quarter, not as positive as the Warriors won, but it's close. It's a 4-point game. Trey Murphy had a good first quarter. Mark Williams was solid. Ochai Agbaji, 2 turnovers, but knocked down both the shots. 21 for Harden and Durant so far. The second quarter could get ugly. I'm hoping it doesn't. All right, now we're staying competitive, and we had the lead at one point. We are down by 1 at the start of the third quarter. Devin Booker has 11, Trey Murphy, Mark Williams, all in double digits. And yeah, Kawhi's got 9, Beal's got 9, Harden 13, Durant 16. Big third quarter here, and we go on a little bit of a run. I like that. Oh my God, let's go. What? That is insane. Oh my God. Wow, we are outscoring them by 25 here in the third. Wow, we held them to 16. We scored 41. That may lock up Phoenix Sun playoff basketball, I guess, for the first time since the 2024 season. Yeah, we're not going to blow this fourth quarter. We're going to blow out Kevin Durant. How poetic. We're going to win by 24. Trey Murphy, our big trade deadline acquisition, drops 37 points in his most meaningful game, in the most meaningful game of this franchise so far. He drops 37. Booker with 20. O'Shea with 17, Durant 22, Harden 16 assists, Zubac's 13 rebounds, and we're taking on Minnesota here in the play-in. We'll see. Does Giannis lose to Chicago in the play-in? No, but I was going to say definitely we could convince him to leave. Denver made the playoffs with Jokic. Dallas made the playoffs with AD. All right, so hopefully nobody got hurt in that game. Nope, we are ready to go for the Timberwolves series. I don't think I'm going to change the playoff rotation just yet. They're going to be without Terrence Shannon Jr. most likely for this whole series. They have a lineup of Dante, Ant, McDaniels, Randall Reed. They're going Gobert off the bench. Dillingham, Bennett Sturts, Jalen Clark. Maybe Baron J will play, and Leonard Miller as well. So let's see how game number 1 looks. Let's see this first quarter. Hopefully we can be close, and we are down by 5. Now, I should have threw a different assignment on Ant. I mean, it's technically Jalen Green right now. I don't know if I'd want to start Ryan Dunn and throw him on Ant, which isn't a bad idea. I mean, we'll see how much, okay, we are down by 16. This isn't good. Come on, is our leading scorer. Never really a good thing. Bennett Sturts is dropping 15 off the bench. Ant has 11. Randall has 12. Third quarter, I mean, a little bit better, but not much as we're down by 20 entering the fourth. I mean, this is the 1-seeded Timberwolves. And yeah, we're down by 18. Down by 21, down by 19, and we are going to lose this game, unfortunately. We lose 117-95. Trey Murphy picking up where he left off in the play-in. He had a good game here, 27. Booker, 16. Come on, 14. O'Shea had 10. Jalen Green, 2-12, which could be his last couple games here as a Phoenix Sun. We will see. So let me go back to my kind of coaching alignment here. If I went to the Minnesota slide, because I would like to put Anthony Edwards, I don't know. Do I put Green? Where's Trey Murphy? Like, do I throw Trey Murphy on him? I don't know if I love that. I mean, O'Shea. I mean, Jalen Green can kind of lock in a way, but not really. I guess we'll just throw Jalen Green on him. Or, I mean, if we ever get the chance, let's just throw Ryan Dunn on him. All right, so we're down 1-0. I would love to get at least one playoff victory. I know we're not expected to beat them. We are an 8 seed, right? But hey, we have a competitive game number 2. All we got to do is split them in Minnesota, and we're going back to Phoenix for game number 3. Down by 6 here in the third. Down by 9 here in the third now. Let's finish out strong. Okay, now we're down by double digits. What a terrible third quarter. They outscored us 36-24. Come on. I mean, really encouraging stuff. Like, I may make Kaman the starter for game number 3 and lower Mark Williams' minutes. I mean, he's a minus 16 in this game, while Kaman is a +1, which is really encouraging for Kaman moving forward. We're down by 7, 3.5 to go. Can we go on a little bit of a run? Down by 6, 97 seconds left. We do not have the ball, though. It does look like Bennett Sturts. Maybe he's closing out games for this team. We'll see. So Trey Murphy is currently guarding Anthony Edwards. I mean, we have the size. He's got the wingspan to guard Ant. Come on Gobert. I like to see that. We do not have... Actually, no. Our starting lineup is out there, but Kaman is out there instead of Mark Williams, which I like. But Ant, I mean, a little bit of a hop step there. Gets it to go over Trey Murphy. He's got 31 points. 10 of those are in the paint. I mean, we got to knock down a 3. You're down by 8 with just a little bit above a minute left. Booker trying to get something going on Sturts, and he's going to turn the ball over. Oh, boy. All right. That's probably it. Booker, who is in the running for Clutch Player of the Year, not showing up really at all so far in these crunch time moments of the play-in and the playoffs. Trey Murphy trying to guard Ant with not the dagger. He's going to miss that shot. 45 seconds to go. We got to score quickly. Literally show any sense of urgency. Booker trying to get something to go on Sturts, and he's going to get that left-hand shot to go back to a 6-point game. 36 seconds left, though. I assume we're going to foul. You have to, pretty much. And we're going to foul. No, we're not going to foul. All right. A little bit of a... I guess send the double. That's fine with me. Try to force them into a bad shot. Reed, gonna get the double. I mean, Jalen Green is just running around out there. Come on, gets the double. Jeez, we can't set any double. They're obviously breaking this very efficiently. Dillingham 3, and that is the dagger. All right, so what we're gonna do here for the remaining part of the series, my big lineup adjustment. How's O'Shea been? He's been fine, actually. Yeah, we're gonna go 18 minutes to Mark, and we're gonna go 30 to, come on, the rookie. We'll see what he can do. Game 3, our first home playoff game since Minnesota. I even mentioned that, like, Minnesota was the team that swept Phoenix and kind of, like, ended the vibes, you would think, in Phoenix back in 2024. I predicted Phoenix to win that series, and they got swept. So here we go. We came out alive. Trey Murphy, 21 points here in the first half against Minnesota in game number 3. This would be an unfortunate loss if we do blow this lead. We're up by 14. Now we're up by 6, just like that. Oh, my God, a terrible third quarter. We erased a 14. I think we're up by like 17 at one point in this game. All right, we have a strong start to the fourth, up by 10, up by 11 with 3 minutes to go, up by 7, up by 9. I don't think we're going to blow this one, and we are going to win by 8. There we go. So we get a playoff series victory. We're not going to get swept like 2024. Trey Murphy, 39 in this one. Devin Booker with 26. Come on with the double-double. He was a -8. Mark Williams was a +16. Maybe nothing's going to go my way. Hey, we win this game. It's a brand new series going to game 5 in Minnesota. First quarter was fine. Second quarter, also really fine. There we go. We've had very good first halves at home. We're up by 15. Trey Murphy has been unreal for us in the play-in and the playoffs so far with his efficiency and scoring in the half court. The third quarter, though, is where everything dies. I mean, we give up 36 points. We do score 31. We're up by 13 here at the start of the fourth. We're up by 13 with 7 minutes to go. This would be a crazy blown lead. Up by 11, 2 minutes to go. Up by 13 with a minute left. And the Phoenix Suns have rattled off back-to-back playoff victories. And we're going to game 5, tied 2-2. That is massive for us. Ant had 31. Booker at 26. Mark Williams was a -7, but had a double-double. Kaman was a +14. Why did he have 4 turnovers? I do not know. Massive game 5 here. Actually, just wanted to see if anybody got hurt in Minnesota. Nope, it's still just Terrence Shannon Jr., who were like the worst injuries around the league this year. Justin Edwards tore his ACL. Markkanen tore his Achilles. Jaime Jaquez broke his vertebrae. Damn. All right, so on to game number 5 here. Let's see what happens. This is a tough one. This is where they could just like blow us out and win the next 2. I mean, we go up 3-2. This is crazy. So we are up by 6 here in the third quarter. We have a third quarter lead. Third quarter's always been bad. We're down by 3 here in the fourth. Jalen Green's got 15. Trey Murphy not scoring as efficiently. Booker has only taken 6 shots. I wish he would shoot the ball a little bit more. We're up by 1, 6:14 left. Down by 3, though, with 4.5 to go. Down by 3. Down by 4 with 2 minutes left. All right. I don't know who has the ball here. Hopefully, it's us. And that is not the case. They have the ball, unfortunately. So let's see what happens here. We don't have to foul, but a 3 is probably the dagger. A 2 doesn't look great for us, but there's still a chance. Don't double. Don't foul. Although Jalen Green guarding Ant with no second layer. Okay, come on. Good help there. Forces Ant to throw it out to McDaniels. Let one of these guys beat us. Just get the ball away from Ant. And Ant gets a solid look from 3. He's going to miss that. But Gobert gets the rebound. Oh my God, come on though with the steal. Let's go. We have a chance to send this game into overtime or potentially take the lead. Devin Booker, this is a good mismatch. Hunt Rob Dillingham. Hunt him. Do not pass it out of this, please. Booker trying to go to work on Dillingham. They send the double. Booker with the left hand is no good. Oh my God. Booker, you were in the clutch player of the year conversation. Why didn't you dish that out to the corner or... Oh my God, that's such a frustrating loss. We could have been up 3-2. Damn. Randall had 32 in this one. Ant had 19. Bennett Sturts had 18. Booker played such a good game. 27-12, only 2 turnovers. That sucks. We could have just sent that to OT. All right, let's go. Game number 6, must win at home. My scout is saying give less minutes to Rasheer Fleming, give less to Agbaji, and give more to Ryan Dunn. Rasheer in the playoffs so far, though, has been fine. Like, I'll take that. Like, shooting variance is going to be a major thing in the playoffs. Like, Lonzo can't knock down a shot to save his life. Yeah, I could let Ryan Dunn shoot more. Brandon Boston is maybe somebody I'm going to eliminate. Yeah, he can't buy a shot whatsoever. That 2-year run for us might be over. So we'll give a little bit more to Ryan Dunn. I'll go like 24 minutes a night to him. I'm going to go less to Lonzo. And then I got 6 more minutes. I'm going to go probably 37 to Trey, 37 to Green. And let's go. Come on. Did we mess up these minutes? I don't know, but let's just do something like that. Maybe it's the Minnesota minutes that are different. So here we go. Game number 6 at home, backs against the wall. We are down by 13 though in the first half. Things are not looking good. Booker, empty the clip. An elimination game. I want my superstar, my franchise player to empty the clip. If you take 10 shots in an elimination game, I'm going to lose my mind. All right, there we go. Solid third quarter. We cut it to single digits. We're down by 7 in the fourth. Booker's taking 12 shots. Mark Williams has a double-double right now. Agbaji's got 10 points. Lonzo showing up to work today, which is nice. Down by 12, though. We need to make a run right now. Down by 15. Down by 10. 3 minutes to go. Booker, 28 and 10 in this one. Can we make it a game? Down by 10. We got to go on a little bit of a run. Doesn't look good for us, folks. All right, we are going to get eliminated in 6, it looks like. That is unfortunate. But hey, at least it was competitive. At least we were in that game 5 with a chance on the final possession to go up 3-2. Booker empties the clip in a way, 19 shots, 32 and 11. Murphy had 16 and 5. Mark Williams had a double-double in this game, hopefully showing the rest of the world, you know what, he could have some trade value in the offseason. Ant had 36, Reed had 24, Rob at 20, and we are going to lose to the 1-seeded Timberwolves. Like, it's a 1-seeded team that won 56 games this year. They had a 9.5 point differential, 11.4 points better than us. So, you know, the fact that we fought is very encouraging. They're going up against Denver, a rematch from 2024's round 2. Dallas and Houston, Battle of Texas right there. And let's see who makes it out of the East. It's going to be Cleveland beating Giannis. Maybe Giannis's last game as a Buck, we'll see. And New York ends up beating Orlando in 7. I believe Cat can be a free agent. I don't know if he re-signed, actually. No, he can. Another guy that could be on our radar. We'll see. So let's see what happens here. Boston, Atlanta. They played each other in the playoffs. New York and Cleveland, same thing. And we are going to see Trae Young. No. Do they have Trae Young? I think they do. He's hurt. No, they don't have Trae Young. Did he go to Brooklyn? I forget. Or he might have went to Washington. So you have Atlanta versus New York. And you're going to have Denver versus Houston. Okay. And Houston does not have Kevin Durant. So they were better off without him, maybe. You have a 4 and a 6 seed versus a 3 and a 4 seed. So both 1 seeds lost there. And both 2 seeds as well. The NBA Finals in 27 is going to be between the New York Knicks and the Denver Nuggets. The Carmelo Anthony Championship right now. Brunson and Jokic were your conference finals MVPs. And the 2027 champions are going to be the New York Knicks. Brunson, finals MVP. They sweep Denver. Was it close? Game 1, New York won by 21. Game 2, they won by 27. Game 3, they blew them out. Then they won by double digits every single game, so it really wasn't close. And honestly, collective unit this year, I'm going to say that this season was a B+, right? Like, we made the playoffs. We had exciting playoff games. We went out. We got another ball handler on a good contract in Trey Murphy with the salary cap going up. That's good. We saw, honestly, really encouraging progression from Kamam Watch this year. I think Ochai Agbaji showed that he could be a rotational guy. Ryan Dunn was fine. I know the young guys didn't get to show too much, like Tonde Yesufu didn't get to show too much, but he could be involved more next year. And then, like, Rasheer Fleming, I thought took encouraging steps this year for us. Might change his position around, but he was a good 3-and-D piece. So let's start this offseason. Do we have any points? We have one. We'll get arena renovations up. Player retirements, Al Horford, DeRozan. There goes Steph, Russ, McCollum, Paul George. So the Warriors are going to have some cap space to use this offseason, that's for sure. And staff retirements, just a scout in Detroit. Loaded Hall of Fame class. Wow, DeRozan makes it. Usually I don't see him making it. Paul George, Russ, Steph, and DeRozan make it to the Hall of Fame. Russ and Steph Curry get their jerseys retired by the Warriors and the Thunder. I'm not going to make any changes. Not going to change the fouls down or anything like that. So here we are in the lottery. It's nice. I don't have to worry about giving up my first round pick whatsoever. So the Jazz are at the, actually, wow, the Lakers won the lottery. So I'm going to play around with this actually, because I'm pretty sure those top 3 picks should be going to the Jazz, Lakers, and Portland. They're all protected. So it's kind of weird. The Kings are getting, or no, the Rockets are getting our pick at 16 from that like post Mikal trade they made in the 2024 offseason. And then we have the 30th pick in this draft from the Cleveland Cavaliers. All right, so we're going to keep Jordan Knott going forward. I would say this year was pretty encouraging. Let's see if we can find maybe the best scout to give a contract to. Michael Page will give a new 4-year deal to. And I'm going to sign James King to be the assistant GM. I wish I could change the name of these guys to like real, like, I don't know, real scouts or real GMs across the league. I also wanted to see if like anybody else has like, okay, so the Thunder have hired Sam Drew. They no longer have Mark Dagno. Like, yeah, did anybody get a new coach? The Wizards might have a new coach this offseason. Doc Rivers is still in Milwaukee. Chris Goodrich. Why did the Cavs let go of Kenny Atkinson? He just won Coach of the Year. Maybe it's because they lost in round number 2. I guess we've seen that before. Celtics hired Stephen McCormick, a new head coach. Anybody else get a new head coach? So we do have the 30th pick. We have a chance to move up in the draft, so I will be still like possibly aggressive. This guy going to Duke next year is going to be a fun watch. So I might try to draft him, but I don't know. He's going to probably go too high. Christian Collins, Caleb Holt, Dylan Swain. I'm going to try to scout these guys out. Anthony Thompson, I just know like are real players as well. Savion Keita, right? I will scout him out as well. Maybe we'll be able to get one of these guys. We'll see. We could trade up. I mean, we're also a team that doesn't have like a ton of draft capital, but we do have like 41 we could look to move. I mean, tradable contracts right now on draft night. So we don't know any. Well, I guess Mark Williams is a big one. I wouldn't mind trading Mark Williams for a draft pick. So the Bulls could definitely use a center. They own, after like I got their pick correct, 13. Would you do Mark Williams for pick 13? I think they would. Yeah, I feel like we're going to do this trade. We're going to still get somebody making a decent amount of money, like $4 or $5 million. So yeah, let's do that. And now we can actually land like 2 more rookies to this team, which is huge. Which I'm fine adding because yeah, if I actually went out and tried to sign a Giannis, a Cat, or somebody like that, we're going to need cheap roster spots kind of going forward. Boston's probably going to be gone next year. And yeah, like Jamison Battle didn't get to play a ton. He didn't play at all this year. We were actually pretty lucky again with injuries. So let's start the 2027 NBA draft. The Utah Jazz are on the clock, and they're going to get Tyrone Stokes. So Darren Peterson, Tyrone Stokes going to Utah. The Lakers keep their 27 pick because it was top 4 protected from the Rush trade. But they want to trade it for Bam Adebayo. Okay, they want to get a stud around Luka right now. I'm going to say yes to this. I'm going to let this trade go through. Norman Powell and Bam going to the Lakers for Rui and the 2nd overall pick. And let's see who the Heat now take. They take Hugo from France. They also have pick 4. So the Heat are entering into a full-on rebuild. The Blazers at number 3 select Brandon McCoy. All right, so the Heat at number 4 are going to take Mika, who you probably heard a little bit of this offseason playing for Team Finland in the Eurobasket. Christian Collins, okay, somebody I thought I could draft. He ends up going number 5 there to Houston. Washington wants to trade their pick for Kristaps Porzingis and a 2030 Thunder first. Sure, if Washington wants to be aggressive, they can have a Alex Sarr, Kristaps Porzingis front court. The Jazz ended up with Tyrone Stokes. I mean, this is amazing for them. And they're getting Savion Keita. I'm like pretty sure. Did the Wizards get Trae Young? Okay, yeah, so this makes sense. Now they have Kristaps Porzingis reuniting with Trae Young. I mean, both of them were pretty good in 2026 with each other. in Atlanta. Yeah, definitely. So let's see who goes number 7. I don't think I'm going to try to trade up at all. The Hornets actually want my pick for Elijah Arenas, which is a very intriguing offer, but I still believe in Elijah's potential. So I'm going to hold on to him. Sebastian Ranich goes here. Ricky Hunter from URI goes number 8 to Philly. Taj Ariza, son of Trevor Ariza, goes to Sacramento. I feel like Trevor Ariza was a king, but I could be wrong. Damn, the guy I wanted from Duke ends up going number 10. 11 is going to be Caleb Gaskins, and then number 12, Detroit takes Cam Williams from Kentucky. So we are on the clock here at 13. Now, we traded away Mark Williams. I don't know if there's a center that I want here, and I think because Kaman is still raw, I'd rather have like a veteran center behind him going forward. There's this Baba guy who is also pretty good. I guess projected to go to Duke. I don't think he's committed. You have Anthony Thompson, who's a very good athlete on the perimeter. Dalen Swain, I think I'm going to hope to get at pick 30. But you do have some really good athletic guards here. You have Omer Meyer, who I also kind of like from Purdue. He shot lights out for the Israel U19 teams. You have Jason Crow. I think I'm going to take Omer Meyer here because he's a combo guard, 6'5", could be the 1, could be the 2. So I'm not locking him in there. And if I don't bring back Lonzo Ball, like he could be somebody that ends up getting a little bit more runtime going forward. So I'm going to take Omer Meyer there. We see Jordan Smith go. We see Jason Crow go. If I was looking at anybody that I could trade, like I guess I could move Hans Steinbach if I wanted to move up, but I don't mind keeping him going forward. I guess we do have James. No, we don't. Like, I'm not going to trade Elijah. I'm not going to trade Rasheer. Yeah, I don't really, like, I can't really move anybody else on draft night. So we're going to just stick with the 30th pick. Do I have a second rounder? I do. I mean, yeah, like, I'm going to try to get Dalen Swain. That's the guy I'm targeting the most, but there's a chance he's off the board in, like, these next couple picks. So we'll keep an eye on it. He might go, he might not go. There goes Cam Williams. 21, the Pacers are on the clock. They want to trade it for Andrew Wiggins. I mean, yeah, the Heat are rebuilding. This makes sense for sure. So the Heat are getting another first rounder, and they're going to take Dylan Mingo. Really good draft here for the for the Heat, although I didn't love their second round pick, or their second overall pick in the way. So the Heat would also be trading their 27 first and a 28 top 3 protected pick from the Raptors, or they'd be getting it for Mika. No, I don't really think that makes sense, even though I should let those go through, but I don't think that makes a lot of sense for the Heat. Caleb Holt, good pick there by the Magic at 23. Anthony Thompson goes there at 24. I mean, let's call up the Clippers. I don't think this is going to be enough, but we will offer it. 25 for 30 and 41. They're going to say no. And I will throw in my 2031 second. They're going to say no. Okay, so we'll offer that to the Spurs here at 26. And as long as Dalen Swain is on the clock, like that is the guy I'm going to try to trade up for. So they would want Omer Meyer for Cesar Nunez. I'm going to pass. I will give you my 2031 second. And we are going to just not get anything done there. So they're going to take Derek Carlson. Shout out Temple. And then now Boston is on the clock. So we're going to offer them 30 and 41. They would want Omer Meyer for Sam Hauser. I'm not going to do that. I will give you that second. And they don't want to do that either. All right. So we'll call up Charlotte. And they take Spencer White. All right. So we're getting there. I will offer you 30 and 41 just to move up a few spots here. 28. They're going to say no. And I'll give you this 2031 second. Damn. All right. So I don't know. Don't take him. Don't take him. I think I'm just going to run the risk here. Actually, no. If Utah, like, I'm moving up one spot with you guys. Come on. Just take this trade. I'll give you 41 just to move up one freaking spot. That's crazy. I have to give you 2 seconds to move up 2 spots. Oh, or one. Okay, whatever. So they're going to take, God damn it, you I knew that was going to happen. Oh my God. Oh, I hate my life. That's who I wanted. All right. So we're on the clock here. I mean, I don't mind trading this pick. I don't think I need another young guy. I don't know if I want another, like, rotational player, although I can get some interesting guys. So I think, I mean, watch, like, Dalen Swain be offered now. I think we're going to call up, let's see. Let's do this pick with Cleveland. So they're getting their first rounder back. I'm going to get a swap best between Cleveland and Minnesota in 29. And yeah, they're going to take Sadiq White here from Syracuse. All right, so I don't really love anybody here at 41. So could I trade this pick to, like, let's go to, like, geez, who's got a lot of seconds? Charlotte. Can I get your 2020, like, these 2 seconds in 29? Sure. We'll do this swap. I'll trade them a second going forward. They take Shane Posey from St. Louis. So we're going to sign Omer Meyer here to a standard rookie contract. Jalen Green opts out. So there goes me getting anything for him. But we'll see if he comes back. We're going to pick up the team option on Kaman, Ryan Dunn. We're going to decline it on Lonzo. Pick it up on Tonde, even though that's a lot of money for a second rounder. Agbaji, I'm going to let walk, but I'm going to hopefully look to re-sign him on a long-term deal. So Giannis, Jokic, Kat, Kyrie, Jalen Green, all free agents. I will give Kobe Brea the qualifying offer. Same with Jameson Battle. Bates and Barnheiser, I'm going to let walk. Do we have Giannis money? No. Okay, so if I went to Cat, I don't have Cat money. I don't have Kyrie money either, really? Jalen Green. Okay, wow. We only actually have 33 million in cap. It's way less than I thought. I mean, I guess, yeah, that would be like Trey Murphy, a possibility to move him. So maybe we're not going to get Giannis. I mean, I was going to hope to get Cat. Kessler's unrestricted, but right now, I mean, Jimmy, he's 37. Like, damn, there's such a big drop off in some of these free agents. All right, so now this is like really interesting what I want to do right now. So right now, I offered 2 veteran minimum center free agents. It was Luke Cornett and Brandon Clark, which would both be behind come on next year. Power forward, it's interesting because I think it'll be Trey Murphy in a way. With Dunn coming off the bench. I mean, replacing Jalen Green is going to be tough. Like, he's objectively a good player. He doesn't have any real offers out there. It's just like, I don't know if I want to lock myself into this contract. I mean, there's some intriguing like forwards as well. Like Josh Hart is here. Keegan Murray is here. Santi Aldama is here. Corey Kispert. Bilal Koulibaly wanting 30 million is ridiculous. So I'm going to also bring back an old friend in Cam Johnson to this bench unit. Maybe he's going to replace Ochai Agbaji. We'll see. It's going to be a 1+1. I think it has a team option on the second year. I think we are going to move on from Jalen Green. I know not getting anything for him. I should have moved him at the deadline. 2 years here. He was fine, but I think we're going to try to use that 35 million elsewhere and just build out a more balanced roster. Clark, Cornett are going to be the backup centers. We're going to renounce the rights on Brandon Boston for now. Lonzo Ball for now. I would like to keep dialogue open with Agbaji. I will renounce the rights on Tamar Bates and Brooks Barnheiser. Yeah, like I'm not going to be able to get into the Jokic sweepstakes. I can't offer him that much. Miami just says, screw the rebuild. We're going to try to convince Jokic to come down here. Giannis may just go back to the Bucks on a massive contract. Anyway, Cat doesn't have a real offer. I just can't get to nearly the amount he wants. All right, so Jalen Green could potentially leave. I mean, Asar Thompson is unrestricted. Brandon Miller is unrestricted as well. He has been like all right there. Like I would love to get Cat. I mean, Dame, I can't even talk to. Like, how much money do I have? Can I even like talk to like Asar Thompson? Nope. Can I talk to DeAndre Hunter? So I have about $20 million in cap. I mean, right now going into next year, we have 3 centers. We have plenty of forwards. Like it might be Trey Murphy and Cam Johnson who start. I could sign Scoot Henderson. I mean, I would be intrigued in signing Scoot. Like if we could tap into Scoot's potential, he breaks out for us, and then it's like Scoot and Booker. I think it's, okay, there's 2 guys that I think I want to sign. It's either Brandon Podziemski or it's Scoot Henderson. It's not going to let me sign either one of them. I hate this game so much. Yeah, like I don't want Drew. I mean, Davion is interesting as well. Like I could sign Sexton. I could sign Cam Whitmore, like another young guy that we could try to buy into the potential on instead of like doing that with Jalen Green. DeAndre Hunter would be nice. I mean, Jimmy at 37. Matt Ishbia really wanted him at the deadline. Ugh, I don't know if I want to do that. We'll see. So I'm going to keep an eye on Scoot. He doesn't have any real offers. I'm hoping his price tag goes down. Cat, yeah, it looks like he's going to go back to the Knicks. May choose the Nets or the Warriors. Scoot right now is unrestricted. I just got to be able to get to him, which is really frustrating because I have 18 million. So why can't I offer Scoot a deal? All right, so I'm going to actually offer Ryan Dunn to the Portland Trailblazers for a 2028 unprotected Magic first round pick. Ryan Dunn is going into the last year of his rookie contract. Honestly, like maybe he breaks out, maybe he wins. Like I'm sure if I move him to small forward, he'd go up in overall, but we have like so many young guys coming in. We have Steinbach, we have, well, veterans in Cam and Trey Murphy. We have Yesufu, we have Fleming, we have Arenas, and I'm going to try to go out and get Scoot Henderson. So I'm going to actually get them to accept this deal. Please let me sign Scoot. Okay. That's a lot. I think we're going to do is a front-loaded contract. I'm really taking a risk here on Scoot. We're going to do a 2+1, and I'm going to try to get that as low as I can. 1850. Okay. I think we're going to try to do this contract. Pods is interesting. So what with me signing Scoot, we're going to move Booker back to the shooting guard spot if I can get Scoot. Let me just make sure. We're still the only team to offer him a deal. I hope it stays that way. Okay. Yeah, we're still the only team to offer him a deal. Come on, Scoot. Take it. Take it. You know you want to. Bang. There we go. So we do have to renounce the rights on Ochai Agbaji for this one. 2 years, 36 million. We're banking on the potential of Scoot Henderson. I still have like a mid-level exception to offer as well. So we're going to wait till like the end of free agency to potentially use that. Like Jeremy Sohan, intriguing piece. Not going to lie. To use that on Taylor Hendricks, Gershon Yabusele. So like right now going into next year, we have 3, 5, 7, 9. We have 12 guys under contract. So I still need to give out my 2 ways. I still need to, I think I can use that last 13 million. Did Pods sign yet? No, like if Pods makes it to the end, I am giving him that deal. Jonathan Kuminga is an interesting name as well. Like I can't be convinced Cam Johnson is going to be like old Cam Johnson. Like right now it's going to be Trey Murphy at the 4. Cam Johnson at the 3, Booker 2, and then like Scoot at the 1. So let's just keep waiting here. All right, so I'm going to offer Cohen Carr, who's got like the Michigan State ties with Matt Ishbia, to a 2-way, as long as that doesn't get matched. There we go. And then I'm going to get Hugo Gonzalez on a 2-way as well. So the Celtics did not bring him back going forward. So we still have our cap space, like our mid-level exception to potentially use. I'm still waiting to see if Pods will make it. He's now unrestricted. I don't think he's making it. Like, he's not cheap enough where I can at least get a conversation. Neither is Cam Whitmore. Neither is Nick Smith. Neither is AJ Johnson. Like, how much is the most I can offer? Yeah, like, I can offer 14.7. Why can't I get a phone call with him? Oh my God, if I could somehow get Case and Wallace on that. So day 12, I need to use this mid-level exception today if we want to use it. Can't get Dame. I can't even get a talk with Case. And so stupid, I can't offer Pods when he's expected 16 mil. Like, why would we take that out of the game? I don't want Miles Bridges. I mean, Jeremy Sohan is like, why can't I talk with Jeremy Sohan? It's so stupid. I can't even talk with Keegan Murray either. I hate this part of the game so much this year. Taylor Hendricks, can't talk with him. Nice. So all the good guys I can't even talk with. Jarris Walker, can I talk to him? No, I cannot talk to Jarris Walker. Like, he's expected $7.7 million. I can offer him more. I also don't get why. Like, I could offer, like, I don't know. Like, it says affordable on the top left. Why can't I get a conversation with the people that are affordable? Not even Julian Strother. So stupid. Oh, great. I can offer Keldon Johnson, like the guys I don't want to offer a contract to. All right, so I'm going to offer Peyton Watson a 1+1. That is going to be my last contract. So we are going to renounce the rights on Kobe Bryant as well. Booker, we are going to move back to a shooting guard position, and this team is going to look a little bit different. But I'm hoping the young guys can take steps forward, and this team can be a top 6 seed in the West. So going into next year's season, we can re-sign Booker. We could re-sign Murphy. I don't think I'm going to touch those yet. Rasheer Fleming, not going to touch that one either. So let's go to next year's season, where did we have to sign like a veteran minimum? We possibly had to going into here, as Kevin Durant is going to retire at the end of the year. Did we have to sign a random veteran? Yes, and it gave me Blake Wesley, who I actually don't mind taking a chance on him. All right, so that's fine with me going to next year's season. We have Carr and Hugo on the 2-ways. We could start Elijah Arenas, but I think we're going to start Scoot. We're going to start Booker. We're going to start Murphy at the 4, Cam Johnson at the 3. Cam Johnson isn't going to play like a ton. Kaman's going to start. Yeah, so Peyton Watson, also not going to be in the rotation. Luke Cornett, not going to be in the rotation. I don't even know if Steinbach's going to be in the rotation either, because I want to see mainly Omar Meyer, and I want to see Yesufu before Steinbach, to be honest with you. So let's see. Scoot's going to get 30 a night. We're going to go 36 to Booker. 25 to Cam is good. We'll go 33 to Trey Murphy. 30 to Kaman. Let's go 22 to Rasheer. Let's go 23 to Elijah, maybe. We can go 18 to Clark. And then the remaining here, let's go like 10 to Meyer, 13 to Yesufu. Let's do that. System proficiency under Jordan Ott. I don't like grit and grind whatsoever, so we'll just go to 7. I kind of want to keep it at 7 seconds. And then, yeah, if I moved Booker, let's see, to a shooting guard, let's see if his overall changes. He goes up to a 94. We love that. Anybody else's position I want to change? I don't think so. Murphy goes down if I make him a power forward, so I don't want to touch that, to be honest with you. Cornett, we could just make him back a power forward. Omar Meyer stays at a 73 at the point guard spot. Yesufu will go up, so we'll do that. Backup position could be a shooting guard. Okay, so we're starting off the year against the Pelicans. I'm excited about this team for sure going into the 2028 season, which I think is going to be the last year of episode 1. All right, so we have pretty much a thriller here on opening night. We are up by 3 with 5.5 to go. Devin Booker's guarding Mikal Brown. We have Elijah Arenas in the game, but I would like to get the starters back. DeJounte Murray pulls up. That is no good. Rebounded by Cam Johnson. We've got 7 points in his return here to Phoenix. Yeah, asking like Elijah to carry the rock is interesting. Trey Murphy against his former team. He's going to miss that jumper. And unfortunately, Trey Murphy looks like he is hurt and he missed that shot right there, as DeJounte Murray's going to tie up the game because I'm an idiot there with Kaman. But hey, 107 apiece. We had a nice lead to start off the game. It looks like they're going to bring back Herb Jones in the game. We do have 3 timeouts remaining if we wanted to use them. I mean, I don't know who's guarding Kaman there. Is that like a decently sized human being? Devin Booker getting the screen. He's going to go right to the rim and he's going to throw it down. Devin Booker's got 29 here in this opening night game. So yeah, we're going to get Scoot Henderson back. I'm excited to see what his stat line is. We'll keep Murphy, Cam Johnson, come on. So we have like 3 really good shooters out here in Trey, who's got 20. Scoot's got 8 and 6. Booker and Cam Johnson, as I'm caught sleeping right there Or, I don't know, they just throw in the entry pass because I'm too worried about Scoot's stat line. And then I pressed A too many times and we turned it over to start off. Zion, no way Zion's... What? I've never seen Zion hit that shot in my life. But yeah, I'm excited to see Scoot Henderson kind of cook here right now. Let's kick it to Cam Johnson. Scoot coming down on a pin down. Let's kick that back out to Trey. We might have Devin Booker going under the basket. Oh, fine Scoot cutting inside. Beautiful pass there from Devin Booker. Scoot's got now double digits in his first career game as a Phoenix Sun. Can we revive Scoot's career, or is this going to be maybe it for the former 3rd overall pick? So he's got B+ steals, C+ perimeter D. Can he stay in front of DeJounte Murray? He's holding his own as DeJounte finds Misi. Come on. You got to do a little bit of a better job there defensively. Scoot coming off some screens here. Let's see what we got. I don't know who's supposed to set the screen, but maybe we can run a pick and pop with Trey Murphy as a stretch 4, and that is going to be the case. Trey Murphy 3-ball, but he is hurt. That is going to be in and out, I guess. I don't know. He's not really tired out there. I do not want Scoot guarding Zion. Herb Jones, inconsistent 3-point shooter, but knocks that down. Puts the Pelicans up by 6 with about 3 minutes to go here on a very meaningful opening night game. Booker coming over a screen. We're not going to get anybody in the air there. Who's that even guarding? I don't even know. Booker, mid-range jumper is going to be no good, but Kaman is right there. Out to Cam Johnson. I swear to God, the CPU has some of the best rotations I've ever seen. And Zion is apparently Steph Curry. He's going to fortunately miss that as we are in transition with Scoot. He's going to get around. Oh, he cocks it back. He gets around DeJounte Murray. I would have been annoyed if that got blocked there by Yves Misi. Somehow it didn't get blocked, and Scoot throws it down. And DeJounte Murray off a couple screens. He's going to just miss that. If he hit that, I would have been upset. So Cam Johnson, I haven't really said his name yet, guarded by DeJounte Murray. I don't mind running a play for him. I just don't think we should be running any of our, shooting sets for Scoot Henderson, who's maybe one of the worst shooters on the floor. Devin Booker's going to get a hard foul there by Yves Misi. We have a chance to make it a 2-point game. And that one does not go in. Nice. So Devin Booker goes over 2 from the free throw line. I'm sure you're already commenting how great I've been playing so far here. So DeJounte is going to kick it over to Zion Williamson here. Zion Williamson on the perimeter. Trey's going to go over the screen here. Doing a good job. I forgot to even mention this is Trey's former team, his former teammate in Zion Williamson, and he's holding his own right here on him right now. Damn. Devin Booker trying to get a screen. Oh, that's Deuce McBride. Oh, I think I had Kaman down there. All right, let's get a high screen from Trey Murphy. They're going to try to double, but Trey drops down, and he's going to get that to go. Trey Murphy's got 22 points here on opening night, back to a 4-point game. And Trey just trying to stay in front of Zion. All right, we're doing a fine job here. Oh, my God, oh, my God, he posters. Come on. God damn it, come on. You have a couple inches on him. Jay Will's like, yeah, that's nasty. All right, we're down by 6 here with about a minute left. We're going to get a double screen for Scoot Henderson. Don't love that. And that is an offensive foul on Kaman. Zion's got to find Misi inside, and we're going to get a turnover. No, it's still going to be Pelicans ball with 47 seconds. Oh, Scoot almost gets a steal there, and DeJounte is going to hit the dagger. So Booker had 32 on opening night. Kaman had 14 and 7. Scoot had 4 steals, 6 assists, and only 2 turnovers. Cam Johnson went 2 of 12, though. All right, and a back-to-back to start off the year. Who schedules this shit? And we ended up losing by 23. Trey Murphy had 19, kind of banged up in this one. All right, 0-2 start. Don't love that. Don't go 0-3. Okay, there we go. We get our first win against the Houston Rockets, who no longer have Kevin Durant. Omer Meyer, he ends up putting up, 14 points in this one. Scoot 18 and 8 and 30 points for Devin Booker. Home game here against the Washington Wizards, and we are going to win by 9. Devin Booker drops 36 and 8. 8 assists for Scoot Henderson, 17 and 5 for Arenas. Back-to-back home games now against Cleveland and Toronto. We're going to split those. So we are 3-3 to start off the year. We lose by 7 to the Cavs. Garland had, oh my God, we give up 96 to this big 3. Booker at 32. Cam Johnson, probably his best game back in a Suns uniform. Scoot at 23 and 6. And then we ended up beating the Raptors by 15 here. 24 for Booker, 5 assists. He only played 29 minutes. Don't tell me he got hurt. No. So I'm not sure why he only played that many minutes. Now we have the, 2-5 Grizzlies, 0-6 Kings right here. Don't be the Kings first. Oh my God, we're 3-5. All right, we lose by 28. Ja with 32 and 10. Booker, why is he only playing 29 minutes? And then we ended up losing this game here. Murphy at 26. He's off to a solid start this year. How has Cam Johnson been? 13 points. Yeah, I'd like for Booker to play more. I guess it's because we have a decent amount of shooting guards coming off the bench. Yesufu has actually been solid. We haven't really seen him yet so far. I think in-game action. We lose by 11 here to Miami. Pelicans, we lose by 18, and we are probably going to lose to Dallas. No, we actually beat them by 21. That is a really impressive win. 31 for Booker in 36 minutes. So I don't know why we're going like back and forth with these minutes allocation. 24 for Murphy, 14, 2, and 7, and 3 steals for Scoot Henderson. Road game here against Sacramento. Bang, there we go. So can't believe we lost to them there, but we end up blowing them out here. Devin Carter, 24. Dane kind of returning to his home area. Booker at 31 and 7. Home game here against the Lakers. Malik Beasley for a first round swap. Worst. I'll let that go through. Yeah. And we are going to lose to the Lakers by 1. And to add insult to injury, Scoot Henderson suffers a shoulder injury, which is going to plague him for the next 1 to 2 months. So his overall goes down to a 68. So I don't think I could play a 68 in the starting lineup. They're saying I don't even play him. So I think what we're going to do here is we're going to move Booker back to the 1, and we're going to get Elijah in there as a starter. So Scoot is just going to be kicked out of the rotation right now. We're going to have Rasheer in there. Brandon Clark has actually been a fine backup big. Yesufu is going to get 16. Omar Meyer is going to get 16. And the remaining 14, do I go to Hugo? Do I go to Cohen Carr, Wesley, Cornette, Steinbach? I'll go to Steinbach over Peyton Watson just to see what we can get out of him while Scoot is sidelined, so that hasn't worked out so far. And Omar Meyer suffers a high right ankle sprain. He's out 8 to 10 weeks. So yeah, we are going to actually see Peyton Watson out in this rotation with that injury. So Steinbach, you will get 16. Watson, you are going to get 14. We beat the Clippers by 9. Trey Murphy had 34. Booker had 27 and 9. And then we are taking on the Memphis Grizzlies here at home, and we are going to lose by 5. Booker had 21. Murphy at 21. So we're 6 and 9 to start off the year. Home against the Knicks, we win by 7. Road against the Magic, a good team, we lose by 15. Road against the Rockets, lose by 22. And then home game against the Nuggets here, we are going to lose by 13. So we are 7 and 12 to start off the year. I don't love that. That's not the best. Cam Johnson is shooting 39% from the field, and Rasheer is shooting 37% from the field. Do I want to make a change to that lineup? Not yet, but I am thinking about it. So a 3-game stretch against Charlotte, Sacramento, and San Antonio. We are going to lose to Sacramento, beat San Antonio and Charlotte. 33 for Booker in this one. I mean, he's averaging 28 points this year on 68% true shooting. We're going to lose by 4 here to Sacramento, who I think are now 2 and 1 against us this year. We beat the Hornets by 10, and the Hornets are the team that actually signed Jalen Green. I forget if I mentioned that. Yeah, he got a 4-year massive contract by them. So yeah, you can see Jordan Ott has a career record of 80 and 106 here with the Suns. Not great. And I'm going to take on the Utah Jazz here because I feel like this is a winnable matchup. They have Markkanen out there. They have Darren Peterson. And great. I might have to bump this off Hall of Fame. So yeah, we will have Elijah Arenas out there with Devin Booker in the backcourt with no Scoot Henderson, unfortunately, who I was very thrilled to watch this year. Oh yeah, they also have Tyron Stokes. So yeah, like the Jazz are one of the best teams in the NBA now. Kick that over to Trey Murphy. Come on, you should be able to score over Keontae George. You have the size. This match. Also, Cam Johnson's hair is a bit ridiculous. Okay, they are also just probably more athletic than us. I don't even know if I want to show you guys any more gameplay right now, at least until the playoffs, because I need to get in the gym. Yeah, like the 2K gym. Yeah, scratch that. Nobody wants to see me play. Unfortunately, this game did not go well for us. We lost by 15. All right, so taking a look at the standings, we just beat OKC, but then beat Golden State, lost to OKC. 17.4 point differential from the Nuggets to start off the year. They are 20 and 3. We are currently, I think we are the 9th seed here in the Western Conference. Now we're a little bit lower. We are the 11th seed right now. Offense isn't good. Defense is like middle of the pack. Not really. It's bottom 5 as well. Offense is more middle of the pack at around the 9th seed. So I don't know if we get all these days off or a game's going to pop up with the Cup schedule. Rui Hashimura for a first round pick. Not going to just say no to that one completely. So we end up losing to Dallas. We only scored 87 points in this game. Booker had 15. 1 of 8 for Steinbach. 1 of 7 for Yesufu. We have 2 back-to-back games here. Jokic gets NBA Cup MVP. This is the Nuggets season right now. We are going to lose and score 78 against Golden State. Great. And then we end up beating Minnesota by 2. Kaman Mayuwatch had 3 blocks here, but 5 turnovers. Why is he commanding the rock that much? And we lose by 7 to Memphis. 23 for Booker, 22 for Trey Murphy. Elijah Arenas is getting better, and it's probably becoming like one of our more young, intriguing guys. Like, just double back-to-backs here. It's horrible for our schedule right now. I'm blaming it on our schedule. Lose to OKC, lose to Atlanta, beat the Lakers. I'm getting offered a first rounder for Cam Johnson. from Golden State. I don't think Cam Johnson's giving me a first rounder right now with those numbers. We lost to Cleveland earlier in the year. We're going to lose again. We are currently 12-21, folks. Should I have traded Devin Booker like 3 years ago is now running through my mind. This is getting pretty brutal. Lose to Toronto, lose to Chicago, lose to Atlanta, and then we beat Denver, which is an incredible win. 122-115, 35 for Murphy, 28 for Booker. And then we have a Nuggets game here. Omer Meyer is back in the rotation. Also, Scoot is kind of back as well, so Watson's going to get removed from the rotation. He was fine in his limited playing time, so yeah, we're going to get, Scoot's going to be in the starting lineup, I think. And then I guess a bigger question is, do I want Rasheer Fleming? I'm going to lower his minutes to like 16 a night. Yes, a few. I may up a little bit, but what I might end up doing is starting Elijah Arenas, but with that we would lack a little bit of size, so I may not do that just yet. Scoot, can I see you take over for this team coming back from injury? Okay, we lose back-to-back games there. We're gonna lose to Minnesota. And are we going to lose to the 9-31 Spurs? No, we beat them by 13. Wow. Could Wemby want out? That's so bad. How are they? That's terrible. So yeah, there are some like notable injuries to start off the year. Malik Thomas dislocated his right patella. Mikal Bridges dislocated his left patella. Malik Beasley's hurt. Embiid's hurt. Khalil Ware's hurt. Wendell Carter's hurt. I mean, we got to start winning games now, or this season is a wash in its own right in this experimental year. So yeah, I'm just kind of currently scouting the top guys. Once again, we're not going to get a great first rounder from us because here in, what is this, 2028, I mean, we got to give it outright, I believe. I don't know, like how it's exactly going to go right now. But we beat the Trailblazers. DeJounte Murray for Trey Murphy. They want Trey Murphy back. All right, 3 wins in a row, and we can't get 4 in a row. So yeah, looking at the stats, Trey Murphy has been playing well. He does have 2 years left on the contract. Cam Johnson, I wish could be a little bit better. Scoot Henderson, I wish also could be a little bit better. 3 road games against the Pistons, Pelicans, and the Thunder. We're going to lose by 2 to the Pistons, 9 to the Pelicans, and we're probably going to lose this game. I'll let this trade go through. Yep, we end up dropping to 16-31 on the season, folks. I might trade Devin Booker at the deadline. I did not think this was going to happen. He has 2 years left on the deal. God damn, man. What the hell had happened? I was so excited about this season. Just get me to the trade deadline at this point. So Walker Kessler for Trey Murphy, an intriguing offer, but I still believe in Kaman. Let's see. So can we beat Dallas? There we go. We beat Dallas by 1. Booker at 31. Scoot played fine. Home game here against the Jazz. They're 16-33. There we go. Win by 22. Nice game here from this big 3. Not really much of a big 3, right? So we do have the trade deadline coming up. I'm not trading Trey Murphy for John Collins. 2 road games here. We're going to send Hugo and Cohen Carr back to the G League. We beat the Sixers by 25. And we have the trade deadline here on a Minnesota game day. All right, so I'm not going to elect to trade Devin Booker here at the 2028 trade deadline. But I mean, with Cam Johnson on an expiring, he's somebody, well, essentially an expiring. He does have a team option for next year, which can have some value throughout the league. I should probably explore my options there. All right, so I'm going to do this trade with the Memphis Grizzlies. I did get offered like Rob Dillingham and pretty much like first round picks that are projected to be in the 20s. But Cam Johnson does have a pretty robust market. So I'm going to trade him and my 2031 second for Cedric Howard from the Memphis Grizzlies, who hasn't really had the best opportunity. He had an encouraging rookie year, but the minutes have gone down year by year. He only played 33 games last year, 29 games as a rookie, 54 games this year. So it's like his healthiest season to date. So maybe we're buying in at the right time. And he does have an $8.3 million team option for next year, which is slightly cheaper than Cam Johnson's $10 million. And it's more of an upside play going forward. So welcome to the team, Cedric Howard, who I low-key may just end up starting going forward towards the end of the year. Like, I think we can have, Rasheer come off the bench, whose minutes have kind of taken a nosedive this year with the efficiency also not improving from last year. I mean, maybe he can have a strong second half. We'll see. And I think that's going to be my only move this year at the deadline. We can re-sign Devin Booker. We can re-sign Trey Murphy. Neither of those two are going to happen right now. I can also re-sign. Is that Kaman? No, that's Rasheer Fleming. Yeah, we're not even going to bother with that right now. So let's advance past the trade deadline, and we are going to lose by 16 to Minnesota. Omer Meyer had 21 points. Devin Booker had 20 and 5. Home game here against the Nets, and we are going to blow them out by 60. Excuse me? Scoot, where was this all year? He drops 31. Cedric Howard, 22 and 10. Devin Booker at 20 and 11. The Nets have a very interesting team with Bilal Coulibaly, Mo Wagner, Darius Cuff, Bol all there. And then we have the Nets and the Bulls ahead of the All-Star break. We beat the Nets again. And it looks like the best guy in this upcoming draft class is a center, Marvin Holmes from Arizona State. You have Angelo Oliverio from Italy, Billy Howell from Dayton. You have Terrence Carney from Tennessee, Thomas Hansen from Marquette at the top. And we are going to beat the Bulls as well, so we have a little bit of momentum heading into the All-Star break. We're 22 and 32. If we take a look, I mean, we are the tier drop off from Memphis, who's like, we just gave them Cam Johnson. They also have AJ DeBanza. I forgot about that. We are, what, 4 games behind them, so we would really need to have a nice second half. And if we look at the All-Star participants throughout the league, we have 3 Cavs making it. Okay, the 3 you'd expect. Tyrese Halliburton, Siakam's still making it. Okay, at age 33. Jalen Johnson makes it. Cade Cunningham makes it. You have 2 Celtics as well. As for the West All-Stars, you have Luka, Ja, Jokic, J-Dub. Devin Booker does make it. I think he's made it every year so far. Bam Adebayo making it in Los Angeles when they traded like the number 2 overall pick. And the Thunder are going to have 2 All-Stars this year. Jaden Quaidance, Hugo, Stephon Castle, and Montas are in the dunk contest. Here's the 3-point contest. KD's just shooting 50% from 3 this year as a 39-year-old. Team USA, we do have Elijah Arenas on that team. And Team World, we do have Omer Meyer as well, who I do believe is from Israel. So let's go here to the next 3 road games post All-Star break, and that could really determine the second half. I mean, Denver's not going to be easy. We beat them by 2. Oh my God, Utah is the game you should win. Like, I would have taken 2 and 1. I guess it was on the wrong end of the back-to-back. Scoot had 29 points in 29 minutes. We ended up losing by 19 to the Jazz here. Scoot had 19 as well. Omer Meyer had 16. And then we ended up losing by 12 to Boston. Booker had 26. Murphy had 25. Kaman had 17. Kaman is averaging 7.5 rebounds this year, 2.9 stocks. Let's just go here to the contract extension deadline. Yesufu, we are going to just, he's back healthy, but he never was out of the rotation. Oh, never mind. Vitaly Gornev looks like maybe the best player. He's 6'8" small forward from Ukraine. And we are going to lose to Boston. We are going to lose Rasheer Fleming for 1 to 2 weeks. I'm just going to get Steinbach back in the rotation. No pun intended there. We lose to Boston. We lose to Milwaukee. And we end up beating the Jazz by 26. Where was this like 2 weeks ago? Cedric Howard averaging 5.3 points total in the year, 62 combined between Trey Murphy and Devin Booker. And we have a road game against the Pelicans. I'm not going to do anything at the contract extension deadline. So we end up beating them by 9. Scoot with 24, Booker with 18, Murphy with 18, Come on with 18. We're 10 games under 500. We're 62 games. So we have 20 games left. And we are, did we make up any ground? We're 3.5 back. So we made up a half a game, which can easily go up to 4 games. I also wanted to see the upcoming free agents now. Luka, Ja, Cooper Flag, not going to be a free agent. KD, who knows? He might retire. Zion, you have Garland, a free agent. Bam, potentially. Siakam. So the Lakers are going to have Bam and Luka be free agents. Road game against the Clippers. We only score 88 points. Back-to-back here against the 76ers and the Golden State Warriors. And we are going to go 0-2. That might just be the nail in the coffin in the 2028 Suns. I really thought that this team was going to be fighting for maybe a top 8 seed in the West this year. I mean, last year we were, the 7th seed in the play-in. And this year it's been very disappointing. I mean, I'm not sure what to look forward to for this Suns team moving forward. If it's a Devin Booker trade, if it's still the young core that can continue to progress. We end up beating the Wizards by 5 there. I mean, I know, I think we're officially out of it, but let's double check. We are officially out of it. We're going to end the season well below 500 after going above 500 last year. I mean, only players that are under a guaranteed contract next year, Booker, Murphy, Scoot, and Omer Meyer. I don't know if I'm going to make a notable trade this offseason. I feel like I've made trades, right? Like we acquired Trey Murphy. I traded away Mark Williams. I sold at the deadline back in 2026, but I feel like I didn't really make a bunch of moves. So we're going to beat Milwaukee, beat New York, beat the Clippers, and then we are going to lose to the Miami Heat, finish with a 36-46 season. So around a 6-game difference from last year. Jokic drops a 30-point, almost triple-double, shooting basically 60% from the field and 43% from 3. He's going to take home his 5th MVP award of his career. Cameron Huindo from France, the 19th overall pick, wins Rookie of the Year. He had a very good rookie season for the Nets. AJ DeBanza, 6th Man of the Year in Memphis. Giannis Depoy in Milwaukee. Derek Lively, Most Improved in Golden State. Kyrie Irving, Clutch Player of the Year. And the Nuggets actually went 70-12. Wow, but Jokic is going to be out maybe the first 2 or 3 rounds with a high right ankle sprain. That is very notable. John Morant, All-NBA first team this year. Şengün as well, dropping 20, 11, and 6. You have Halliburton, Flag, Johnson, Garland, and Brunson, All-NBA second team. Here's All-NBA third team with Cat, Harden, Giddey, Tatum, and Mitchell. All defensive first team, Asar Thompson, Chet Holmgren, Lively, Flag, and Giannis. And defensive second team with Mobley, Dyson, AD, Triple J, Şengün. Here's our rookie first team. No Phoenix Suns and no Suns on all rookie second team either. So like I said, we are not in the playing tournament. This season was maybe my most disappointing season yet, just because we didn't end up making it to the playoffs, let alone the play-in tournament. Like, we still have a very young core outside of Devin Booker, who's 31, but like, I'm trying to win Devin Booker a ring here in Phoenix, but now I'm presented the option or the idea now. Maybe it's an ultimate, like, do I have to trade Devin Booker this offseason? So who led the league in, like, scoring here? So it was actually Jokic, which is mind-blowing for a center that's not even, like, a score-first guy, but maybe at this point he is. Leader in rebounds is Jalen Duren. Assists would go to Halliburton and Luka. Steals would go to Asar in Brooklyn. And blocks goes to Wemby in San Antonio. So, yeah, if we actually looked at these standings, like, the Spurs were pretty bad this year. I can't believe the Nuggets actually went 70-12. Post Cam Johnson, yeah, the Spurs were 27-55. The Blazers were 26-55. Same with the Sacramento Kings and the Utah Jazz, still at the bottom there of the West. And the Hornets, Nets, and Wizards bottom of the East. I guess some things never change. So let's see. We are going to see the Mavericks beat Golden State to be the 7th seed. And then you have OKC beating Memphis. And then OKC beats Golden State, so they get in. Miami gets in as the 8th seed, beating Milwaukee, but losing to New York. Milwaukee beat Philly, lost to Miami, and New York gets in as the 7th seed. So let's see who's going to advance to round number 2. Yep, the Nuggets do lose in 7 with no Nikola Jokic. Jamal Murray did all that he could, but they actually lost Game 7 by 13 points. They were up. No, they were down 2-1. They won by 17 in Game 6, and then they ended up losing without Jokic. So the Thunder advances an 8 seed. The Clippers, with Kevin Durant, beat his former team, the Houston Rockets. They sweep them. The Lakers end up sweeping or beating the Pelicans in 5, Minnesota sweeping Dallas. Okay, Dallas maybe not immortal. You have Boston. Okay, so both 1 seeds lost. The 8 seed of Miami Heat advanced with Mika, with Kasparis, Kessler. No Bam anymore. Okay. I don't know if like Tatum or Jaylen Brown got hurt. It looks like Jason Tatum did get hurt. Toronto with Scotty, Ingram, RJ Quickly, Pirtle, Grady Dick still, Jacoby. This might be like this most original roster that we have here. They end up beating the Pacers in 5. The Pacers, who had 2 All-Stars. The Cavs, who had 3 All-Stars, beat Chicago in 7. I do see a couple former Suns bigs here. Mark Williams was a good bull this year. And then we also see Oso Ighodaro playing notable minutes for the Cleveland Cavaliers. You had the Atlanta Hawks beat the Knicks in 5. Conference Finals, you are going to have the Miami Heat as the 8 seed, shades of 2023, go up against Atlanta, who won in game number 7 against Cleveland, led by Kevin Porter Jr., Jaden Ivey, and Jalen Johnson. And then the Lakers beat Minnesota in 7. They won by 10 here, with Luka dropping 26, 11, and 5. They brought back Kyle Kuzma. They have Christian Brown and Austin Reeves and Dalton Connect and Alex Caruso, who they brought back, and Jay Huff. So the exciting whites going on over there in LA. And the Clippers and Kevin Durant beat Kevin Durant's old team, the OKC Thunder. Kevin Durant versus Luka. You have, I guess it would be Jalen Johnson as the headliner versus Tyler Hero, who's going to the NBA Finals. It is going to be the Atlanta Hawks versus the LA Clippers. Jalen Johnson and James Harden, your finals MVPs or conference finals MVPs. And then if we look here so far at the champions, as we're about to on our 3rd new one here, Cleveland beat Minnesota in 7 back in 26. New York swept Denver last year. And this year, we are going to see the Atlanta Hawks beat the LA Clippers in 5. Jalen Johnson emerging as maybe one of the best players in the NBA, taking home finals MVP, averaging 21 and 10. So the retirement home like Harden, Durant, Kawhi, Bradley Beal Clippers could not get it done. I wonder if that was like an end of an era for them. Our governor, probably not the happiest with us this year, as I have a -3 in our unfortunate, our points improvements remaining. So player retirements, there goes Kevin Durant and James Harden, the conference final MVP. Holiday, Tobias, Vooch, Jimmy, Jonas Valanciunas, Bradley Beal retires as well. So only like Kawhi Leonard was the one that stayed on that team. Doc Rivers, Mitch Johnson, Tomas Asalo all retire in the summer of 2028. KD and Harden are heading to the Hall of Fame. Harden gets his jersey retired by the Rockets, KD by the Thunder. And we are here with the draft lottery. I'll make sure that it is accurate with what pick that we are going to get. I don't believe I'm getting Orlando's pick there at number 9. I don't remember trading for that at any point. So let's see what ends up happening here in the lottery. I would just hate if I gave up like the number 1 overall pick. So it's saying the Knicks are getting our pick at 11 and we have our pick at, or Orlando's pick at 9. Like I said, I want to double check that. So I basically have like a double swap with the Nets, who are picking 4, so obviously not getting their pick, and the Wizards, who actually are getting pick 3. So I do believe that we keep our pick this year at 11, but it won't let me trade the pick because it's involved in a previous trade. I love you this year, 2K. So if we look at the pre-draft workouts, I mean, this guy isn't ranked number 1, this Ukrainian small forward. If he doesn't go 1, do I like trade up for number 1? But I'll hold like all these guys to a pre-draft workout. I want to see if like when the draft starts, can I trade just pick number 9 for pick number 11? I mean, I may just end up, man, I don't know. Okay, no, we can't do that. So let's just do that. The pick got declined. What? So they would offer a first for a second. This game is ridiculous. Just accept that trade. Thank you. So the Blazers, are they going to take the Ukrainian small forward? No, they take Marvin Holmes out of Arizona State. Now, if I was really going to try to trade up with Sacramento here for number 2 to get this guy, number 2, I would give you like, I got to move up 9 spots, which is easier said than done. Like, can I move Trey Murphy? Let's see if he goes number 2. He might end up going number 2, and then this ruins it. Nope, Thomas Hansen goes. Okay, Brooklyn is on the clock at number 3. They have 3 and 4. I mean, it would be Trey Murphy, but how does Devin Booker feel about that? I would save a decent amount of money if I traded Trey Murphy and 11 for pick number 2 or pick number 3. I think I'm going to do it. They say no. No counter. Okay, I'm going to, I think, continue to, I'm going to offer them that for 4 unless he goes number 3. He doesn't go number 3, so let's go to the Nets here for number 4, and let's offer them Trey Murphy and pick 11, because I feel like this guy, I don't know, he maybe slept on, who knows, and they're not going to accept that, not even a counter. If I gave you 2 second-rounders, would that get it done? I'm not throwing in, oh my god, it got it done. Okay, so I'm going to take, with this pick, he's 80 overall, 20 years old, Vitaly Gornev, VG, from Ukraine. We're going to save some money, which can now help us maybe allocate this roster in free agency. And I don't know what I'm going to do with Devin Booker. That would kind of like indicate that we should move on from Devin Booker, but no, I don't think I'm going to do it. So let's see how the top 10 looks. Chris Rogers out of Missouri State goes. Jaime Lucas goes. Wesley Sanders goes to the Nets, who have just so many picks in this first round. So, yeah, we get the only 80 overall. Does he have the highest ceiling? Not guaranteed, but I'm excited about Vitaly joining us here in Phoenix. And then with the 12th overall pick, the Nets, the 11th overall pick, they took Tyrone Brewer, a center from Oregon State. So, yeah, Vitaly's going to be making around like $12.5 million, which is a lot less than what Trey Murphy is making. So, I'm going to pick up the team options on Maluach, Coward, Arenas, Steinbeck, I will do, and Fleming, but Peyton Watson, we are going to let become a free agent. Luka Doncic is a free agent as well. I'm going to give Tonde Yesufu the qualifying offer. So do we have any money to spend here in free agency? Like, could I offer Siakam a deal? All right, I have about $28 million. So essentially what like that Trey Murphy contract was. And trying to figure out this team next year is going to be really interesting. So I need another center. Like, the front court is going to be so left open. Like, we do have Coward, Booker, and Arenas. We have Scoot and Meyer. I mean, do I just bench Scoot? Do I trade Scoot? All right, and I'm going to try to sign 3 guys here. Conmurray Boyle's almost on the minimum. His 4th year got non-tendered from the Raptors. Nick Claxton to be the backup behind Kaman Maluach. And Keyshawn George here from the Washington Wizards, who's restricted, so that could get matched. I'm going to renounce the rights on everybody here but Tonde Yesufu. And let's see if we can get all of these guys. So Keyshawn George does not get matched. I don't know. I want to get excited, but last year was obviously very disappointing for the squad. And I'm going to try to bring back one old friend if I can get either one of them. So we're going to bring back Nick Richards, an old friend, and then I'm bringing in Nikola Jovic on a minimum as well. Spent 6 years in Miami. Yesufu's expected to get $14 million. I mean, I don't know who's giving you that. And then I'm going to be bringing in veteran Bobby Portis on a 1-year deal with a team option on year number 2, maybe similar to the Cam Johnson contract of last year. So it does look like we're going to get Yesufu back on the QO. This happens, but Luka Doncic signs with the Kings. John Morant signs with the goes back to the Grizzlies. Anybody else leave their teams? Jared McCain got $38 million from the Clippers. The Sixers were like, we're not matching that. You have a Domantas Sabonis Zion frontcourt there in New Orleans. All right. Yep. That's all that happens here. We get Bobby Portis. We get, and we see Luka Doncic leave LA to go to Sacramento. I'm going to assume, Bam definitely signed an extension with them. And we're going to get Yesufu back on the QO. Player progression, Booker, still 93, but is this like a good enough team around him? Just might not be one. It might not be one. I mean, I kept this team afloat even though I've given up some good draft capital along the way, I guess you got to be slightly disappointed that we haven't made the playoffs in 3 years. Obviously, this rebuild's a little bit tougher than it looks if you're not going to try to like cut corners with it. And Booker can be a free agent next year, so now's the time if we wanted to re-sign him. Come on, excuse me. No, I'm not giving you $41 million a year. You were out of your mind. Such a coward. $16 million. Also, maybe out of your mind on that one. I need to see you perform this year. Booker, though, I will resign 3 years, $180 million, but he's our franchise star, and we could end up moving him if we wanted to. I think before the season starts, though, I am going to release Nikola Jovic, who I signed on the minimum, because I signed Keyshawn George, I signed Rasheer Fleming, or excuse me, I signed Conroy Boyles, and I signed Bobby Portis this offseason. And I think before the year starts, I do want to make... I wanted to make Keyshawn George a small forward, see if his overall goes up at all with that. It goes up like 1. And secondary can be a power forward. That's fine for now. So, looking at the roster, it's going to be Scoot, Booker, Vitali, Portis, and Maluach with Keyshawn off the bench. We'll go like 18 to Claxton, 30 to come on. We could do 22 to George. I would like Elijah Arenas to play a decent amount this year because I do still have high hopes for him as a breakout guy. So, Yesufu might only get like... Actually, Yesufu, former second rounder, he might not even crack the rotation. Conroy Boyles, like, I don't think is going to crack the rotation either to start off the year. Neither is Rasheer Fleming. I think Omar Meyer is going to get like 10 minutes a night. We're going to go 15 to Coward. Let's go like 20 to Elijah. And we'll do 22 to Elijah, 20 to George. And then we're going to go 25 to Bobby Portis. We'll go 27 to the Rook. We'll go 36 to Booker. We'll go 33 to Henderson. And the remaining 4, I'm going to go to Meyer. We'll see how this team looks this year. We're going to go to, I think, balanced instead of 7 seconds. And before I end the video, we'll see how we look on opening night against Memphis on the road. Some things may never change. So that is going to be episode 1 of the Phoenix Suns franchise. I need a lot of like constructive criticism, a lot of suggestions, advice in the comments below. How should we make this team look for episode number 2, which might be 2 years, it might be 3 years, I think around that range. You got to let me know, should I trade Devin Booker? Should I package some of this young talent for something else? Do you think Kaman could be the rim protector going forward? Do you think I should still and keep investing into Scoot? Or do I trade for a better point guard or something at the deadline or maybe even before then if things start to kind of crumble a little bit? So let me know down below. Drop a thumbs up if you want to see episode 2. Make sure you are subscribed for it as well. And I'll catch you guys in that one. Peace.